Really? Better not eat my sandwich.
Might get too drunk, but we won't bring the bullshit. Beer balls bullshit. Gonna listen to us talk shit. Beers balls bullshit. You're gonna listen to us talk shit.
Yeah.
Talking shit.
Welcome back, Beers, Bongs, and Bullshit, episode 38. I'm one, Big P, Katie Kane, yours truly, True Justice. And today we have the ladies of the Plus One podcast, Sarah and Audrey. How are you, ladies?
Ow.
What's up?
We're fucking fabulous. Every day.
Oh yeah. Very nice to meet y'all.
Gonna share this mic.
Share,
You'd be
we can
better
share.
if you had a bottle of whiskey, though, huh?
Well, I didn't know we were
peace.
fighting right away.
If you can talk towards the pop screen or the mic.
Like this.
Yeah, you got to project.
Closer,
You don't
Sarah.
have to be
Lean
super
in.
close, but as long as
Like this. Our lips are getting very close to each other. They're making us share.
Our YouTube views just skyrocketed. Thank you, ladies.
yeah, just while you're speaking, point your mouth at the mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I follow directions.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh my God. I'm really excited to meet you both. And I didn't even really get to officially when you walked in. So I am all caught up on your show. I've been listening since you started it.
Thank
and
you.
I just think it's cool. It's a cool it's authentic. And that's what I like. I got really worried. I listened to it with my wife the other day and she got really nervous. She's like, I can't listen to this. I get anxiety. I feel like they're going to get themselves killed. And I was like,
We feel that way too sometimes.
I was like, because
We're
the
optimistic.
adventure,
We really are.
The adventure has to stay up for your content,
Yes.
and I appreciate better way to put it, or lack thereof, the balls it takes for you both to do that and put that honesty out there. It's awesome.
The cunts it takes.
There you go. I didn't want to say it, but okay.
We call it big titty energy.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was Jugabooms.
Yes, oh my word. That we had an episode where we talked about the best word for boobs because some guy like messaged Sarah on social media and was like, I really like your boobies with like
hair
yeah,
your boobs.
and we're like, and I'm like, the best word is juggabooms.
Yeah.
But if you've got like, if you're an A cup, don't be going around calling them things juggabooms.
Yeah, you
like
got
that's
some
like
fucking nerve.
same thing as like having a tiny wiener and being like, it's my monster. Like maybe just call it Steve or something.
Call it the little pink
I'm gonna
worm or
destroy
something.
you. Like maybe not. Maybe just we're gonna have a nice time with my friend Steve. Like maybe just keep it simple.
Hey,
What they say in that one movie, Princess Sophia? How to lose a guy? Is
Yeah,
that
how
what
to
it
lose
was?
a guy in 10 days. Yeah.
Oh.
He emasculates Matthew McConaughey.
Crawl the warrior king.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I,
That's really funny.
I noticed a lot of stuff on your guys' page. Sarah's like,
There's
come. I sent her
our
this
Facebook
meme. And she's
name.
like, you got to post that on our page, and because I was like, I ain't posting that shit on my Facebook. That's a little bit over the. I go,
Welcome, everyone.
I go over the top sometimes, but they're like, yeah, you post. So I posted. I was like,
We've got
posted
the
the
place
page.
for
Well, fuck it. And then I go through and I see some of the posts and I see some of the ladies on there and they're like, this dude just doesn't get the hit in it. He said, this one gal said she was busy with her friends for a couple hours and didn't respond, and the dude got all in his motherfucking feelings. And I'm like, do y'all have to deal with that as ladies in general all the fucking time, like unsolicited
Dude.
dick pics, unsolicited all that
Well,
bullshit?
Oh wow.
The neediness, a common problem that that post kind of went viral on our page. Like there's a lot of comments on both sides about it. But yeah,
there's always a guy that's like, well, not all men are trash. Like, you fucking dick.
Oh, for sure.
it reminds me. What was
what I
that
get.
meme I sent you?
Start rubbing my hands together.
I mean, we are kind of fucked
I think
up.
that in the social media age, there is a problem with a guy getting interested in a girl, and then whatever insecurities they have, the guy is just waiting for her to say no or like shut him down, and so it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So he sends a message, and maybe she doesn't read it right away, and then he's like, never mind, bitch.
fine.
1
Don't
second
even worry
later, and
about
she was
it.
like, actually, I kind of
actually
liked you.
made plans already.
Yeah, but
Also, you're fat.
oh yeah, you ugly
Jesus
dumb
Christ.
bitch.
That's my
It's just
favorite
like-
one. You're fat anyway. I'm like, you were trying to hit this fat.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah, you were into this ass 5 minutes ago, but I didn't answer your text fast enough.
That's crazy.
On my last episode.
Nice.
Most views ever.
Dude.
Yeah.
Podcast. Most views ever. So,
Man.
fuck that shit.
We were talking about I'm fat.
You know, yeah, Sarah's been feeding me. I've been getting a little chunkier than when I moved
Dada,
in. We just
I
had
did
an
that.
incident at the gas station today. Sarah
all
almost
you?
had to fight an old man at the gas station.
Oh man.
Today, it's on our podcast if you want to see the live video of Sarah screaming at an old man.
Well,
who,
I wasn't
grabbed-
screaming, but I was.
She was saying her piece.
You're
Let
raising
him
your
know what's
voice
I
loudly.
sternly like
A guy-
talked to
yeah.
him.
What?
Yeah, dude. Because we pulled up to the gas station. Here's the thing that's so fucked up about it is that on the way we were going to eat at Black Diamond, and on the way there I was like, oh, I gotta get gas. My gas light's on. I'm like, I fucking hate pumping gas because every time I do,
Someone's
it's
yelling. or
someone's
looking
always
at
like,
you, or-
you know, it's just.
You feel exposed out there. You know, you're
Yeah.
pumping gas. You're trapped. You're waiting. It's like glug, glug,
it's
glug,
like-
glug. And you're like,
and
get
then
me
the
out of here.
last fucking 12 cents, it's like the slowest cents. Oh my
Absolutely,
god, I'm
yeah.
like, just keep it.
When you're at like a
was that
7-Eleven,
on
there's
Wellesley in
crack
Nevada?
Hours.
No, this was. What do you mean?
Well, I'm just wondering because
No, this was
the Wellesley, Nevada gas station. I'm sitting there and I've been like, I'm just gonna let them keep this fucking 10 cents
Real
because I
shit.
gotta be to work in a couple minutes and it's
Right.
gonna take 10 more minutes to get my motherfucking.
No, this was actually a
$10.
fast.
Keep
This was
it.
a fast gas station, but
Yeah.
it was not fast enough.
No,
for what
so
happened.
I didn't want to go inside or pump the gas. I just don't like it. She doesn't like go to the grocery store. I don't like to pump gas. So she goes inside.
I do the man things in our relationship. I'm like, I kill the spiders.
Yes.
I pump the gas. I scrape the windshield ice. I might not have an ice scraper. I might have to use a stale bagel some mornings. If I'm going to scrape the ice, I'll figure it out.
Shit. But yeah, so long story longer, she comes out after she pays for the gas, and this dude follows her. Mind you, he's parked on the other side of the gas station, at the other pump on the other side, like supposedly minding his own business. Follows her through the store, out to the pump, physically touches her, grabs her hand, kisses her hand, puts his motherfucking mouth hole on her body parts. Like,
He comes up and I'm like, he's like, hey, hi, I'm, what was his name?
Lou.
Yeah, hey, hi, I'm Lou. You're really
if
beautiful.
it
And he grabs
matters.
my arm and I'm like, oh, thanks. Thank you. Like, have a great day. And he like grabs me.
And
yeah.
then he sees
and
the ass that I, mind you, fed
Body
her
by
to
Sarah Thorpe.
create.
I live off Sarah Thorpe's leftovers.
So you
she
paid
runs
for
Food
that?
Finder
made that
Spokane.
ass, and he has the nerve.
You paid for that?
I did.
And she will fight you if you got shit to say about it.
Man, I couldn't believe it. And he was just like, if you're
No matter how tired your legs get today, just remember your ass is going to be running through my mind all week. And he's got like a little drill. And
He pulled that.
He was a lecherous old man. you
That's a
guys.
hard
He
ass
was a
pickup
lecherous
line.
old man with a Santa belly. But don't grab people at the fucking gas station.
Oh,
It gets worse.
I'm saving that pickup line.
What are good pickup
Just
lines?
in-
Can we? Are there good ones?
Your future got a fine ass behind it, baby.
I don't mind. I don't mind people saying complimenting or whatever. I might have a high
Right.
tolerance for that. But like, and then when so Sarah, so I'm like, after he's like, blah blah blah, and keeping talking about my ass, I'm like, no thanks or whatever, and he starts walking away, but he's still yelling about my butt. Now he's at the other side
he's
of
like
the gas
backing
station,
away, like Homer
Yelling.
into the bushes, like
but
he's
yelling the whole time.
And he's like, "Yeah, look,
Trying to disappear.
Did I mention you're hot? And now it's
That
embarrassing.
ass,
Now it's
though.
embarrassing. And then I'm like, my girlfriend, which we're not together, but I'm like, my girlfriend really appreciates these
only
pants
'cause she's
too.
not gay,
And
that's
that's. Sorry, guys. Straight as the board. I'd have so many more options.
You working at it though?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not a starter kit.
No.
I'm not a starter kit. I like
No,
them to
no,
come
no.
to me little seasoned.
There you go.
You know, I like them.
Seasoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sarah hears me say very loudly, my girlfriend really likes these pants too. And then she gets her little horns
Yeah,
that
my
come out.
spidey senses started going
She-
nuts,
her-
and I was like, oh hell
her-
no.
The veins were popping out on her neck. She rolls the window down. She's like, "No, sir." What she always does this whenever she sees someone bothering me. She's like, she does like I
She
call it the
doesn't want
peasant
your
wave.
company.
She does like a peasant wave. She's like, she does not want your company, sir.
Away with you. I like
Run
it.
along
Yes,
now.
be gone.
Yes.
And he did run over and say, "I'm sorry," whatever. But then she got in the
But
car
also, why the fuck is he apologizing to me?
because I have to say someone's my girlfriend and
he
boyfriend.
said-
Otherwise,
she
they're gonna
says-
keep doing
Right.
it.
But she says,
Why is
this
that,
is my
guys?
girlfriend, and now he's apologizing to me for why? I don't own her.
Well,
Just the booty.
Because it's disrespect. I guess it would be
I mean, I made
disrespectful
that.
to you also.
You're welcome, everyone else.
yeah, he ran to the other side of the gas station, and as we pulled away, we ran around the other side, and his wife, his elderly wife,
Well, she
What?
wasn't elderly.
Well-
Give the girl a
Oh,
break.
wow.
okay, they were
She
in
was
their
gorgeous.
50s.
And she could do
crazy.
way better than him.
Everyone can
dude.
do better than him. Come on.
Yeah.
So what kind of meals are you feeding her for that?
Body by
Corn.
cheeseburgers.
We got to know these kind
Yeah.
of things.
Corn.
Corn.
Lots of corn.
It's true. Before I moved in with Sarah, you guys, I've been a starving artist most of my life, and I was literally eating like I would open a can of yams cold, and I would eat it with like a toothpick, or like a can of like green. I'm not picky, guys, or like green beans, and like I'm eating 12 green beans. I was pretty emaciated.
Can of corn.
Pretty much.
A can of corn. You guys heard that song by Coolio? Check it
What's
out.
the
heard it.
calorie? What's the calorie count in a can of corn? 50.
You can live on. I lived on frozen corn dogs for like
Like 120 maybe.
4 months. If you eat 2 frozen corn dogs a
Oh,
day,
corn dogs are good.
2 a day though, you can
Oh.
survive. It was like 4 months.
I couldn't survive.
I'm like
1,200 calories.
I need about
How much?
A corn dog,
500?
a barbecue
No,
burrito, and
2 corn dogs a day is like I think it's actually under like 1,000, like around 1,000
Jesus.
calories. They have
Give
the
me
lot,
12
the
a day.
cheese filled
Fuck
one.
that.
I got to take like 3,200 in to not lose anything. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
All I do at our house is like I just eat everyone's leftover food. I'm just
that
like
Yeah.
like a puppy. Where's the scraps from all the food finder food that got sent here? I just live on leftovers. It's amazing.
Yo, we were mentioning and talking about food, supporting local, and I know
yes.
I'm sure you
My
do,
game.
but I know
Yeah.
Sarah is a big time local supporter of
Yes.
food and
We're major foodies.
knows
I'm the
the
burger
spots.
And yeah, y'all love burgers.
Well,
Oh, shit.
she's the burger one.
My
'Cause
Burger Queen jacket.
You're the
is
one who had the jacket. You have the jacket.
Yeah,
She
it's
brought
on the
it.
back of that
So
chair.
that's not the one that got stolen.
We found it.
Oh, okay.
All she
okay.
had
We
to
thought
do
it was
was move one singular item in her car and find it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yes.
Okay.
That is accurate. That is someone broke into my convertible and like slashed the top, and the only thing was missing was the jacket. We're like on a hunt to find who stole
somebody
my
stole this
designer
fucking
Burger
jacket.
Queen jacket, custom jacket, and then I found it.
Kind
it
of
was
a scumbag.
Where can I
cuts
get
a
the best
fucking
Cuban?
car open, man? What the fuck?
Here, okay.
Oh, we got
so
shit to say.
Hey, me and my
love-
man Paul were like, we're gonna try to find
We
the
need
best
to- we need
Cuban
to
in
get a
Spokane.
Cuban.
There's this
I
dude that's
love
doing a truck
Cuban.
apparently.
Is it 509 Eats?
No, what was that dude's
I need
truck?
some of those burrito tacos, though.
Oh,
I don't
is
know
the
if I'm
Candace,
gonna-
taco?
Candace has the burrito tacos.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
you need to go.
That's
though,
our
for
girl,
Real, is
yeah.
Lions Lair, yeah.
The Lions
Lions
Lair.
Lair.
She
Oh, Lions
is that's how she's. Shout out to the Lions Lair because
Real
that's
shit.
how she. That's
she's
how
the most
she's.
adaptable person I've
Yeah,
ever
she's
met.
a
and she supports
fucking
the plus
hustler,
one, and we
man.
support her. Like she's amazing.
Yeah,
like
she's
Hell yeah.
awesome.
She's a hustler, straight up. Like is
She's
she
that
able
way.
to sell alcohol at all, or is she
Yeah.
just like I'm
Yeah.
just doing fucking food?
No,
Fuck
we
it.
were
she's
there.
able to
Sell
sell,
drinks
sell
to go,
alcohol.
dude.
Yeah, she's able to
Yeah.
sell alcohol, and she's able to sell food. But she like revamped her entire kitchen and
She
was
updated.
like, "Fuck this! Like if I can't get money, because margins on booze is like crazy good. So when that is
And
taken from you, she just adapts. She's the most adaptable person I've ever
Yeah,
met.
she's a hustler. Like
She's a sturdy person, and that's how you have to be in this.
we got a lot of local homies and friends that have businesses, and either they're going to fucking thrive or they're gonna go under and lose all their shit, and it's sink or swim right now. And some people they're not gonna make it, and people like Candace are like, "Fuck that shit, we're gonna make
Yeah.
something happen."
And
like,
she's
I'm
got
a
some
cone
good
of
burgers.
stout.
Like one time, me and Sarah went there, and we ordered. I think we ordered like almost every burger on the menu. But we do like to go places and order the whole ass menu.
We do.
That's our thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, whole ass menu, girl.
What, y'all
One
just-
time we
y'all
did
just
it at-
bring it home, or
No, we.
no,
I,
we sit down and eat.
she
Eat the
takes
whole
one bite
thing.
of everything, and then I eat 47 cheeseburgers, which is how much I got this pig. No, but she has some amazing
She does
things there.
She's got
that-
the WAP,
oh,
the warm ass pretzel.
and she's what's? I thought you were talking about the macaroni cheeseburger. That should be called
That
the
one
Whop.
was bomb too.
We want someone to
Oh.
name a cheeseburger after us. We really want a +1 burger. She's like working. She might do a +1
way.
burger that's like this big.
TJ made
Oh,
me
yeah.
All the meat.
TJ made me a motherfucking bacon cheeseburger before we
Today.
podcasted.
Aww.
It was the TJ.
So knowing
it was
that
the TJ burger.
she
you know
was-
what I
It was
mean?
like
So,
in honor
yeah.
of the burger goddess.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
gonna bring like
alien
all
burger
beef
queen.
things.
What?
Decided not to.
We
We
were
got a
gonna.
little too drunk in the middle
I
of
took
the
a nap.
afternoon today.
Well,
How do
after
you-
the incident, we
How
got
do you
drunk.
like
I
your
took-
burger? Like what kind of condiments and toppings do you like on it?
Oh,
So
I was like, I'll tell you right now.
whenever I tell people that I'm
I mean,
Whenever
for
I
both
tell-
of y'all, fuck.
Whenever I tell people that I'm obsessed with burgers and I like we have a burger living room downstairs, like I've collected burger things. I'm like really obsessed with burgers.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't ask me my favorite burger unless you want to talk for 20 minutes.
Do you
Because
have
there's categories.
like a burger phone like Juno?
I have a burger phone. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you been to Killer Burger in
I have a
Portland?
burger phone. I have a
the
burger
peanut
wallet.
butter
I have a
double
burger jacket. I have burger
God.
outfits.
That sounds
I'm ready for that 20-minute
So
conversation. What's the
favorite
best burger in
My
Spokane?
favorite burger right now is Wooden City. They have a mushroom.
The fancy burger.
The fancy burger
yeah.
at Wooden City. Yeah, that's my favorite burger right now. I cried the first time I had one. So
Really?
good. Yeah, and the second time I had one, I cried too, but just one tear because I knew it was going to be good. But, like it was still really good.
I was the first person to order the whole entire happy hour menu at
And
Woodland
that's
City.
a
What?
whole podcast.
I was like,
well,
give me all
someone
that
bought it for her.
I mean,
This
You ordered the whole
How-
thing. If
how much
somebody's gonna
was it?
buy That's what
it
you
was
do.
only $48.
it was the happy hour.
Don't even
menu.
talk to me if
Plus
you can't
tip.
come off $48. What the fuck?
Plus tip.
Yeah, Wooden City's good.
And cocktails.
Wooden City is amazing. But there's other burger categories. There's I think that there's meat to bun ratio is really important. Best quality meat's really important. Every
That's
time I-
always
not to laugh
meat to
every time.
Every time I
meat
talk
to
about
bun's
meat to
always
bun ratio,
important.
because sometimes you got a really good burger, but then the bun's not there.
Right.
I told you, people laugh at me every time I try to talk. But this is a serious
she'll
business.
be
for me.
recording herself.
I
taking a-
appreciate this science right here.
Hey, meat to bun ratio is important in real life
It
too,
makes
not just
me
hamburgers.
Really happy.
I know.
mean, yeah.
Like
Okay,
if you
But
can't
when's
fill
the
up
last-
the buns with your meat, you should just pack up and go home.
I want a firm bun. I don't want a bunch of sauce and then a squishy bun. It still could be good. Like Durkin's has a really good
no,
burger.
I like it wet and squishy. I don't know. It sounds great.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm talking about burgers in a very wholesome conversation.
That's a wet ass burger.
Oh my god.
What do your door knockers say in the middle?
my earrings. I
I was like, what are we talking about here?
I
'Cause
thought you were
there's-
talking about her hands. What the fuck did you say?
Is it
I
the
have-
soft
Did you
pretzels?
tattoo?
Yeah, no, I have custom made earrings on. They're bamboo and they say soft pretzels.
Oh, what?
Is that the WAP you were talking about?
Yeah,
She
I
loves
had
pretzels.
these.
It was enough to make some
Juggaboos
custom
and door
earrings.
knockers.
Well, it's what's crazy is
We
that
love-
I have always wanted these earrings that said soft pretzels, and when I ordered my other earrings, those earrings say "feed me," and they're just like this. They just
I know,
say
I wish
"feed
I would've
me"
worn
in
those
Old
to match.
English across. And then I've always said soft pretzels is too long, so I couldn't get that. And then my dear friend, Ashley, she ordered these and sent them to my house. So
That's a great friend
Yo.
right there.
it just shows if you complain about something enough, someone will shut you up.
Well, I think since
Fresh.
people know
Thank
that
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
people know that Sarah
I'm
loves
hungry.
food and that I love burgers, so people send us a lot of interesting people
Yeah.
send me burger things or all the time.
Or actual food to our house. That's really fun.
People
too.
send us food to our house. It's like we open the
really
door and
nice.
someone sent food.
or to our Venmo. Our Venmo.
Y'all
is
got better
edible
fans than we
planties.
got. Hey, who want to send some fucking food on over here?
For real? What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Like, hey, they be sending food, vodka.
Yeah, it's barbecue.
And then, can I get some fucking beer and a bag of cheeseburgers?
Okay, man.
That happened. One time someone sent us a bag of, we thought it was margaritas, and we were drinking it. We're like, we're so drunk. And then it turned out it was just lemonade.
Strawberry lemon.
Strawberry lemonade, and it wasn't even, there was no alcohol in that shit. They're like, that was from Denny's. There was
disappointing
no
as
alcohol.
fuck.
They have a place in Pullman that delivers warm cookies until 3 a.m.
They have that here.
What?
They have it
Sarah,
here.
what is it?
They're-
Get it. We
I
need
was like,
that
no
now.
way. Because I went down there to do some research on Wednesday, and I drove by that shit. Like, that wasn't here when I went to school here. Like,
Do y'all ever question if, you get drinks or food or whatnot, that the intentions of the person sending them to y'all, it's like the food's okay, it ain't have nothing funky
Well,
in
it's
it or anything?
Nah, because they order it through Uber Eats.
It's
They
through-
don't have anything.
Oh,
to-
got you. That's smart.
But in a real life situation,
Right.
yes, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
most definitely.
Like,
be-
Jerry just brought us some food. You better smell that shit first.
Yeah, for real.
We're not having food you brought from your home,
You're
bruh.
like, oh, it's.
We're not getting
it's
drugged
fettuccine
today.
Well, I was just
Alfredo.
wondering if
we
one
may
of
want to
these-
get drugged sometimes, but we're not
I
getting
just
drugged
wonder
on
if
your
one of these-
lasagna.
One of these dudes stopped by and picked it up and was like, "I'm gonna bring it by your house where you guys live."
That happened to me one time, actually. Some guy figured out where I worked, and he came over with a coffee that he made from home for me. And he came to my fashion
I
job.
would smack that shit out of his
Yeah, I'm-
You haven't heard this story. He actually
I
showed
ain't
up.
drinking that shit.
Yeah, he showed up
Hell
on a
no.
BMX bike with tattoos all over him. He's like, I saw you on Tinder, and I happen to know that you work here because I I live in this neighborhood, and he was like on a BMX bike, and he had like a homemade coffee and like
Stalker.
and he was like,
Why?
please drink this, and I was like,
Why?
I've had. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is very kind. Please
You're
leave.
like, sure, I'd
Like
love
in
to
my
drink
boring
that.
ass life, that sounds kind of exciting.
It is exciting. We have things to talk
someone
about.
pulls up on a bike. I've been following you, Michael. And I'm like,
What, do you
Hi.
guys just do Tinder? Do you guys do Bumble also?
Our fucking Tinder got.
They erased our
They
Tinder. They
banned
thought
our
we weren't
Tinder.
real.
Man.
They didn't believe we were real.
When I was in Phoenix, I got
banned us.
X'd off of OnlyCupid, because I would tell the trans dudes like, hey bro, it said man looking for a woman, not looking. They should make a trans feature because I feel like there is people looking for
I
that.
think they
How
should
do you
make a
guys
lot
feel
of
about
extra-
that? Can I ask that question?
I think
Because
yes, you can.
That's why I
And
got
I
kicked
will.
off of there because it's like, yo, I don't want to go. Like, dude, you can't
And
trick
that's-
me. Like, I can see that. You know what I mean? Like, don't.
They're not gonna trick you. Any guy that says, "Oh, I was tricked,"
What I
Yeah.
want, I can
No,
make.
no, I mean to showing
you were
up to a
tricked, and he's
date.
down there like, "Oh,
No, to showing.
I get what you're saying.
to
They're saying
showing
I'm
up
a
to
woman,
date,
and
yeah,
then-
and I'm
but-
like, you look like a dude.
So what
you
I
know
want
what
to
I mean?
say
that's
is
fucked up."
what
Yeah.
I want to
Also,
say
how
is
did you not
It-
tell?
No, because they can send you
Sure.
messages. They can send you messages on OnlyCupid, and that's how I would respond. I said, hey. Isn't
it okay, Cupid?
You
It's cool you
sound
think I'm
mad.
hot. It's cool you think I'm hot, but dude, I'm looking for a pussy. You know what I mean?
so.
What if he has a pussy though?
But he doesn't.
Because sometimes they be having a pussy,
But
so
that's-
really that's all
that's-
you want. You
but
know,
that's-
that one is that
I
one
think
isn't.
I
But
think
that's why
Caitlyn
they
Jenner
kicked
got
it
a
off.
pussy.
What I want to say is,
sure
I have
does.
known.
Yeah.
I just want to do another unexpected
By the
side of
best,
this.
I'm sure.
I have known quite a few women that happen to be a little bit more masculine looking, that are like by this whole transgender thing really hurt by it because they happen to be a little more masculine. They're telling abroad shows, people are like, "Are you a dude?" And then she wasn't, and now
well,
you
that's
fucked
when she's
yourself
supposed
over.
to act
She
like
might
that
be a
girl
very
from
nice
Waiting.
woman that makes amazing
Listen,
meals and
sister.
would have like been good in bed. You don't know. Don't judge a book by its cover, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and also the trans men or the trans women, I guess, men to women, they are afraid of. They don't want to be in a situation where a man at the end of the night finds out they're not a woman,
Yeah,
because that
that's
puts them
fucking
in danger.
terrifying, yeah.
So they will
The
say,
last thing they
Yeah.
want to
Yeah,
do.
they will say-
not for you. It's
Well,
scary
'cause
for
they're
them.
yeah.
Well, dude,
So it's okay. Just let
And I'm
them.
not, because I'm not mad at them. I'm like, dude, to each their own. If that's what floats your boat, dude, do that. I just feel like they should have a feature
Yeah.
on the app
For
that says,
just queer
'cause-
people or
well,
whatever, or
well,
gay
because
people.
there's certain guys who are looking for that thing. You know what I mean?
That's
Well,
true.
And
And that's the
it's
thing is those guys, a lot of guys that there's a
yeah.
lot of straight guys
that will still look
Yo.
for that thing.
and they will put
And the-
up on their
I-
Tinder or whatever
I
that they're
100%.
looking for a woman, and then when a
They see
trans
that.
woman slides in their DM, they're like,
This is what I was actually looking
Yo,
for.
Kane,
That's true.
I have
100%.
it's a close family friend who is transgender, and her whole thing is turning out straight dudes.
"Oh yeah,
Like
I have
the-
so many gay friends that only fuck straight guys.
like the hardest,
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, they love
I
that
won't
shit.
name names because
Oh, my
you
God.
I
know
kinda
some of the
get it.
people
They
that
like it. They're
she has
pretty
turned out.
Damn, really?
You know
Yeah.
some of the people. I think
Okay,
Sarah, she went to Shaw before she was she.
Wow. Okay. So
So
I kind of get it. That makes them feel powerful, and I kind
well,
of get
dude,
that. I kind of get that wanting to feel powerful. Like
I
that.
had some.
Fuck
I
yeah,
had
you'd
some
be lucky
friends
to have a
like
pussy.
some of these
Shit's
tough
amazing.
I bet it is.
You know, I
tough
knew-
gangster dudes in Spokane. She was turning them out, sucking them off on video and telling them, "Yo, I got video of me sucking so and so's dick," and then blah, blah, and I have another homeboy who got in
Power.
the car
Power.
with her. And the homie said, he said, "Yo, I'm riding out with this chick, but I think it might be a dude." And the homie went out and he's like, "Oh, I know who that is," and called her by her real name. And he still got in the car and dipped out. And he says,
course.
"Yeah, bro, that's a dude." And he's like, "Oh yeah, we just hung out." And we're like, "Shut the fuck
Oh.
up."
I'm sure you did hang out. I'm
and
sure
y'all
everything
just
was
smoked.
hanging out.
man,
All your shit was out.
Ain't no shame in my game. I'm into what I'm into, but I'm
Yeah.
not into that. And
Well,
so,
and that's fine.
And I
Yeah,
got kicked
that's
off
fair.
of OnlyCupid for that. So my original question was, are you guys on Bumble? Do you guys dig that one?
I don't
Because
have Bumble.
When I was in
We-
Arizona, I'm in a relationship right now. I love my old lady. but I went through the whole dating app process for a year and a half
Dude,
when I
dating
was in
sucks.
Arizona, and it was.
I don't think it sucks. I think
Dating
it's
is
fun and
bullshit.
nice.
Yeah, man.
Well, I think people have different experiences with dating because
Well-
I will say, like, Sarah gets weird shit, but people are just really nice to me.
Yeah,
like, I've
guys
never
jump
gotten
in
a
my
dick
fucking
pic.
anytime, they're like,
Well,
People are
it's-
just really nice to me.
But
No,
it's-
no one's
it's-
ever been mean
but
to me.
Send pictures of it?
Bumble,
I'm a
is
nice
Bumble relevant here in Spokane like it was in Arizona? Is
Yeah.
Bumble a legit?
But I have heard that
Audrey, have you still not got a dick pic since the show?
never.
Yeah.
Dude,
Men
I
are
got
very
one- I
kind
got
to
one
me. Men are
today.
not gross to
Oh
me.
my god.
Well, do they ask
weird.
first,
That's
or
so
is it
fuck
just
no,
like,
they
here,
don't ask.
look at my dick?
Dude, it's so shocking.
Have you ever got a
Every
dick
time.
picture that you wanted?
Well, of course she has.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay,
What if
cool.
She's like, send me.
So,
some-
so
send
you're
me-
unsolicited to wanted dick pictures. What's the ratio there?
way more unsolicited.
We talked about this on one of our
Like
episodes. This guy, you
100
guys.
to 1, 1,000 to 1, 10 to 1.
What was the episode
Just
with
pick a
Rugged
really,
Randy?
really, really fucking Snoop Dogg.
But you ain't got none.
I've never. You guys, I
Dude, I
think
got
that-
one today.
So-
people send me dick pics, and they have absolutely no reason to think ever that they should ever A, take a picture,
Never happened
B,
to me.
send it to anyone, or C, send it to me unsolicited.
Unless
like,
you ask, right?
bro, someone.
Hey, I was
someone's dick take a hard
never
right,
happened.
and he just look at this. I'm like,
Control Alt Delete. Hey,
the fuck,
I
man?
I was fucking around, and she's like, "You motherfuckers better stop hitting me up and asking me what's up with my homegirl Audrey." So I was like, I'm just gonna fuck her. I was like, "Yo, Sarah, how you doing? What's going on?"
Yeah, Sarah hate. Okay,
And
so you
she's
guys,
like,
we have a
she's like,
problem.
nothing. I'm just hanging out, and I'm like,
hey,
so,
I'm always happy to
what's
hear
up with
from
your
you."
friend Audrey? She's like, you little motherfucker.
You guys, I want you to know that when me and Sarah first started hanging out and she like worked at this bar, I would go there to see her, and then her, and also with the podcast, her inbox would blow up and people were like, "Oh my God, do you really live with Audrey?" And Sarah's like, "Yeah, she poops and everything. She's a real person." And they're like, and then it's like, "Is Audrey your roommate?" And like people just like are constantly in her inbox, and it's kind
even
of
guys that used to holler at me, and that's what pisses me off so bad. Like
It
you
pisses me
holler
off
at
'cause
me,
they're
and
making
I
me-
completely ghost you, and they're like, "How you doing? How you been?" I'm like,
How's Audrey?
pretty good.
Do you ever
I
have to
guess.
play
How are you?"
matchmaker for her?
Well, the thing is that like it makes me feel really small when
No.
people.
They don't ever like Audrey. What's up with Sarah?
One time, the fetal crying fetal boy.
The fetal guy. Oh, and the pederast.
We have very mean names for
The-
people,
the
you guys.
fetal- the fetal
Pederast,
cry
and yeah,
and-
two
What's
times.
What's a pederass?
He kept
Every
touching her
time
butt,
he
and we
comes
call him
in to see
pederast
me,
now.
comes
He
in and
knows.
goes on my ass when he sees me.
And
I'm
I was like, "Hey,
okay.
my friend is no okay," but it makes.
He's extremely attractive.
He's
too,
very
so I'm like,
cute.
you
It
got
ma-
all kinds of shit.
But no, it makes me feel small when people are like have to talk to her to try to talk to me, and she's like, if you can't even ask her out on a date, you're not going to be able to handle dating
real,
her. If
take
you
your
got to
little
ask
baby
me,
dick outta
like
here.
she was literally here 5 minutes ago, and you got scared and ran out of the bar.
Yeah.
Now you're messaging me like,
Hey, you
"How's
should hook me
Audrey?"
up with your friend. I'm like, why? So you can disappoint her? You fucking loser. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man.
Sarah will kill
can-
everyone that does anything.
Can you explain how your Tinder got shut down? The new one you started?
we
had it
we
for,
started
like,
a
3
plus one
days.
Tinder, and we're like, hey,
It probably didn't help that I just hit like on every single one. I was just like, right,
And what was the
right.
You matched with.
Dude,
the point
Is
of
that
the
the same
Tinder.
thing?
that God explained to me. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you then you can just
Like everybody.
delete everything
Well,
that you
because
don't like
our,
after that.
well, yeah, and our
We're trying to
Tinder
help people.
was very
it wasn't just
clear.
us.
Like,
yeah.
we're not trying to date you.
This
we
was
the
wanna
necessarily.
matchmaking, right?
the weird shit that's going on.
I
in your
want to do
relationship.
matchmaking. Like I've been doing man makeovers. I've been doing some shit. I've been helping people.
What can you do for
And-
this guy over here?
What do you mean?
We're trying to get P a nice lady so he could settle down.
Dude, I can
He's
totally
he's a
help
very
him.
he's a very eligible bachelor
his-
You
for
are
real.
handsome.
He's cute. Look at him. He's got.
I
yeah.
know. Look, he's a little bit shy. We like
We're-
him scared. What's up?
Oh my god.
well, his problem is
Sarah's like Audrey likes him a little
killed me.
scared.
I'm saying we're like a shark, man. We smell a little bit.
gotcha.
To be honest, you guys, I've been doing this thing where I meet guys and I'm like, I think you'd look better without.
I heard he
beard
sung
and
like a
mustache.
horse though.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem.
You know
His-
what? I've seen a lot of them. Just let me see.
Maybe just.
Oh my god.
I feel like
You've seen one. You've seen them all. I've seen motherfuckers I don't even want to see. So this will be refreshing.
I think get rid of the mustache. I say lose the mustache. I say lose the mustache.
Really?
So
Yeah.
far, TJ.
Wait,
Keep
what do
the
you mean?
beard. I say keep.
I like how quiet you're being.
I say keep the beard, lose the mustache.
Really?
But I've been doing a thing where I'm like super into making people get rid of their beard or mustache, and then sometimes they're like, "No, that looks way worse." I'm sorry.
Have you
So I-
gotten any of the shaved beards for you yet?
No,
Several. No, people have. Oh, not
No,
on the
the before
podcast.
and
I
after.
have, but not on the podcast.
Well, because that's
page.
the last one I heard. Is
Our last episode,
I
it
almost
just
got my cousin to do it. He was listening to it with me, and I was like,
is he
Well,
cute?
you
and
have
he was
one.
like-
Why don't you just do yours?
No, he.
"No,
That's
this
cute.
is my, yeah."
That's a good beard.
But
I approve of that
I was
beard.
I tried to
'cause
get him
he-
to grow his hair one time.
Well, he's in love with he's in love with y'all. So when he's listening, he's like, "Oh, God."
Can he just
I wanna see
please
that.
post
He
on
wants
there?
to come
Whoever,
by,
what's his
and I was-
name?
Well, if he's really
Please-
in love with
please
us, he'll
message
shave his
us.
beard. Hello.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, "Will you shave your beard for her?"
What's
and
his
he's
name?
like, "His name's Joe."
Oh, Joe,
Oh,
shave the beard. Do a before and after beard picture for me.
What was
Will
the
you?
what was the bet that I was trying to ask you the one time? I was like, "Yo, TJ, you grow your hair and I'll do something." He's like, "Yeah, it ain't ever gonna happen."
Yeah, I will not shave this, and I won't grow this. It's just not gonna happen.
But I think, yeah, your beard is fine. But there's people that have beards that are looking like motherfucking 12 pubes grown on their glued to their face, and we're not into it.
Game is whack as fuck.
He's like, "Are
I
you
know he's
talking
gonna
about
say
me?"
anything.
I'm at the end of a work week right
No, it's
now.
fine. No,
like
I'm not
yours.
judging. You guys are all
Don't
uncomfortable
listen.
right now, and it's
I'm
really
big,
giving me
man.
And are
life.
those dimples? I can't see that far.
That's what
but-
I'm saying. You don't. If you have a beard, it covers dimples. Ladies
So-
like dimples.
My man don't listen to this podcast, was it?
So, like my routine,
Typical. I love you.
go caveman for 2 or 3 months, and then clean up, and then just go caveman till it's time to clean up again.
Well,
Like,
that's
I
good
just-
because then you have like
I don't-
you
know
change
what
it
I
up.
Changes
Yeah.
every
You just
day.
go caveman in the winter.
mean? Yeah, and it
With your
is.
face
It's
warm.
called caveman out, man. Who fucking cares what?
Well,
look
I
like?
think that it's good to
You
have
know your beard
variety.
ain't keeping you warm. Don't sit over here and laugh.
It's when it starts
For the
dipping.
winter. Are we in
barely
Alaska?
block a breeze. And a tiny little. He's like,
It's because it's white, man. It's getting thicker. You know what I mean? But
It's you gotta
But
take some
TJ
vitamins. You gotta
knows.
take. Is there a beard road
hair
like
vitamins or
makes the
something?
beard?
I had to.
Is there? I
to-
gotta
They got-
try it. I just
I don't
keep
know
my
if they
shit.
work, but
Yeah,
they got
just
all those commercials
trims.
for the
Yeah.
oils and shit. Yeah,
I don't think that beards are just necessarily better. I think that a lot of people look better without beards, but
Right.
beards are like trending, and it's like a lot of people just have no business having a
Oh,
beard. And I want to know what you look like under there, so I'm gonna be like, hey, shave the beard, and then we'll.
I'm
then I just
not.
wanna
I'm
see.
not about trends. I'm just. I don't.
Do you
give
guys
a
watch
fuck.
basketball at all?
I'm not.
No. Yeah.
It's a chore.
sports.
Did you just say U.S. basketball?
The only
The only reason I was asking because they're like basketball. What the fuck's
Hey,
basketball? I was like,
I don't watch sports
did y'all
either.
see? You know who James Harden is maybe.
no.
James
Like you want
Harden-
to talk about this, so I'm gonna listen.
So
Got this
just
How can I
just-
validate you here?
just
Let me
just
know.
Google
suit now.
Google James Harden with a beard and without a beard.
Is
and
it a big
and-
difference?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
he
the
looks.
Does he have the
photo.
He's got
nothing
like-
Did he
chin?
look better without or with?
He it looks like he looks better with the
Yeah,
beard.
he's like the most
You gotta
famous
see
beard
the,
in the NBA.
you gotta see the
just
But
type
you
in
guys, I
James
had a-
Harden no beard with beard. That's why.
So I did have a beard makeover recently, and this guy, and if you listen, Did you listen to our latest episode?
Yeah.
About the wizard.
Crying
Dude,
Ryan.
No, with the wizard. The wizard. This guy, the wizard. He had a. We just give code names to men because like you don't get a name, you got to earn a name. You're not
Right.
gonna get a name. I'm not gonna make my friends remember your name. You might be gone next week. So and vice versa.
And then when she tells me their real name, I'm like, ew, don't
We're
use
just-
his real name with me. What the fuck?
like Sarah has a person in her
Motherfucker
life,
don't
and
have no
I
name in my house.
still call
The
him.
wizard.
I still call her man that's been around for a while, Hot Tub Taco Man. I'm like, you ain't got a name. Like Hot Taco Man. That's what I
heard
call.
of
Hot
this
tub
guy.
taco.
I
Man.
introduced him as Hot Tub Taco Man. Like,
Well,
this
he
is the
invited
podcast.
me and my friend over, and we fucking ate a bunch of Molly, and he made us tacos and let
Went
us
in the
get
hot
in his
tub.
hot tub.
So now he's forever
What
Hot Tub
about
Taco
acid?
Man.
You do acid?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Look at that.
man.
Hell yeah.
Can I can't do it on the 6th, but can I recruit you for the Acid Trip podcast?
Yes.
Oh yes, I'm
gonna
coming
be in
too. We're
Well,
coming.
it's gonna
on the
be-
6th.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, no, because I got to postpone it anyway, but it's going to be a 6 to 8
Like,
hour.
what's happening? I almost boofed some Molly before
No,
I came
it's
here
gonna
today.
be no. It's legit.
See, I like him.
It's gonna be a 6 to 8 hour episode.
Yes, well, duh.
I want to have at least 2 or 3 screens.
I swear to God,
Nintendo,
you kick me out
movies.
after 2 hours. We are
Well,
not friends
no,
anymore.
no,
No, he's
no,
getting
no.
an Airbnb for the night.
Yeah, but I need just
better.
these guys don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I need someone who understands and is down and can talk for that long about the experience.
Yes.
So-
oh.
No beard. I like the no beard. I like the
I'm-
no
I'ma
beard.
get at
but he
you,
needs
girl.
more hair on the top. If you could transfer that up. No.
Isn't that picture out of control?
But
I'm not sure if I
I'm on
actually
episode
like
You look like my
92
man Beetlejuice,
right
the
now,
Howard Stern
and I
Beetlejuice.
don't want it
Just
to
be
be
Beetlejuice.
episode 100.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got like
not
6 to 8
sure
weeks
if it's-
to make it happen. So
So
if you're
weird.
down, that
I
would
am
be dope.
so
Can we
So
both
weird.
do that?
Can I bring my?
Do what?
Emotional support animal here.
She is probably gonna bring like 30 bodysuits and a
that's
light
cool.
whip.
Wait,
and
is there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are we
It's an
actually gonna
acid
do
party.
it? Oh, dude, I can bear a laser light. I got a whole thing. I'm bringing holographic mirrors. I got 47 wardrobe changes. I got colorful rainbow furs.
Wait, do you guys play Mega
Rainbow
Man?
furs.
Do you play Mega Man?
I
Super
know what that
Nintendo?
is.
Love wardrobe
Mega
changes.
Man?
I will.
Okay, cool.
I just
Oh, yeah.
I just entered into the world of Skyrim the other day.
Oh yeah.
Skyrim's
Skyrim?
beautiful.
Never
heard
played
of
it
it.
You
before.
playing on PS4 or 5 or
Four?
3?
It's one of the
Or
most
three?
beautiful
Fuck, I don't
games.
know. It's my kid's thing, and it was on, and I was like, "What's this?"
It's like
Oh,
outer
I saw
you
space or
post that
something.
on-
How old is your kid?
I have two of them.
I have two too.
Tutu.
Tutu.
Eight,
I remember when you were
and
looking
four.
for the PlayStation.
8
You
and
got
4.
it.
I got it. Yeah, it was tight. I got it from a really good friend of mine that I worked with, and he gifted it to me.
Hell yeah.
It's nice,
People are
That's
nice
dope
to
as
us.
fuck.
and a bunch of taco gift cards.
Where are
For
those?
what
I
place?
want tacos.
I spent them. Do I look like I've
Can
ever skipped
anybody
on some
give us
tacos?
more taco gift cards?
For what place though? What taco place?
Cochinito.
Oh my god, that's the
He gave
best
me
taco place.
$100 in fucking.
Oh, they got those
gift
big
cards.
ass drinks.
Fire ass
There's like
tacos.
Shout out to
So
Cochinito. They have
So
the
good.
best
Shit.
tacos in
Seriously.
Spokane.
The
And
The
I want-
tortillas are
Where
incredible.
is this place?
It's in the valley,
Cochinito.
right?
No, it's
downtown.
downtown.
It is?
Downtown.
They have a
It's right
pig
next
on the
to
outside of their
plaza.
Oh,
building. Yeah,
what's the
Cochinito.
place in the valley? They got the big ass micheladas with
Michoacana.
with
La
with
Michoacana.
yeah, with shrimps and
It's
all that in
called
them.
Cochinitos.
Yeah, you ain't ate there?
No, I've never heard of
It's
it.
good.
Oh my god, you need to go.
It's right by the
Yeah,
plaza,
it's the
right?
dank.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
connected
I-
to it.
I-
It's
Can we
the
do a
old.
I
We need
walked
a
there
whole
to
menu
eat.
there soon.
I
When
only
you're
get
working
mad
at
because I
Cochinito?
want like 8 tacos, but they're
It's
like
a-
So what
$5
time
a
they close?
piece.
They are
should-
expensive.
Let's do
but
a
it's
whole
worth
ass
it.
menu.
I walked
We-
there to eat.
So
I
we
think-
do a whole ass menu crew where we bring a few people with us and we order the whole menu and then we all split the bill.
Oh, that's dope.
And then
The
we
more
spot-
people you bring, it's like $30. And you
Yeah,
just
and also
smash.
it's good for the business and sometimes they give you a discount because we're like, hey,
Yeah.
we're doing the whole menu. We did it at my favorite one we did was
Hogwash.
Hogwash Whiskey Den. We ordered the whole ass menu brunch and the plates kept coming. I swear it was 14 plates of food.
We ate like
between-
35 eggs. Like there was so many fucking
I think I got
eggs.
calamari
down.
tacos there.
Holy
After
shit.
that, I was like wearing a striped dress and I'm like, I'm a motherfucking slug now. Like I'm literally like someone's gonna have to wheel me out.
Yo, that's one of my
That
favorite
place has
things
the,
to do,
the
honestly.
calamari tacos,
It was so
right?
good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I got the calamari tacos in the street corner, but it's not on the cob. It's in like a bowl.
It's in the bowl. Yeah, elote bowl. Yeah.
yeah.
I can't wait to go to Mexico next week.
And I'm depressed about the fact that she's
Yeah,
going
you
to
guys need
Mexico.
to check
I'm
in
gonna
on
be
Audrey.
Home
Feed her.
alone,
Yeah.
and I
She's gonna
don't
lose
do
this
it.
ass. I know you guys seen it.
You guys,
You gonna be back to eating 2 corn dogs a day?
You guys, I'll be eating a can of corn today.
She's gonna
Like,
power throat some corn dogs while I'm gone.
pretty much. Like you guys, I'm not okay without Sarah. I'm,
You like
I'm,
what you see?
Sarah feeds me. Probably. Sarah feeds me, and I'm her emotional support animal. Like I'm like a pet. I'm just like, give me food, and I'll
I just
make you
feed her.
feel better. I'll be
I just
excited when you come home.
dick-shaped food.
Stop.
You're only allowed to eat bananas, corn dogs, popsicles,
That is not true.
cannolis.
Best food.
Sub sandwich.
She has like a secret OnlyFans.
Eat a
just
sub
filming
sandwich. Sub
me
sandwich.
eating.
That's the big giant.
Yeah,
It's the Paul.
it's a test. That's the test.
Oh my god.
This motherfucker earlier messaged. Did you see that shit when he said, "I'm fucking tires"? and he tried to
he's
say,
like,
"Oh,
I'm
I
fucking
meant
tired."
tires." I was like,
yeah, you're fucking
nice
tired.
flex, motherfucker.
Nice to rub
flex.
it in, asshole. You're fucking tired.
Shut up. It's not that big, y'all. Jesus.
I said, what is
I
that?
mean,
a tire? Paul was like, no, it's a cock
wouldn't
ring. You
know.
fucking put.
I like everything I'm hearing so far.
Her eye. I can see it in her eyes. She got a twinkle in her eyes. She's happy.
I mean, I'm not a size queen or anything, but
She keeps saying that, but I found her dildos one time, and
I left him in the shower, you guys.
She
and you should be able
texted
to
me-
trust your roommate to remove
Were
your
they like,
sex toys
were they
from
like
the
mounted
shower.
to the
can I
wall?
tell
and
you
shit?
guys the story? So here's what
It
happened.
has
This
that
is-
option, but
I
it
wanna
was
hear
just
this
laying on
again.
the side.
I want to tell you the story for the people that haven't heard our podcast. So I had only lived with Sarah for like 2 or 3 weeks, and she goes, "Audrey, I need a big favor." And I'm like, "Cool, I'm down. What can I do for you?"
No pun
'Cause
intended.
That's what kind of a person. It was a big ass favor. So I was like, "What can I do for you?" And she's like, "So." Unfortunately, I realized that I left my sex toys out in the bathroom.
I said
and
dildos.
yeah, dildos.
Well, it was
and
one dildo and one vibrator.
anyways, let me so she was like
go everywhere.
she left it out, and she was like, my kids are coming home soon from school, and I don't want them to see what's hanging out on the side of the bathroom and the shower curtains open. Can you get those and hide them? I'm like, you guys, I'm like a purist about sexual things. Like, I don't use any sex toys. I don't do that. I'm like kind of like, I don't know, and I'm expecting to see like some little tiny vibrator, and I walk in and there's a fucking dildo that looks like an erect penis that's as big as my motherfucking arm.
It wasn't
like
that big.
it was,
And she
my
has
arm's
small
tiny.
arms.
Look at my arm, guys, but still, it was that big. Look at my arm. Get a bit. That's what happened.
It wasn't that long.
And I was like, anyway, so I was like, oh my God, I get why you were shielding the children from this. And then I like grab them.
My dildo has balls.
I know, it's a whole ass dick that's as big as my arm. And I was like shocked. So I like hit it. I took it. And then there was another one too. There's like more than one. I was like, oh my God.
It's a
What do I do?
vibrator, and it's waterproof. It's meant to go in there.
She's sponsoring these companies now. Like, if you want a
No,
dick
I'm
as
not,
big as your
because-
arm, www.com, whatever, giant dicks. I don't know. So I grabbed them and I like went downstairs and I tried to put
I
them
just
away.
imagine her just with these two fucking dildos, just like, where do I hide these?
The Mission
my God.
Impossible music's playing in her head.
And it was because they were about to come home at any minute. I'm like, oh my God. And so I like ran downstairs and I hit them in her room. But it was like kind of traumatic for me. Like, this thing was like,
She like threw them in the laundry basket. She was like, "Bah!" And then
Yeah.
she texted me, like, they're in your laundry basket.
I didn't know what to do, you guys. It was like a giant dick with a suction cup on the back. I've never seen anything like that.
You never seen the ones with like fists on the end of them?
No, because I don't
I've
do
never
that.
used
Oh
one
my
of those,
God.
Sarah's
don't
like,
know.
I use real fists.
I-
Excuse you.
I seen some shit.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
But then later that night,
I hid them,
she
and I'm an
actually-
avid sleepwalker. So, like, if I'm traumatized by something, I'm going to be sleepwalking about it. And in my sleep, when I was sleeping, I knew I was sleepwalking, kind of low key, because I had a dream where I was like trying to open bottles of face lotion. Because that day, Sarah's like, "You look dehydrated, bitch. You should use some of my facial lotions." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So then I had a dream,
facial lotions. There's two meanings.
whatever. So then I had a dream.
Just rub it in.
Rub it in hard. So I had a dream that I was like trying to open bottles of like lotion, and I couldn't open them, and then I was like, whatever, and I like put them on underneath a shelf and left the store, and some of them were like oddly phallic. And then the next
In the
day
dream.
in the dream, but the next day when we woke up, Sarah found
No.
she didn't come home. She didn't come home that night.
No,
Well,
I was
you didn't.
alone. I didn't come home that night, but when I came home the next day,
They were
no one was there,
And she
I was
couldn't find
"No,
the
it
sex
sounds
toys."
Nice, my sex toys that I left in the shower. So let me
That
go
I
get
put in
them
the
again
laundry
and
basket.
Try this again,
But
right?
Sleepwalk Audrey had other ideas.
She hid my shit from both of us.
I didn't know where it was.
fuck.
I put them underneath a shelf
like,
because in
this
my
is
dream I'm like,
bullshit.
I'm trying to open lotion that's shaped like dicks. What is this? And they
Like,
were
I
like,
gotta get these away from the children around.
so literally it was underneath one of the shelves,
Like,
one of the shelves
placed, like,
on the floor
perfectly.
next to each other, as though you're putting back 2 bottles of dick-shaped lotion because that's normal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, weird shit just happens to us every day. That's why we have a podcast, guys. Please follow the plus one. If you want to
Plus
hear
one podcast.
more about weird things that happen. Yeah, I've
I'll
been
tell you where my
sleepwalking quite a
dildos
bit, but I haven't went outside or anything, so that's a plus.
So you found the dildos, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she
cool.
found them,
Yeah.
but it was weird. She thought her dad or somebody was like.
I was like,
she thought,
"Please,
did my
God,
kids put them?
no."
She's like, who put these under? She thought the kids. Or
How
somebody
can I
found them.
like confidently place them back inside me,
don't
knowing
know
that
where they
my
were.
kids' hands were on this?
Tiny little hands.
Or if your dad picked it up. What is this?
Yeah, and it's
He knows what it is. Trust me, her dad's a little. He's a little creepy.
God, I
He knows.
hate having my dad as a neighbor, y'all.
He's a little creepy.
My dad
sometimes.
touched this with his hand.
Well, she's crying. But when she
You guys,
found him,
please send me money to Edible Planties on Venmo because I need new dicks.
when she found him under there, she was like, after she looked for him, she's like, where did you put him? I'm like, in the laundry basket. She's like, they're not there. My kids found him. My dad found him. What happened? And then she finds him, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I was sleepwalking, and I did blah, blah, blah.
By
And
the way.
I know I'm new here to this household, but like, I sleepwalk and I move things around, and that's normal. And she's like, well, I'm just glad my children didn't find my arm-sized dick, suction
didn't
cup
say that
dicks.
part.
No, but I'm saying that. That's what you felt in your heart. You were just
Not
like,
that big.
it's as big as my arm, but look how tiny my arm is. It's like an elf-sized arm.
Yeah, your arm is actually kind of tiny.
I'm really tiny. No, I'm not. I was made in a lab, you guys. My head's the same size as my waist. Got tiny little arms, tiny little feet.
I think someone wants to bring us some booze.
We posted, so we dropped a giant bottle of booze on our way
Okay.
here. Who is
I'm
it?
just gonna say,
No. What are you gonna say?
first of all, no, he's not.
Oh,
Not allowed.
And
Sarah's,
I don't like no pussy ass dude. So when dudes are like, "Oh, I really wish I could.
but I'm in my pajama pants. It's like,
Are they the what are the Captain Kangaroo or
No,
I'm
isn't
gonna
that
post
what
it.
a fuck boy is?
I'm gonna post
Yeah,
it
yeah.
on my social media.
Fuckboy is
he just
what?
walking around
What
as
is a
Captain
fuck
Can
boy?
he
Can
rap
you
walking
explain?
around as Captain Kangaroo pajama pants.
Do not wear sweats in public, you guys. We've been talking about this.
Okay,
Unless you're
two
very
kinds of sweat wearers.
Sarah,
True. We had this conversation, so I want to
yeah.
hear you guys' take.
we have
If
a take
you
for
as
sure.
a man look like you're 136 weeks pregnant, leave the sweats at home.
Yeah.
Your belly
Now,
is
if
over your
you-
dick. No one's gonna notice the
Yeah.
thing that's supposed to make the sweatpants look good.
Right. The only thing that makes your sweatpants look good is if your dick is visible.
Yeah.
And if you have something that would be described as a pecker, you can't fucking
Oh
wear
my god!
sweats.
No, this is good enough.
So
right.
You probably could wear sweats.
He does all the time.
Like wearing a
though.
low cut dress. It's like,
Certain ones,
like
you
wearing a
know.
halter top and you ain't got any boobs. Like you look lost. like what is the? Why are those?
sternum? Like what
so
the fuck?
sweatpants
If I
to
get
women
dressed
are
though and it's
essentially.
showing too much, I got to change.
Oh, yeah, you
and,
didn't
like,
see all them posts
I
from the
don't-
females saying
Well, yeah, I
it's
know that
sweatpants
they said it's
season,
sweatpants
like-
season. So, but they're like sweatpants, the man's lingerie. I feel like sweatpants to women is like what leggings are to us.
But some
Like,
people don't look good in
ah.
leggings.
See,
Some girls,
everything-
season.
but some girls wear leggings. And
weather.
if you're a lady and you're in leggings and your ass looks like fucking cottage cheese, maybe you shouldn't be wearing leggings.
Nah,
or you
I
better
say
get some
wear- Well,
control.
I say wear the leggings
Right.
and back that ass up over here because
I
I like
disagree.
your I like your
I
If
disagree.
Sarah's
she's
like,
tucking,
come over
if she's tucking
Show
her
me
back,
some
if she's
real,
tucking her
like,
back ass
with
down
some
there,
stretch marks.
yeah.
if you've
All
got
of
more
it.
than one
Yeah.
butt,
But if
maybe
her no,
not
but
leggings.
if her back ass is going down there and she really is just kind of more back and legs, but she's just pushing the flub down there to make it look like she got booty. I mean,
I don't even care.
and then just push.
I literally love every woman's body, even the natives that don't have no motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
Bring that no ass over here. Bring your spine my way, baby. Bring that shit over here.
Show
I want to
it.
hear you pop.
Hey!
Sarah's like, just bring it.
Sit back and legs, baby, back and legs.
I'm one of those natives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
See?
yeah.
So all your
No,
aunties,
hey,
sisters,
Sarah's like, can
cousins,
I
all
meet
the
your
females.
aunt? Sarah's looking for a sugar
Ain't
mama
one
today.
fucking ass in your whole family,
they're
probably.
out there.
And if there is, it's on a man.
No,
Oh my god!
There's a few. I grew up around quite a few natives, and I've met few native women that have booty, but
Yeah.
generally they're black and native.
Or Mexican.
I'm
There's
just
a
saying.
little
I'm like, she got ass. Like, oh, her dad's half black, and I'm like, oh,
Well,
that's where it came from.
must be the bottom half.
Genetic. Oh my god. That's like when I dated
or
the guy that was
Filipino and native.
black and Asian.
Oh yeah,
I dated a guy who was black and Asian, and it was like he was definitely looked like he had a very small penis, but it was
She
a
preferred
grower,
the
and it
little
was like
ones.
giant. And I was expecting this to be like an Asian sized dick, and then it was like a black.
So it just,
people
like,
dick.
popped out
like,
of
it
the-
was not what I was
At first it
expecting.
was
It's a
just-
grower, not a shower, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm
Big
saying.
time.
But it was
Yeah.
if you're
Big
half
time.
Asian, half
Yeah.
black, it's like that's
It
how
was like
it
she
be.
opened up one of those cans in the spring, just like kept coming.
So was it like?
out.
I'm
so
team
was it-
tiny dick. I am team tiny dick.
Was it
I'm
uncircumcised though? Did it come out of the? Did it was like, oh, I'm coming out of my
like
shell
a can
now.
of biscuits? Like, no, it was circumcised. Not that it's anybody's business, but like I was just
I
like.
just think of
now it's
uncircumcised
everybody's
snail.
Well, you know, like when you're first hanging out with the guy, you kind of reach around, you're like trying to see what you're kind of working with before you like make any kind of commitments. And he asked me to be his girlfriend before we ever like even had any sexual thing. And I'm like, okay, it's pretty small, like this is gonna be okay. And then all of a sudden, that dick hulked out. I was like, oh my god, I'm not okay. This is not what I was.
You was trying to get away and shit. Then
This is not.
I would have been like,
I gotta back away from the wall.
I actually said I don't think this is gonna work. I think I need to go home. Like I'm not sure about this at all. Like I'm gonna do the best I can, guys.
You didn't make fun. You didn't make fun of him first. Like he's got a baby dick, and then you whipped it out, and you're like, I can't handle that dick no more. What the fuck's going on?
yeah.
Why would I make? If
I'm just wondering.
Not everybody's into big dicks. Just like some guys aren't into giant boobs. Some guys are into small boobs. Like everything is. Well,
Every guy that says he's not into big boobs, I'm like,
I know. We're like, are you now?
is that right?
Have you? Yeah. Like guys that are like, I'm,
joke.
me and Sarah, guys that are like, I'm not a boob guy. I'm like, well, you are now. So
Would you get a look at these motherfuckers?
wait till you see what we got up there.
So can I backtrack just a little bit? How
Yes,
did
please.
you
Yes,
two
please stop
meet?
us.
Oh, we met. Well,
We don't know what we're saying, but you better believe we're not shutting up.
and also we're not sorry.
Well, we have no time limits on this show,
Good.
so
I'm
So
saying-
so
we have
we met.
so much to talk
so
about.
we
That's true.
so we met originally. She says I'm gonna tell you how I remember meeting her, and then she's gonna tell you her because I don't remember. I know she said she came into I work in one of my jobs is in fashion. I'm an art teacher and artist, professional artist. Shout out to Wiley's. My art is up there right now. And also
Yes.
shout out to Pino's Palette. I'm an art teacher at Pino's Palette. I do
Oh,
like
yeah.
stand-up
Right,
comedy
man.
and
Oh, that
art
place is
teaching
tight.
classes
Oh, dope.
downtown.
Like,
yeah.
so you-
and I've
Okay.
seen your work on your
Thank
pages,
you.
and it's so I love it. I love to look at it. It's
Thank
great.
you.
I feel
Yeah.
the most blessed out of everyone because watching her create is like magical.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who are artists, and they say like, look. And so when I first saw your first video, I think it was on your IG highlights or something, and it said painting, and I was like, oh God, here we go. But no,
gonna be some
it was
bullshit.
amazing. I was like, oh shit. So I went to go look.
There
at a
are
lot.
some
It was-
people like I kind of am uptight about that. People like I'm an artist. I'm like, well, it says artist on my taxes. Like I'm actually an artist. I'm an art
Yeah.
teacher. I'm an artist, and I have a job one day a week at like a vintage fashion place, which is like my hobby job.
Mm-hmm.
But Sarah came in there.
Hobby jobby.
Yeah, hobby jobby. Whatever, I'm a workaholic, whatever. But Sarah came in there, and that's when she remembers meeting me the first time. That I remember following. We were friends on social media, and I feel like drunkenly invited me to a Christmas party because one of her friends had a crush on me or something, and I showed
We're
up.
both kind of like Spokane celebrities.
We're kind of like
in our
Spokane
own,
famous, and I'm like,
so
okay.
it's like
And I'm like a vampire. I'm like, if you invite me, I'll probably show up. And so
late and disheveled. I love it.
and hot, but whatever. So I showed up, the palest person in the room. So I showed up, and it was like some Christmas party that, like, it was a big ass Christmas party at like some
It was at
venue that
Satori
they rented out at
headquarters.
Satori, and she was
Oh,
in a
yeah, those
sexy.
are fun.
She was
Fuck,
in
it
a
was
Santa baby outfit. She was in like a little sexy.
I
Santa
was the
outfit.
bartender in a sexy Santa suit.
She
Yeah,
was,
it
and I showed up, and right when I got there, I got off of work at my art teaching job because it's like a paint and sip, and it was like late at night. Everyone was already fucked up because she was bartending at her private event, and so everyone was fucked up. So when I got there, I was
I
like,
cut
well,
one guy off. It was
so
awesome.
yeah. So when I got there, everyone was way too fucked up, and all these guys were hitting on me, and they're like, Sarah Thorpe told us you were coming, and I was like a little bit overwhelmed at the
I
time.
also hate when people use my first and last name.
Me
like
too.
that.
So yeah, they're like, she told us you were coming, whatever, and I was like, okay, well, I got to get out of here. So I did my go-to move, which is I just go place. I will like come. I will like if you invite me, I will show up, but I'll just randomly leave at any point, and I will never say goodbye, which is what I did about 10 minutes after I showed up at this party.
I'll just straight the fuck up ghost you.
Yeah,
I won't
I
even
left.
show up to your.
But then the next day, she had a group thread with
I'll
like
just smoke a blunt and be like, I hope he knows I'm not coming.
Wait,
pretty much. So at the
I can pass you that if you want. If you're
I'm
trying to
always
hit that.
down. Yes, I mean I'm.
so anyway, so basically
I
what
would
happened
hand you
was
some whiskey, but I dropped it outside.
she the next day. This is where we
If
really
you want me
bonded.
to roll you a fresh one, I can do that too.
Oh no, I'm from Hilliard. This will
Okay,
do.
Good enough.
Oh shit!
As she burns
real one.
herself. She invited me.
Sarah's a real one.
She invited me the next day to like they had like she just tagged a bunch of people that she was social media friends with, like, oh, we're doing a cleanup party for this wild ass Christmas party that we had, and I showed up the next day at 8 a.m. I don't know why, I was just like, I just feel like I'm gonna clean up the party, even though I was only there for 10 minutes. So I showed up at 8 a.m. in giant ass platforms and a mini dress, and I'm like, I'm here to clean up the party, guys. And Sarah was like, yes,
I looked her
she's
up
a
and down, I
cool
was
bitch.
like,
Yeah,
Can I rate
and
it
I
as a
worked
real
for
one?
hours cleaning up that party, and then we were friends after that. We're just friends now.
Anytime I meet some cool new people and I know they're doing any kind of production, I'm like, hey, if you need extra bodies, holler at your boy.
Yeah.
And most times they'll be like, yo, can you come too? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, fuck, he's cool. He showed up. He did work, man. Let's fuck with him. You know what I mean?
Yes, it
works
says
out
something
that
about
way,
people
you know
that
what I mean?
care about just showing up, just be, yeah.
Well,
but yeah,
that's a big
Yo.
part of networking too. Is just being there.
Let
Ooh,
me
what do you
let
have
me
that
let,
looks
let
like
me
whiskey?
backtrack before I forget, fellas. I was thinking of some shit earlier because I know several people that are great artists and painters and whatnot, and I wanted to get some art for our studio space,
Game.
but just
Balance.
just for perspective, what Do you sell your pieces?
I do.
100%.
So I've been in. I moved.
Oh yeah, we
so
need to get one. For
Yeah.
us.
we got to talk about. I'm
And
gonna do
also-
a quick thing.
Also, album art. Also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I'm going to do a really quick synopsis. So I moved to Spokane when I was 18. I grew up in a village in the woods with like hardly any power, where we killed wild
Where?
animals to
She
stay alive.
killed
What?
animals,
Where?
you guys.
Guys, I can go.
That's
to
crazy.
Where?
So yeah, so
Because I grew up on the res in
A
Labway,
village?
man.
yeah,
You know what
no,
I mean? So-
I'm from nowhere, Idaho. It's like the national forest. It's
Where?
It's called Elk City, Idaho.
Oh, I know where the fuck that's
That's
at.
crazy.
I tagged fish
Yeah.
on Newsom Creek, yo.
Yeah. So I grew up in the woods, and then
Oh,
like
I like to see people get excited about that.
I moved here when I was
that.
18. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the big city. I'm gonna be an artist, and I came here. But yeah, so I've done. I do an art show every month. This last show that I just did at Wiley's was my 46th art show.
Oh,
that I've
damn.
done since I was 18. I'm 31. Yeah. So I do a
Legit.
show almost every other month or every couple of months, and
You
then
have more
I sell
art
my
shows.
paintings.
Almost more art shows than presidents.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
could
follow
not.
me on Instagram, you guys. It's obsessed with getting dressed. Just start typing in obsessed. I'll pop up. There's underscores,
I'm
but
filming with my phone. If you can send the links to TJ, we can post them in
yeah,
the
I have 'em.
description.
Nah,
Okay,
but
cool.
but I was
but
just
it's like space. A lot of my art currently is like space and like spiritual exploration, but it's like surrealist, but in a way that's like things you recognize.
there's an idea I had in my head without consulting with them first, but I'm sure they don't give a fuck because I was talking to somebody who was an artist, and I was like, we should start showcasing artist pieces while we're recording, so they're there. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah, bro.
And like maybe even like do like some bidding on them or something.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
hey,
Yeah, I can paint anything. So if you have an idea,
this is the
anybody
homie's
has
work,
an
and the
idea,
bid
send
starts
it to me.
here.
Yeah.
If you want to buy this piece, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know, or we'll just buy it and just hoard all the art and fucking put it in here
Yeah.
anyway.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Audrey,
Totally down.
Before I say this, will you take? Because this is a new whiskey I just tried.
I
don't wanna
really
be the
like
creepy
this.
guy. It's good.
What is this called?
It's called Warrior. I'm gonna shout them motherfuckers out. I think it's local.
You know what I like about it? It has a
It
little
is.
bit of like a cinnamon.
It is. It says. It
like
says.
a real small hint of it.
Warrior Premium Crafted Bourbon Whiskey, Spokane, USA.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
there's like a little
Veteran owned,
I like
Yeah.
even.
Oh,
Thank you, I
So
really-
the guy at Total Wine recommended that to me, and oh man, he never disappoints. Very good. But-
Veteran owned.
Veteran owned. Oh yeah, but I really like something you were talking about on the show recently about when somebody was talking about where do you get your inspiration for your art, and you're like,
she's a purist.
yeah, I really enjoy selfie time.
Hell yeah, I love it.
So who?
my
who's
inspiration
the
for my art
company?
comes from my dreams.
Yeah.
Mostly my dreams.
I love
I don't
that.
like to look at other people's art for inspiration because I feel like that's deludes. I think when you're an artist, I like to believe that like there's some sort of, it comes from the ether and all creators, and some sort of spirit guides you to make what you make. And if you're looking at other people's art, like, oh, I want to make a tree painting, let's Google tree paintings, you're doing it wrong. I don't look at anybody else's art. I have a dream journal and I paint from my dreams, which is why my art is a
I
little
haven't tried
weird.
it
That's
yet.
cool as
Oh, you
fuck.
didn't?
Thank you.
I was reading. She said synopsis. I was reading the synopsis.
No, it's really good.
Basically, it's
I do like it.
made here, and
Made in Spokane. That's fucking dope.
it's got vanilla, toffee, coffee, and
Oh, that's what the cinnamon.
and fruit. It's distilled in small batches, et cetera, et cetera. Liquid Brands Distillery is the company, and is that in Spokane? Has anyone heard of
That
that?
shit is.
I have
bomb.
not.
If we haven't heard of it, they need our help.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey,
I-
Kane,
well,
will
I'm
you
about to
show that
start
to
right
the
now.
camera real quick? Because that's local whiskey. It's Warrior, veteran owned.
Sorry, guys, we have to do this.
Oh
It's
shit!
okay.
Let me see that.
It's good.
Oh,
It's
Sarah,
sweet.
That's a good one.
It's good.
It's good. Yeah, it's.
Oh, were
really-
you reaching for that? Well, I want to show it to my camera first.
I'm sure that people will look at
We
it.
are
yeah.
food and booze promoters here.
Just hold it right there.
Right there.
Just put it right there.
She know exactly what she's doing.
Oh, she has hamburgers on
Do you guys know that Dolly Parton has a famous quote where she's like, figure out who you are and do it on purpose?
Hell yeah.
And if people want to be weird about us because we know who we are and we're doing it on purpose, you can have several seats.
Sit down and then sit all the
We
fucking
know
way
what
down
we
further.
got. We're self-aware. We know.
We just talked. We had a little discussion on the last episode about like being comfortable and honest with yourself,
and
like,
being
that's
comfortable in your own
Yeah,
skin.
that's a huge thing. When you could be yourself, it's
Yeah.
huge, and own it.
That's one of the things that I love so much about Sarah when I met her.
Yeah,
because
go
she's just very authentic. She's one of the most authentic people I've ever met.
Sarah, does anyone here have any idea how long we've known each other?
No.
Because I'm gonna want some more. in a
I
little
don't
bit
think
anyway.
so. I may
TJ,
have
did,
told-
Oh, wait,
did I
you've
take
known
did,
him.
did I give you any idea of how long I've known Sarah for?
I think you said elementary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fifth
Yeah,
grade.
good. That was the whole thing. This
Yeah.
came up all like, in a way, ladies, because of you, I got my cousin's husband came over and insulated that whole wall and the ceiling. He put in a lot of work. Because
It's my fault.
because of this. So Mike here, he says, "Hey, we should get the +1 girls on the show."
It's my fault.
And I said,
I appreciate that.
"Let's
Thanks
do
for
it. That'd
following
be
our
dope."
page,
And he goes,
too.
"Well, I'm a little hesitant about bringing them in the freezing cold garage." And I was like,
We're actually really
Dude, Sarah said that
No,
same
we're
thing.
Great. We're,
"Well, no, it's great
I'm about to take off.
we
But
put
you know
some
what's
work
funny,
in
you guys?
because
On
this
the
is
way
where
here-
it started."
On the way here in the
We
car,
come
Sarah was like,
insulated, guys.
Shout out to Aaron. But shout
Yes,
out to Mike
shout out
for
to
grabbing
Aaron.
The propane.
yeah.
Shout
On the
out
way
to Ken
here
for
in the
grabbing
car,
tank
Sarah
top.
was like, "Oh, I hope it's not cold." And I'm like a vampire, so I'm like, I don't really care. But Sarah's for real. I'm from the woods, you guys. I,
get
do not give a
angry
fuck.
when I'm
But Sarah
cold.
was like, "I was not cold," and I'm like, I feel like it's not going to be.
I don't sound
and then
as witchy as you make me sound.
I'm speaking from her
Murder in
spirit.
Elk City this year.
Yeah. Do you know that's
One?
only? Do you know that's only the second
Just
murder that's
one
ever
murder?
happened? The first murder that's ever happened in Elk City was in 1901 during the Gold Rush, and a guy shot an arrow and it accidentally went past him, but it kind of hit him in the head and it went into the post office, and it's still in the post office.
So it was an
It's a
accidental
Gold
murder?
Rush town.
It was an actual murder. Like
It was an accidental, but
like,
there was an actual murder
some
recently.
old man
Called
died.
manslaughter.
Some old man died.
Like 5
His
years
daughter-
tops.
I'm like,
When there's 70 people in
play
your
it right,
town,
it's
it's
not
a big
gonna
ass
tell
deal.
it.
Can I tell the story? So,
Please, yeah, I know, I heard about this.
So
For real,
some
what
old
the
man
fuck?
died,
5 years.
right, from Elk City, and
Yeah,
his
yeah, I heard
daughter,
my mom sent me a link, right?
his daughter lived
Way
in
less.
Seattle and came out to clean up his house and his property to sell it. And-
Who do you know? The
And it
whole
was like her
backstory?
boyfriend out there in Elk City that
Yeah.
she fucked with when she was out there cleaning it up, killed her. And it was like, damn, man, bummer.
So what's crazy about this town, you guys, is it's like it literally was a
mean,
gold rush
besides
town back
that.
in the day. Well,
Well, dude, what?
There's only been
And it
two
was just
murders in
recent.
100 years?
It was
That's
in
kind of
2020.
amazing.
It was in 2020. So like, I was just like, man, I used to tag fish out there in
mean,
Newsom
that's
Creek when I read the article.
not it.
yeah, we used to. I shouldn't be talking about this, but when I was growing up, we lived. If you're gonna grow up in poverty, living in the woods is a really beautiful experience because you're connected to the earth, and it's like we would shoot grouse,
Yeah.
and I know how to go to deer,
I
and it was
shoot
really
grouse and
beautiful.
eat that man, shake and bake that shit.
Yes,
yo.
they're
Yeah,
amazing.
like, yeah.
I know how to go to deer,
Hell
everything.
yeah,
but like,
dude.
thank you. I'm glad that he knows.
Kill
No one ever knows what I'm
Just
talking about.
cut
Like,
your tongue.
Hell yeah.
I want you guys to know I live with Sarah, and she's she's from the city,
I
and-
grew up fucking Indian. Yo.
So I want you to know I live with Sarah, and she like her little dog is kind of dumb and doesn't act right sometimes, and I like kind of like shake him a little bit, like he's cute, but you don't
nah,
need to
she
be alpha.
grabs him by his ears and looks him dead in his soul and goes,
He listens to me.
one quick time, I was like,
Yeah,
one time
man.
she did it, I was like,
Yo,
did you
get
just
it?
dumb my
He
dog?
listens to me. I've taught him
Bro,
tricks.
did you just...
I
But
speak-
Sarah's always like, she will kill you and eat you.
if
Like
I-
once she was drunk
I
one time,
have a
she's
heart
like,
to heart with him when I'm like,
Oh,
Sarah's
man.
like, Audrey has killed animals.
It doesn't.
before.
It
She
doesn't
has-
matter what kind of animal it is. If I speak my language to it, he fucking understands me. You know what I mean?
that's my
Yeah.
man
Yeah,
Audrey right
like
here.
it just does.
I'm the
You know what I
husband
mean?
in this
Yeah, that's
That's
scenario.
my
crazy.
man with a big swinging dick, Audrey, the right here.
Big titty energy. I don't know. But also, Sarah yells at people at gas stations for me, so it's a very balanced relationship. I'm like, I'll kill the spiders.
I'm
Her
definitely
kids,
not
though, her
scared.
kids are like, they've realized that Audrey kills the spiders in the house, so they're like, they like lie about it. They're like, there's a spider, and I run upstairs, and they're like, it went over there.
Oh, it must be
And I'm
over
like, you guys, there's no motherfucking spider. And it's also 6 a.m. Sit the fuck
Oh my
down. I
God.
was like, no, fine. Like, it's like,
They just want to wake you up because they enjoy your company.
they do, and I
I'm
enjoy
like,
their
"That's
company.
nice
I'm
for
actually
you
also
guys,"
like,
and
I have
shut
good
my
na-
door.
I also have good nanny vibes. I'm like, I enjoy your company too. Let's do an art project together, guys. Like, it's fine. Like, I'll just.
Thank
fine.
God for her, dude. I'm not that mom.
Sarah's like,
I would rather have
I
a
need
house
to have-
husband and just be like, I'm gonna go get this.
I am.
I'm
your house
always the
husband.
person
You have a house
everywhere
husband.
that
just-
disposes of mice. Yo, Mike, go. Go hand- go
Mice
handle
do
that.
freak me out a little bit. I've been a starving
I'm
artist
like,
too
what-
much and
what-
lived in
what-
too many
what-
places.
What,
with
what
mice.
the fuck? You ain't gonna grab that thing and reset the trap? Nah, man, I just pick them up and throw them away. And I'm like, man, you wasted the shit, man. Just dump that motherfucker in the trash and reset
I've
it.
seen
Yeah.
you catch like 14 with one trap.
Oh
before.
my God,
Yeah,
no!
I
I
used to do
see
that
a
in high
mouse.
school.
They said, yeah, we gotta
It's
wait for.
over.
We,
I
we-
think
we
I
gotta
could
wait.
do that.
As
It's
soon as you hear
over.
it go off, Throw them away.
He said, "Nah,
Fucking
man,
set it
we
again.
gotta wait
Catch
for Mike to
another
get to
one.
work so we
You
can
know what I
reset these traps. We got like 4 mice. Man, well, fuck that."
Fuck no, you catch a bunch of them, bro. Yeah.
Oh no.
I lived in an artist loft. I call it an artist loft, but what really happened was when I was 18, I moved to Spokane from the woods. I posted on Craigslist looking for roommates, and 4 dudes in this house that I never met signed me on.
Was his
the
name
lease.
Mark Shirts?
No. They signed me onto the lease.
No.
And then
He said, "What's his name? Mark Shirts." That's the motherfucker that
I know.
got 86 because he ate the rest of your pizza without asking for it.
do you know what happened to Mark Shirts? Okay, side note. I'm gonna stop talking about the rats in my first apartment here. Do you know what happened? So you guys, no hate on Mark Shirts, but here's what happened. So he showed up at
Shout
Pack
out to you,
Ave.
Mark Shirts. Thanks for letting
We
me
love
see
you, Mark. He did our theme
I
song.
love him too.
He's still, he's,
He knows the story
a
because we've
friend.
talked
Well, yeah,
about
if
it.
it's real, we want to hear it.
So here's what happened, you
no,
guys.
he definitely hit
so
me up and was like, "Can I come down to Pack?" And I was like, "Nah, man, you got 86." And he was like, "Oh no."
I just want every
What
man
did
in
I
America.
do?
And okay, so no, that's not what happened. So the actually. No, but listen. So Sarah posted a thing on the Plus One where she was like, "I'm tired of everyone being like, I want to fuck Audrey or I want to go on a date with Audrey and get in my inbox." And he was like, "Who the fuck's Audrey?" And Sarah's like, "She's the reason you got 86 from Brown's edition." Yeah. And he was like, "Wait, what?" And I was
the
like,
whole neighborhood?
No,
"Yeah,
just-
well,
no,
Pack
just-
Ave is the neighborhood, Pack Ave."
Yeah.
But I was like,
Who
"Yeah."
wants to go to the Elk but for lunch? Like, darn, I can't go to the Elk party until
What happened?
8:45 anymore.
What had happened was I was sitting out. There's heaters out back in Pack Ave, but not out front. But I'm a vampire, so I'm like, I don't need these motherfucking heaters. I'm wearing a fur Cookie Monster coat that's like 8 inches deep of fur. So I'm like,
Was it
whatever.
a real Cookie Monster
It's
coat?
true.
Follow me on Instagram. It's obsessed with getting dressed with.
I'm about to now because I want to see that fucking thing.
So yeah, it is. It is. But anyway, so I was like, it was full out back. So I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna drink my shot out front. Wait for my friend to get off at work. I'm here for Sarah. I don't care about anybody else. And then, no offense, everybody else, but like,
Sorry, guys.
Not sorry.
not sorry at all. But so this guy shows up and he's like, he was out back and he got kicked out of out back for being drunk. And then he comes out front and I'm there eating like, you know, I might have been eating half a pizza to myself, but you know, I'm a hungry bitch. That's nobody's business. I can
Yeah.
throw down. So he shows up out front and he's like, "It's really cold out here." And he sits at my table that I'm sitting alone out front and starts
It's
eating my
not any
pizza.
warmer than any other fucking place on the whole ass front
He
patio.
said he
Like,
starts eating my pizza because he got kicked out of the warmed area.
He literally
And
started
He
kind
grabbed
of
my
scraping,
pizza.
like, forward, like, is that a box?
He was like, "It's cold. Your pizza looks warm," and he starts eating my motherfucking pizza. But I was
Oh
nice.
my god.
But
Was
you
his
guys-
name Matt Avey?
No.
Jesus.
You didn't hear who this story's
Mark
about?
Shirts.
Oh, this was Mark.
But you guys, I want you to know I'm very I'm a night. I'm too nice. That's why I hang out with Sarah. So I'm like, okay,
I'm
like
not nice.
Sorry,
Sarah's
Avey.
like, "I will kill you," but I'm like,
I want to own your fucking soul. Like,
yeah, but I'm
I
like,
don't care.
but I'll own your soul in a nice way until I'm done.
He's really nice too, but I thought he might have
he
ate
is-
Mark Shirt's ass one
No,
day.
so he was eating my
Not-
pizza.
Not figuratively,
What'd you
but
say?
literally.
So he was eating my pizza.
Not ate his ass, but
So he was eating my pizza without asking. He's like, "I'm just really cold and that pizza looks warm." And he's eating the pizza and he's on his little motherfucking bike. And then Sarah's like, she comes outside and sees a man eating my pizza. I don't
Oh,
even have
it's
to.
on.
Sarah is always watching.
Literally
What,
like, I'm sorry, what the fuck is
Her-
going on?
oh,
men
it was
in
the
America.
vibes.
Sarah is watching
Picked up.
men, and she's
Spidey
watching.
sense.
Oh, yeah.
And she comes outside, and I was literally waiting for our other friend at the time to come talk to me about some private things. And that friend came up, and she's like, "And I go, there's some shit." And this guy comes, sits at our table, and grabs my pizza, eating my pizza. And then Sarah comes out, and she's like, "Why are you bothering Audrey?" And she's like, you know, and then
It
he's
just
like,
frustrates
so
me.
she kicked
because
it.
the sheer audacity.
He'd
of
already
men,
been
they're just
kicked out of the bar, and
I
he's out
see
here
a
grabbing my
woman
pizza.
who's so undeniably attractive that I'm just
Stop.
gonna throw
It's not even-
everything out the window and be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sit right entirely in your space. Is that pizza? Like, dude, what the fuck?
Honestly, I felt
Yeah,
bad for him because he
no.
got kicked out, but then he was eating my whole ass
He
pizza.
didn't
and I'm
even know he got kicked out.
because he was too drunk. So then he was eating the pizza, and my other friend is talking to me about some very personal things, and I look at him and I'm like, "No offense, but we're having an A to B conversation, and you're Mr. C right now."
Yeah, you gotta
because
be-
I'm very straightforward. I'm like, "But you can have that pizza that you already grabbed, but you need
We'll
to
try
go."
to give it back.
And then Sarah came outside, and she's like, "You need to leave. What the
I
fuck?"
don't ever sound like that.
I like to do a demon
I'm
voice.
stern. I'm stern.
I'm
but
gonna make you an
sultry.
offer you can't refuse.
Give
It's like
me your
the
soul.
Betty Midler from Hocus Pocus. That's how
Yeah.
she's painting her. Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah, no.
I'm
you don't
doing
sound
her
like that.
aura voice energy, but in her real voice, her voice is sexual. I can't do her actual voice.
Can I
can do a
stop?
cartoon baby.
I want to
and she
just
can
have
do-
a moment for Mark Schurz
And
because
then
we
he
do
got
love
kicked out.
him.
We
No, we
do
love him
love
too.
Mark,
He made amends. To be fair, Mark
What's up,
Schurz
Mark?
made
One of those.
to be fair,
want
Mark Schurz totally made amends on our page, and he was like, "Oh yeah," and then when she went on the page, when he was like, "Who's
Well, we
Audrey?" She's
to-
like, "You're the
he's,
reason."
He's like a puppy, and we like to grab his ears.
Yeah, we like to little
Shake
dom
him
the
around
puppies
a
from
little
time to
bit.
time, but we
Yeah.
like
And he
Mark Schurz-
likes it.
and he follows our page, and it's okay, and
Yeah.
it's like, and I gave him some of my pizza, and it's fine. He left, and he wasn't creepy. He's not.
Well, and when he asked me if he could come back to pack, and I was like, no. And then he was like, all right.
We got to throw out more names because I didn't know it was going to get a story, and I'm so happy I mentioned that.
Yes.
This is great.
What
But
Are-
he's
are
he's
you-
cool. He follows
is
our
he still
podcast.
open over
We all
there?
love Mark.
I
We
like
love
Mark
Mark.
too. I've been drunk before sometimes. Do you guys know 2 weeks ago I went out, I was like taking this girl out for the podcast page that she's like a little abrasive and she's like, help me. She's hot. She's a cosplay model, but she's like, she's like, help me meet men. Like, oh, she was like, do all men go on one date with you and be like, never mind, because you're hot and they're intimidated? I'm like, no, that's not what happens to me at
quite the
all. They're
opposite,
like, please
actually.
marry me and have my babies. And she's like, oh, really? And like, I thought it was because I was hot. I'm like, no, let's go out on the town and I'll help you suss out why things aren't working for you. And then so we went out on the town. And then I totally forgot where I was going with this, you guys. But she was.
It'll come back.
Me too. Don't look at me. You know I'm not good
Are you
for this.
are y'all still are you still working over there?
At Pack Ave? No.
Yeah.
Mad love to Pack Ave, but no.
No, she's not working over there.
Are they open still?
Yeah.
Sarah got.
So where?
Sarah, something happened. We got a bad review because of our podcast, and it got Sarah got
Oh.
Yeah.
So we got a
little
hater
fucking
because of
baby
our
dick.
real ass
Baby
podcast.
dick motherfucker.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Take your
some-
small
We need
dicks
to hear
elsewhere.
this story.
Well, I want to hear the story, but I want to ask y'all, where's your favorite pizza in Spokane?
Ooh.
My favorite
Just,
pizza.
just do your
Oh,
do,
yeah.
do, your- do,
I
do
don't even. I don't just. I don't.
Shout
even
out
give a
to
fuck about
Aaron and
anything
Market
else.
Street
Yeah, it's
Pizza.
Market Street.
Yard, baby.
Current.
I was gonna say do 5, but
And
I
on Saturday, actually.
Rest in peace, Rocky Rococo's. That was my favorite.
Man,
before.
Oh, I
Rocky
loved
Rococo's
Rocky
and they're
Rococo.
I like a
overpriced
thick ass
I
crust.
love.
pizza.
I had.
It
I
was
got to
pretty
eat
good.
pizza in
Smash on
Chicago
Benedict.
one
I had to eat
time,
pizza, fucking
and
read
I
it.
loved it.
Before
I liked
before-
Rocky
before,
Rococo's.
I loved
Rocky
Rocky
Rococo's.
Rococo's.
No.
So like, what kind of artisan
But
pizza
Market
is in
Street-
Spokane besides like Market Street, Flying Goat?
Verace, they okay. Here's the
Okay,
thing.
yes, we know
Market
Verace.
Street is the best,
Uh-huh.
and
for the price and for the atmosphere.
Well, and the crazy thing about it is that they're brand new, and they fucking kill They just kill the game.
They
with
never
so
disappoint.
many people already in the game. McLean's, Verace, Peace Pie, Benedito's, Pack Ave,
They beat all of it.
hit Market Street smashes on all of
Did
them.
you like the Flying Goat? Flying Goat
Yeah,
was pretty
Flying
fucking
Goat.
good.
It's pretty good.
There's pizza.
I feel like Flying
of good
Goat.
pizza.
I do though
Even
feel
fucking
like
Rock City Grill has pizza.
Market
I do
Street
feel like-
that are
sauce
not
is
pizza
really
places
Market
good.
that
Street-
also have pizza.
right.
has
Nobody.
the normal pizza really good, but like Flying Goat, like they do fancy shit, but like Market Street
Exactly.
consistently good.
But that
pizza.
doesn't. The toppings is not what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Market
the
Street
top-
is primo.
Yeah, the
Above
top.
everything.
I'm trying to find an artisan pizza place that actually uses wood.
Verace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's that?
Kendall
South
And it's
Hill.
next to
Kendall
Nudo, and Nudo is also.
Oh, that
really
shit's
good.
fire
Nudo's
too.
best
Yeah,
ramen
that
And
is
shit
they
is
have
really
a cute
good.
little thing that like goes, and it's like the little wood oven that like connects
Yeah.
to.
Like
it's on a
the
trailer.
real wood fired
I don't
pizza.
I'm
remember
I
about
had that back
ramen
in the
and pho,
day.
and Nudo is like Nudo is
Yeah.
primo ramen. I
Okay.
think I also
Yeah, we always
like,
shout out Market Street.
Cocoa
It's our-
Road.
it's
I want to
our-
make some
our joint.
ramen or something.
I've been.
Angel
we do
and
that at our
Aaron are-
house. The ramen. Well, I was
I
drunk.
made pork belly last night, you guys.
Yeah.
One time I was really drunk after we had a bad
Crispy
night, and I made
taco
Sarah ramen, and she
Are
was
you
like,
hungry?
I'm
He
hungry.
always
Y'all
gets
get anywhere
hungry.
you
You
need
say
to
talking about
be.
ramen.
This
Where
is
can we get
his
some?
life.
Where can we get some like top notch ramen right now? You know. There's a new.
I like Nudo.
I'm sorry,
Kokoro
Lion's
ramen's
Lair.
okay,
Lion's
but
Lair is
Lion's
doing
Lair.
birria ramen right now.
and-
There's a new pho place in the Garland
Little
district.
noodle.
And
I didn't like
appar-
that.
You didn't?
I ordered from there, but I think
Little
it could be
noodle.
because they're new.
Little noodle.
Actually, I didn't
Is that
order.
what it
A
is?
guy that I went on a
I
date
heard they have
with
some
ordered
good
that for
options
me.
over there.
But I
mean,
think
You
they
you
do,
gotta be
it's-
on point.
when
if
you're
we're-
new, it
if-
takes time.
Well,
like
if we're
the-
being
You gotta be in the game.
honest,
Yeah.
What was
be
that
honest.
place you went to
Keep
that
it
we were all
real.
excited about?
Did
and
you
then it
guys
was
try it and didn't like it? Because I've been
I
hearing good
went there-
things about it.
I went there for the soft opening.
I didn't like it. That's the place that you also didn't like.
They,
Oh,
they say
that
they
was
did
the
like
same
the
place?
That's the place that
they
I
do
went
like
to.
smoked tofu, but I'm like, I don't want no goddamn tofu.
I want
some.
them.
I want some
I want.
beef.
I don't date
Yeah.
men that don't drink or eat meat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when
but,
I'm
like,
hungry, I crave meat. It's
I like
want
to. I like
meat
to
and
drink.
whiskey.
I like to drink my meat too.
I think I said that on my Tinder
what does
profile.
that mean?
Yeah,
I
what
don't know.
does
She
that
said,
mean?
she says I don't date guys who don't drink or eat meat.
My youngest
Don't
son's
drink.
Drink
mom
alcohol
is
or
vegan,
eat meat.
and
Because
I just
it's a type
it
of
was,
a person.
Yeah, it was never gonna work out. You know.
Can
what
you
I mean?
imagine like someone that's like,
I hunt and I fish. I spill blood and I fucking cook what I kill.
And
but
I
you're
like
from
it.
the res, like where
Yeah.
I'm from the woods, and it's a cultural thing.
I like that predatory shit. You know what I mean?
I am an apex predator.
But
and
it's
I will
different.
fucking live that life on
Have
this
you
earth.
ever
don't you feel like
taken
it's a
your
cultural
BDSM
thing?
Test?
What, BDSM?
That's a test?
Have anyone here taken their BDSM?
I have not. I probably
Sarah
wouldn't
made me
score
take
very
it,
high,
and
I'll
it's
send
honestly.
you all links.
I'll look it up right now. What's the
So,
BDSM?
but I
test?
do want to
BDSM
say about the BDSM test when she's like, oh,
BDSM.org, I think.
she was like, oh,
It
take
was like
this.
if I want to be tied down and whipped and shit.
No, it's
It's
not.
just-
but no, it's more than that. It's way.
I don't like being tied up.
No, no,
Fuck
no.
that.
So it's-
handcuffs ain't cool, man.
It's actually a lot more than that. So when she said take it, I'm
Okay.
like, okay, whatever. You're my friend. I'm her emotional support.
Every time I
animal.
get put in
She wants-
handcuffs, I go flashback. Get off me, man.
But it's actually you'd be.
Damn it, you made me let out that stupid laugh.
Our next episode is going to be about taking this quiz. I feel like, or within the next couple of episodes.
We'll have a kink episode.
But what I
soon.
want to tell you guys is like she told me about this quiz, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. Whatever.
Is it that one?
is that I can't see that far.
My kink
The
is
top
We'll send it to you.
cream pie porn. I mean,
Really?
But what I'm saying is the
Yeah.
BDSM.
Do you like it when it drips out a little bit?
yeah.
It looks like a fucking cannoli.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what?
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
that's a big fantasy of mine. I would like to do that, but you know, I don't trust her. I
Yeah.
don't trust her.
To
it
not be
depends on
preggo.
what's going down.
Show me your
down
birth control
there.
back. Show me
Yeah.
your Planned Parenthood
Girl, I don't even have a
subscription.
Well, dude,
uterus. These
yeah.
motherfuckers can blast off. But what I'm saying is,
If you're doing some.
Well, it's strange.
not these motherfuckers, not all,
It's-
not
Yeah.
It's strange how,
I'm
how,
gonna
how an agreement to go and
single-
get a fucking plan B at 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, it's like mutual
What I'm
parties can
saying-
come to an agreement and be like, okay, let's
I
do
started talking about stupid
it. You know what I mean?
shit.
It's weird.
What I'm saying about the
It's like,
BDSM
oh,
quiz.
let's do it.
Can
Let's
I just?
go get a plan B.
I want to lay this to rest, you
It's
guys.
weird.
So like on
Let's
when I
lay it to
first
rest.
started hanging out with Sarah, she was like, "Take the BDSM quiz," and I'm like, "I'm gonna do that shit, whatever." But
Right.
it's not actually just about
It says,
BDSM
let's
things.
kink it out. Is
Right.
this it?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
I'm gonna do it.
Yes. Can I ask you the questions?
On the
Please,
podcast.
please. Yes, I
Yeah,
want to
let her
ask.
answer for you.
No,
Oh,
I
you're
wanna-
gonna
No,
answer
she
it.
wants
wait,
to
wait,
fill it out
let's
for
ask
you.
Select your answer.
We're gonna do it
Can we
live.
talk about it live?
Oh, you're gonna
Some of
do
the
it
questions,
for
I'm
you?
like, oh my god, one of the
She's gonna
questions
ask-
was like,
She's
do
gonna
you
type
want
in
slaves? And I'm like,
You don't
oh,
know what
doesn't
these
everyone?
Type in your
are.
answers.
Don't cheat.
You're gonna be
Give it
surprised.
up.
I'm not putting
Give us
my.
what-
You say I
just
gotta
gi-
put my email.
No,
address
you
in there?
don't.
Put
Just
her
give-
email. You're just gonna answer the questions.
Hand it over.
I was surprised by some of the questions because one of them was like, "Do you want men slaves that live with you and make your life better?" And I'm like, "Doesn't everyone?" And I was just like,
Men slaves?
Like
I would.
slave.
I would.
some of the
as long as they
no,
stayed in
but
the
like
basement.
some of the questions are like, I'm a little confused about this because I thought this was. But she's like, "Are you into BDSM?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "We'll take this quiz." But some of it isn't really about
wait.
BDSM. Like, there's a
BDSM?
That's like bondage and shit, right?
no. But what I want to say is the quiz isn't just about that. The quiz, the quiz.
Bondage, domination.
No, but the
whatever.
quiz, even though it's called the BDSM quiz, it covers every form of like deviant
work
things.
Well, I just
Like-
know
So
when
you're
the,
gonna do it
when
on
the
yours?
video,
Alright.
when the
Everybody
video.
has a little bit of weird.
Okay, so
deep
when the
down
but
inside.
okay, I'm
fucking
gonna be
guinea
honest
pig,
right
you
now.
I was
motherfucker.
surprised
I'm-
when I took it. They're like,
I'm
"Oh,
gonna be
you're
honest.
like a."
I'm gonna be honest. When I see BDSM
okay.
on the video, and I watch it, I don't like it. You know
Neither
what
do
mean?
I, and that's why I
Yeah.
didn't want to take the quiz. But what I want to
Yeah.
say is, when you take the quiz, it's not only that.
Just like I'm not in. I don't want to.
You don't like pissing porn?
No.
Dave Chappelle.
You guys-
drip, drip, drip.
No.
Can I just tell you, as someone that was a
Cream
I wanna
pie
fight
porn.
on
Cream
you.
pie
On
porn.
you.
Cream pie porn.
is that?
but
Oh my god. dude.
When you come
Cream pie is
inside-
when they come inside and
you
it's
come
coming
inside
out.
the
They
pussy.
look like a cannoli.
And then-
He's into
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't
Little-
know.
Yeah.
And you know what that's called? Being more dominant, which is actually a category on this quiz.
Okay.
And I had no idea about this.
load.
Yeah.
Now
No,
you're
I
pregnant.
I just had no idea about
Well,
this
no.
quiz.
She's
Plan B.
You don't know till you take the quiz what's going on, because it's like I thought certain things about it, and then I took it, and it's like, oh, it's way more.
In depth than that. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like,
It's not just about whether or not you want to be whipped with shit. It's like,
Sarah,
oh,
you try to hit the blues.
hit the bleeze ass.
I would, but I got
Word.
pointy knees.
you guys, I never did the weed, but I'm doing the weed.
do the
because
weed,
I want-
Audrey. Do
Dude.
the weed.
Dude, you-
AIDS
you
You
get
guys,
that-
I want you guys to know we had a live
got knobby
podcast.
knees.
Me and Sarah had a live podcast episode one time
No,
on
I don't
Facebook
know.
where I
Don't worry about him.
I'm listening.
Strictly-
Yeah.
This is actually really funny, you guys. So we had a
Strictly
live podcast
heterosexual?
episode where
Wait,
Strictly
let him piss
heterosexual?
first. Let him piss.
Just
All right.
I hardly ever smoke weed, and we had an episode where me and Sarah were very drunk, but I was way more drunk than her, and we came out and it was like a live video thing. We were like talking, we were trying to like tell our fans about our podcast, and I got really drunk,
well, it
and
was
then
supposed to be dinner with us.
yeah, but you know what it ended up
But
being,
instead
you guys.
we got really fucked up and ate Chinese food like a bunch of fucking
how it
college
goes.
bitches.
This was
When it
bad, you
comes
guys. And
up,
part of the episode, I like
That's how it
Sarah.
goes when it comes
No.
to war.
So I'm trying to tell you.
I'm
So part of the episode. Are you talking while you're listening?
I'm
listening.
man.
Part of
No,
the
you're not
episode,
listening,
Sarah
Teddy.
did a thing on the episode where she's like, "If you want Audrey to do the weed, do the weed." Because I jokingly said, "Do you want me to do the weed?" Because I don't
Yeah.
do weed. Isn't that
You
so
want to
funny?
smoke
do
some
weed?
drugs?
And I don't normally, but I didn't realize
So,
the
are
weed.
you taking pot? Are you guys taking pot?
But no, but what I'm saying is, the
When you
episode.
pass it, yeah.
The episode was not just doing regular weed, which I have done once or twice in my life.
Uh-oh.
It was
What's regular weed?
well,
Was it dabs or
Is it-
something?
is
it was
regular
dabs.
weed?
And I'd never done dab, and I
weed
didn't
like
really
mids?
know. She had like a bubbler thing she was promoting, which
Yo.
looks cool, and I know what it was.
Fuck
and I got
yeah.
you guys. I got really fucked up, and then
Fuck
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm gonna do a word jump change because I'm drunk and high. And then I ran out of the room, and you know what I came back in? I came back in a cheeseburger print, extra large cheese. Like extra large shirt with extra cheese, a top hat, and no pants.
Wow.
And Sarah like literally tilted the camera where she was like, "Audrey's
She came
back
like
now."
running over, and I was like, "Okay."
And I am so lucky my vagina was not in the live. Like I literally dodged a bullet.
Because not only was she not wearing pants,
I
she
wasn't
was wearing panties.
Oh, damn.
I'm at home, you guys, and I'm high and drunk, and I've never been high and drunk before. But also, I want you to know that like Sarah very well, like she orchestrated that very well. And then also, there's a few times where I stood up, but the shirt was just long enough. The next morning, I woke up at 7 a.m. I like rewatched that video, and the shirt
So-
was just long enough that you couldn't see anything.
There's a Band-Aid right there, so you kind of got to play the flute. It's right there at
Put
halfway.
on a bunch of
That's risky as fuck especially if you're live.
I just let her pour the whiskey.
You
all
know,
over.
What,
and
on
you're
like
like
YouTube, partying
being
your
risky,
pants
you
off?
know, like
Did you
you
notice that?
you show some nakedness for
That's
sure.
really what
happens.
happened.
Yeah.
And honestly, every time we go live, we kind of think about that one time we went live, and we're like, "Are we gonna do this?"
But we went live today, and it was really good.
Yeah, we looked pretty.
Well, we're always pretty, but sometimes I wear no pants and a top hat. But also, that's good. We had so many viewers on our live this time. I feel like
on there.
everyone turned up
Good
for our
job.
live today because they're like, we're expecting Audrey to be here with no pants.
Can I ask
Call
a
me a good
serious
girl.
question?
Any question, please?
Because I'm really interested. Do you find yourself getting more questions or ridicule or whatever feedback based on your appearance opposed to your content as being females?
I think that people are really surprised that a pretty girl can be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to realize I also do stand up. I do before COVID.
Yeah.
I did stand up. I do story slams. I work at a paint and sip where I'm on stage for 3 hours teaching an art class. I'm like, hey, I'm sexy Bob Ross, but I'm gonna make this funny, and I like tell jokes. And so like a big portion of my life is being funny. So like if that happens, that's not off-putting to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of what we're going for.
But then we have like little pissy ass people.
We do have a few people
There
like
was
we had
one
a few
guy left a review for us on Apple Podcasts. And he's like,
gross
one
people.
star, gross
Say
people doing gross things.
What?
I think I saw
Did you look
that
at his
one.
like profile or anything and see what he was about?
Can I
Totally
interrupt you?
fake.
Okay, so our friend Mike on the podcast spends a good portion of his life trying to be funny, and he makes us all laugh on the fucking group chat and just in person. So that's dope. When she was saying that, I want to encourage him to do stand up. So if you have
Oh, dude, do
anything-
stand up. Do stand up.
if you have any slots open
Yeah.
on anything coming up, please holler at him because he's funny as shit.
Well,
You know what I mean?
My wife's in there. She's really cool. Just walk.
I was watching
Yeah.
some shit. I was watching some shit the other day, and
Mob through the
she'll tell you
kitchen.
what's happening.
1 minute,
First
though.
right and a right.
So like I just want to encourage you about doing stand up. Like so when I came here, like I told you guys earlier, I came here I was 18. I was from the woods. I came like I'm in the big city. And then someone hired me to be a paint and sip teacher. They're like, "Can you stand on stage in front of 80 people who teach a class?" And I'm like, in my mind I'm like, I don't know, but I'm like, yes.
Bob
He's a
Ross.
yes
Of course
man.
I can.
Bob Ross, that
I'm hot,
shit,
ginger,
yo.
funny Bob
Yeah,
Ross.
hell Hell
What I want to
yeah.
say is, like, if you decide to do stand up, never be afraid of the silence. Because
still
if
catch
the
it,
silence, if no one
it's
laughs,
almost
they
gone.
might be thinking about it. But also, that's growth for you that you realize that it didn't work.
Yeah.
Did you watch the video I sent you guys about the guy talking about
Yes.
why he was funny? Because
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Where it's like, it's the unexpectedness.
well, no,
of what-
the dude was.
What is this
It was always comedic because his home life was unexpected, and he always had to watch his back, and always his dad was a fucking alcoholic.
Yeah, that's what I'm
piece of shit.
talking.
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Talking-
yeah, yeah,
They said,
yeah.
why was Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
Why was he always funny? They're like, because he was in an abusive household, so he always had to watch his back.
saddest people
So
are the
everything was
trauma
brought out in
response.
comedy, and I was like,
Well, most comedians talk about that. They say they're funny because they seen some
Yeah.
fucked
Tell
up
them
events.
Defense mechanism.
so
Yeah.
so I.
Yeah.
What I want to say, you guys, is that, like, I really believe that being unexpected is the premium
I'm
level
sorry, I
of
love
funny.
how you just screamed, what I want to say, you guys. But anyways,
No,
go
but being unexpected.
No, you're good, Audrey.
on. You're just the best. I love you so much.
And I meant that, and I'm not sorry. That's my two catchphrases. But also, but what I'm saying is that, like, if you're trying to be funny, like, the main thing is being authentic and unapologetic about what you have to say. Like, that's like the primo main thing
Yeah.
of the whole issue. Like, you have to draw from your life's past experiences of, like, whatever trauma you've been through.
And yeah, being funny is a trauma response.
And most people that are funny, like, there's like
They went through
statistics.
some shit.
They've been through some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like they're being funny because it's like they are trying to bring levity to life.
Yeah, man. Like if I can't laugh about it, then fuck.
And
Well,
I've
no,
been a
it's not-
starving. I'm 30. I've been a starving artist here since I was 18. And, like,
yeah.
if I can't laugh about what I've been through,
It's
then
gonna
like,
it's gonna
You're
be a
not
long
starving
life. I
anymore.
gotta try and enjoy
I
this.
I live
shit
with
best
food
I
finder
can.
queen.
Hey, those people are like,
Hey.
why do you always laugh at your
Shout out to
your
Sarah for
trauma and
smoking the
shit?
backwood,
It's
man.
better.
And they're like,
The funniest people have been through the
they're like,
saddest thing.
that's not a
Coping.
healthy response. And I'm like, yes, it is.
It is.
Well, you remember
Like for who?
I'll make jokes
whose
about
health?
my mental health.
Right.
I'll make jokes about that
Yeah,
shit.
are we talking about your health right now?
Yeah,
Because
They're like, well, that's not a healthy response.
No, they
sir.
literally say that,
Made
like,
me realize
most
my life
comedians
is a
are
comedy.
depressed.
Yeah.
Like, it's a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's 100%
They're like,
things.
it's not healthy to make jokes about your mental health. And I'm like, according to who?
I'm like, ha ha ha.
You? She's like, well, I read books and I'm a psychologist. And I'm like, you can suck my dick. I don't know.
And she probably can, but it won't be good.
I watch porn and you can suck.
It'll
my
be
dick.
it'll be boring. It'll be dry. Sandpaper lips.
Well, then, that happened. And here we are.
sandpaper?
No, I just think that, like, to me, okay, so what I want to say is being funny is about being unexpected. And for me, when I'm on stage at, like, my work that's like an art class where they're not expecting someone to be funny, and then someone that they deem attractive girl comes on teaching an art class very articulately, is all of a sudden telling really funny jokes, it's more funny than they would have expected. Being unexpected is 2/3 of comedy.
Yeah.
And I feel like
ready?
that's part of what you need to capitalize on. Like, if you're trying to be funny, be unexpected. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Surprise is part of being funny.
But if I'm surprising
even on
and-
dates I go on, they're like, "Oh, you're hot. I wasn't expecting you to be also funny." And I was like, "Fuck you, also." But like, at
Well,
the same time,
that's
it's
kind of
like,
what I mean. Is unfortunately, we still remain with stigmas and things like
Cancel
that. And
culture. I don't want to get canceled immediately.
if you
when I
heard
make
the
first
exes
joke.
episode, you
cancel
heard my
culture, dude.
ex-boyfriend be like, "The best thing about Audrey is she's very loyal, funny, and."
You can't be a little bitch if you
Can't be a little bitch
Yeah.
if you want to date her because she's gonna be funny, hot, and loyal, and people are gonna be like, "Who's this person?"
And so I'm not trying to date you guys, but I think you guys
Let's
are pretty
hear it.
cool.
Thank you.
I think you're cool too, bro.
Yeah, like
I can't wait to drop acid with you.
My
Well, dude,
favorite,
yeah.
my
Both-
favorite thing
both
about him.
ends of the spectrum on my identity and self, like I could fucking rock with you guys
we
in
could
some
vibe
other
for
settings.
sure.
Yeah,
This is gonna
you
be
know what
fun.
I mean? So yeah,
But also, like, we can go anywhere.
yeah.
It's kind of our bag. Sarah's like, I'm here. I know we had plans to do A, B, C, D, and E, and F, but, like, where are you at? And I'm like, I'm driving to you right now. We're going to do Molly in a hot tub, or we're going to go to a light whip party, or we're going to,
One
like,
time
whatever.
I put Molly up her ass.
Nice.
Have you guys ever butt chugged?
That's real friendship
You
right
guys, that
there.
was New Year's Eve.
Wait. For
and I was having a
travel
hard time.
Best
purposes
friends
or
group
for
No,
getting
to get high.
purposes?
To
Okay,
get high.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I am very embarrassed, but I will talk about this because
You
the
are
love of my life.
Why?
I don't know.
Did
Get
you
a
ever
cute
drink?
ass.
Did you ever butt chug? No one.
No. The
Hey,
only thing
don't
that's
interrupt. I
been
want to hear the
annoying
story.
is
New Year's.
Ass and Molly.
Do you want to hear about it?
Yes.
So Sarah,
Yes, we
so
want to hear
I've
about
done
it.
Molly before,
talk about
and
that.
some people I've dated have been like, Audrey, you're from Planet Molly. You're just happy and you love people. And I'm like, yeah, I got extra brain chemicals and I'm kind, whatever. But then Sarah was like, on New Year's Eve, I was having a bad New Year's Eve. I started an art class because of COVID. That was literally me teaching 40 black screens. Because it's like virtual and no one
Yeah.
turns their screen on. It was sad. I was like, not feeling good. And Sarah's like, hey, come down here. And then we ended up at this hot tub party. And Sarah was like, can we boof Molly up your ass? And I'm like, you know what?
Dude, the only way I've ever done Molly is in my ass.
I'm a yes person. And I'm like, you know what? Like,
Straight
fine.
up, I've never put
And
it in my nose. I'm
I
like,
just want to tell you guys
people,
it
like,
is
snorting it,
better.
and I was
Never
like,
eaten it?
no,
Sorry.
everybody was like doing Molly the first time it was my like time to
They're
do it, which
snorting?
was actually only like a month or two ago.
I snorted it with a girl one time because she called me a pussy, and I snorted it with On one time because we were at the studio and we were trying to take it easy. You know what I mean? But
Man, just
dude, yeah, like
I've only ever just put it
yeah,
in
but
my ass.
otherwise. After
It's
the,
so
the,
much-
the, the girl who called me a pussy, I was like, okay, let's parachute half and snort half.
See,
And-
I'm a parachuting kind of girl, you
Okay,
know. I,
yeah, but-
I don't like to put stuff in my nose.
No, I
because
don't, I
all
don't
that
either.
extra shit that
It
happens
does.
after, I'm like,
then your
"Ugh," like,
snot is fucking
yeah, I'm just like,
green or
everything is
blue
terrible.
or something.
This is
You know what I mean?
toxic.
Like our shit was like
My
maroon.
nose bled for a
me and
week.
him- yeah,
Or was
dude,
it blood
It
or
was
was it
maroon.
Dude,
the
who
pills were
even
maroon.
fucking
The pills were
knows?
maroon. And when me and the pills.
my shit looked like a crystal,
when he-
like an amethyst. I
Dude,
was like,
I swear to God, that
"Ah."
song "The Lights" that you posted like a
Yeah,
week
we were
ago,
high as
yeah,
shit on that.
yeah, dude, those pills would not break up for shit. We were sitting there pounding
I don't
them
know
on the
anything
counter.
about like
and
drugs, really.
so,
I just know I
so
like them.
when they went up there, they stayed there for a long time. Like
Yeah,
it
we were-
hurt, dude.
We were
Like,
rolling.
didn't- couldn't
We
get
were
'em
rolling
fired
when
up.
we wrote
See, you
that
gotta-
song.
Dude.
I was like,
Guys, just
No,
get with the
said I'm-
vibe.
I was like, I'm
not
feeling a
doing
little
that
weird.
for on one, and he's
No.
not doing that for me, man.
You
like
don't
that's not,
have
you know
to
what I
do
mean?
it.
well, you gotta
to
shove it up your own ass, motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
My homeboy even said that. Hey, we have a mutual friend. We both know him. I'm not gonna say his name. He's like, yo, bro, you want to do this? I was like, yeah, sure. So I popped mine. He's like, dude, you got to put up your butthole. It'll get you higher. I was like, get the fuck out of here. He's
Yeah,
like, I was like, well, where's yours? He's like, it's in my ass, bro. I'm like, what? He's like, dude, I'm gonna be fucking rolling balls here in a minute.
Real shit, dude. In my old group chat, like maybe 1 month ago, my name in there was Thiz Booty.
He's like, dude, I'm gonna be rolling balls in a minute.
Hey,
He's like,
you,
then I'm
you
gonna
should do like a rap single under that name.
Thiz Booty.
Thiz Booty.
This booty. But
Thiz Booty.
Hey, here comes
Keister that shit.
here comes the word that you guys hate so much. He's like, dude, because I'm gonna be rolling balls in a minute, and I'm gonna go make love to my old lady. And I'm like, okay, that's
Wait,
cool.
which one of those words is hated?
Oh, I said, oh no, that was it. Was that y'all two? Was that Janelle and
Old lady.
yeah? And they're like,
Oh, that
old
was
lady.
them.
No, that was here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was here, but that was
Nobody
not.
wants to be called old lady.
Well, it's not old lady. It's old lady. It's,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
old lady. That's
Yeah.
my old lady. Like,
Yeah.
like
Elder
old-
spokesman.
Like old girl, old boy, old lady. That's my.
Yeah.
Like
The,
Cheech.
I still say old lady.
yeah, the homie likes to
My
keep.
old lady.
He likes to boof his. He likes to boof his drugs. That's why I was like,
See,
hey,
and
bro.
boof is so much fun to say.
Is that what that means? Is put it up your butt is boof?
He's like, yo, man, I'm about to boof.
Hey man, can
trying
you
to
do
know
that one time up on the pop screen? Can you just do the repeat?
The one?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I hope you guys catch that on YouTube. goddammit.
TJ, our line of work motherfucker's talking about, yo. I just boofed this meth, yo. You'd be like, what happened? No, I'm just kidding. No one said that. But if you hear,
I'll be listening.
yeah, you listen. He's like, TJ said they just boofed some brown, bro.
I will be listening for that now.
Insanity.
God, I'm always blown away by all these new phrases.
There are people that
So
are
many
talking
new
about
phrases.
Is your hella new for you want to take this test?
Oh,
Yeah, sure,
let's do it.
They said they're butt chugging.
So this
They're-
is
and
on
it's-
one taking the what test?
The BDSM test.
So I guess
BDSM
live here on
test.
BB&B, you're about to find out that I'm quad sexual.
He's here. He's queer. He's ready to drink beer.
I wouldn't be hearing queer if I was quad sexual.
What is quad sexual?
Well, it's got to be at least
idea
4.
what that
That's
means.
not. That's.
I'm
not
joking.
That's not a thing.
He
That's
said-
not what the
oh,
Q
okay.
stands for.
I said
Like-
bye. I'm quad 4. Give me 4.
I mean,
Give me a woman, a man, a transgender, and a billy goat. Quad sexual.
oh my god. Okay, so
Does the goat have to be named Billy?
No, I'd rather the goat be named Sandra.
There you go.
But
that's pretty.
So is it starting?
Yes,
Okay.
it's starting now.
Here we go.
So there's going to be an absolutely disagree, a neutral, or an absolutely agree.
can I just say yes or no
Yeah,
or whatever?
we'll figure it out. We know each other well enough. I like to be dominated, especially in the bedroom.
No.
Hard no.
Hard no.
I like receiving pain during sex and seeing the results of it. Like
Hard no.
I prefer making the sexual decisions for my partner. This bitch.
People that were in there.
Oh, my daughter wanted to meet you both so bad.
I know. I met her.
Okay, good.
They're
Sorry, I
friendly.
forgot about that.
She's very cute.
Yeah, sorry,
I
we're in
like,
the middle of the
I
quiz.
like to make the sexual decisions.
I prefer making the sexual decisions for my partner as this gives me more control.
No, middler.
Some of these questions, they're
middle
gonna be
high?
like, "Do you want slaves?" And I'm like, "Doesn't everyone?"
I don't
No,
mind.
That's not normal.
I don't mind a little
Wanna smell
playful resistance from my partner in the end. Just throw that anywhere.
In the end?
In the end, I'll win anyway. I don't mind a little resistance. In the end, I'll win anyway.
That's like rapey.
I'll take a little.
No,
We're into that
I don't like that.
No,
No.
that's a no for you.
Can I leave
Okay.
my car out?
Wait, are you trying? Is that?
I like.
If you're like, I want to.
I'm-
Okay.
I like forcing my partner into submission much more than them submitting spontaneously.
No.
Feeling.
This is hard to do live.
Feeling
You might
sick.
answer differently.
No, it's like, what the fuck? I don't want to submit nobody. What the fuck? I don't want to go to
Same,
jail tomorrow.
Are
Well,
you? Wait,
there's
are
a
you
little
a
thing
sub
called
then?
I
consent.
don't. Well, dude,
It's
when,
about
when a girl
consent.
tells me to choke her, I'm like, girl, fucking put you to sleep. Like, I don't want to.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're so yes.
like punch me in my face. It's
No, I'm good. I'm not punching you in your
like,
face.
you're
I'll choke
You're
you.
Would
gonna
you?
leave here with my fluids in you and a fucking black eye on your face, and I'm
I'm not gonna. I won't double hand choke you. I'll give you a little choke with one hand. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I mean,
the
what's
same
up?
gift to me. On
What's
one,
up, Sarah?
I'm gonna inflict violence on a
What's
human
up?
that I'm
What I
trying
want to say is what I
You know what I mean?
want
Why
you
you
guys to
coming
know.
I'm just
And if-
not into it, man.
There's a lot of conversation going on right now.
We do not kink shame people. Everyone's
I-
into what
I'm
they're
not
into.
shaming
let's
anybody.
do
I'm just
this.
trying to figure out
Let's do
what's
this.
up.
For me,
Well, let's do the thing.
Well, yeah, no,
I'm
we
trying to
need
figure out what's up,
silence so
though.
Mike can take this quiz.
Yeah, sorry.
I can't hear myself think.
It's harder to take it out loud because some of the questions are like, "Would you try to coerce someone into having sex with you?" And you're like, "No, that sounds awful." Live, but then
I
like,
would coerce someone to have sex with me.
We-
Come
we've
on,
all
baby. It's my
coerced somebody to have
birthday.
sex with
well,
What kind
that
of
was the
man
last
are you?
question to
Let
which you
me
said
check
no
it out.
to. That
Let
was
me
like
check it
kind of
out.
like how that was.
Like
We-
coerce, like
We've
You
all
want
done
to check it
it.
out?
oh come on,
You wanna check it
baby.
out?
Except P. He just
Yeah.
It's
goes,
my birthday
Hey, look at my dick.
yesterday. All right, let's do this.
It's my birthday
Show me some.
361
Show me some.
days ago.
Let me see.
Come on.
Let me see.
What are you talking about, Katie Can?
Yo,
It's
do it.
coaxing someone into having sex.
Okay, let's.
Yeah.
What do you keep
Look,
saying?
you
Let me
said
see
yes.
for.
You said no, but I
Because
feel like
that's how
that
you
was a
would
solid
coax someone
yes.
into
Oh, I said
having
yes.
Can I ask?
Oh.
I'm asking these. Where we
No,
at?
you can't even hold
All
on
right.
while I ask.
Let's
one.
go
All
on.
right, let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Fine, Sarah.
I'm sorry. I got domed you there for a second. I'm
Oh,
In
okay.
real life,
That's
Sarah
what you
dumps
mean.
me, but
I
you know,
finally
I'm-
understand what he
it's
means.
okay.
That took me a
Sorry.
second.
I'm
It took me
sorry.
a second.
Fine.
So feeling
My
physically
frequency is just a
overpowered
little
is
bit-
one of the
you
most.
just gotta turn on just like
Wait,
two-
Wait. What's
All
going
right,
on?
all right.
Tell us.
We don't have to do that.
No,
We're
we
done.
Let's
need
keep
to
going.
do this.
We'll guess the rest.
We need to do this.
All right.
Let's speed. Okay, wait. I have an idea. Let's speed round. So I have this. So wait, everybody. No, stop.
Let's just be quiet and let him answer.
No,
the
no, I have an
questions
idea.
until, like,
Wait.
Let's listen to this real quick.
Give it to the
Can I
Idaho
say
folks
something?
to be the
Yes.
loudest.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think that your gut reaction, they say test anxiety means your gut reaction is the number one best choice.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we should do speed round.
Well,
He
we
has to
were
say yes
we
or no.
were doing pretty speedy,
It
so
was
you
pretty
got
slow.
back
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, he got
We-
done.
Yeah, we're going through it pretty quick.
Alright.
As long as
Yeah,
I
just
can
let-
get the
just-
whole sentence out and then
Okay.
maybe no one talks,
Yes.
Do it.
we could
So-
probably get there.
Like I'll say
We might
no,
be able
yes,
to.
or maybe,
All right.
and then you could do no,
One
yes, or in
second
between.
response.
I don't want to be
Yeah.
rude.
Get
and
outta
I
here.
don't
It's
want
not hard.
But 4 of us shut the fuck up, and 2 of us complete the quiz.
But
Oh,
you keep
perfect.
talking, bro.
right.
You're done. You're out.
We were already doing that.
Shut up. Go, Sarah.
Feeling physically overpowered is one of the most liberating sexual feelings.
No.
I would like to have sex with multiple people at the same time.
Yes.
Oh, we all.
I enjoy it when people watch me being naked or having sex.
No.
I feel like that wasn't a hard no. Ideally, I could.
Yeah, I say-
Can I read
Depends,
some
yeah.
after this? I'm
Hold on one second.
Yeah, let them complete.
Ideally, I could command my partner and they'd obey like a puppet no matter what I tell them to do. In an ideal situation. You would like to tell. you
No.
would- Okay. Okay.
Can I-
No
Yeah, you
for
would.
Well, I just feel like I'm just like just being rational
No,
here, and
okay.
like the women. I'm
Not
like,
creepy
hey,
at all.
Listen here, they're like, who the fuck you talking to,
I don't-
Don't think
motherfucker?
about whether or not it's creepy. You think about whether or
Bark like
not
a
you
dog.
want to do
A
it.
big dog. Bark like a big dog.
A girl bark like a
I-
dog. She's like, who the fuck you talking to? You
Bark
got
like
me
a
fucked
big
up,
dog.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't like making sexual decisions. I prefer my partner to make them for me.
No.
I love making my partners do really disgusting things purely for my own pleasure. I already hit no.
You gotta put me medium in there.
Neutral.
Just neutral. Just
Medium.
neutral.
That's no crazy egg.
Like, is
right
it
there.
disgusting when they're just like, just spill it out and just come all over my face?
Okay, I like that.
Is that
I'm
is that
willing
disgusting?
to-
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
What would your mom say, Mike?
She'd be like, Michael,
Get out of here.
well, I
Who cares about his mom? He's not fucking his mom.
Hey,
Sit down.
you're breaking the rule, Kane.
Sorry.
Kane.
I'm willing to try anything once, even if I don't think I'll like it.
No.
Physically restricting my partner during sex is arousing.
Medium.
I like sending nude or sexual pictures or videos of myself to others.
No.
Hard no. Okay.
I like to be
Unless
totally
asked.
right. I like to be totally helpless at my partner's disposal.
No.
Receiving care, being spoiled, and etc. are some of the main things I'm looking for in a relationship.
No.
I have a thing for large age differences in sexual encounters or relationships.
Doesn't matter.
Middle. When it comes to sexual acts, my partner's discomfort is pretty much irrelevant, and it gives me more pleasure.
No.
I enjoy playing or acting like a pet or animal.
No.
Giving care, spoiling my partner, etc. is one of the main things I'm looking for in a relationship.
No.
Being treated with little or no respect. I'm hitting no. I already know that.
Wait, we need to hear the question so we know what it is.
Being
already
treated
skipped
with
to the
little or
next
no
page.
respect
Yeah.
turns you on or something.
Yeah, and I already know that's no. There's no reason why sex would have to happen in private spaces, isolated from the outside world.
There's no.
There's
say,
no
do that again.
There's no reason why sex would have to happen in private spaces, isolated from the outside world.
No, it doesn't have to happen in isolated or private places.
Yeah,
it could happen wherever. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Ferris
So,
wheel.
yes.
Ferris wheel.
I'll often put up a fight in bed. It doesn't mean I want to win that fight at all.
No.
What does that even mean?
I'm giving in
I
from
find
jump.
that-
You want to fuck me? Okay. Shit.
Hell yes.
I find the romantic aspect in a relationship much more important than the sexual or kinky aspects.
Say it again.
I find the romantic aspect in a relationship much more important than the sexual aspects. No.
No.
You're already saying no.
Demi
I
versus sexual.
I currently
I feel
have
like
a
I would
master
challenge you on
mistress.
that.
God damn it.
I don't like
Just give me a
romance. I'm
fucking
not a
dog.
romantic.
But you care about more than just sex.
well, yes, I do. So I'd be
You
in
care
the middle.
about that's it.
Wait, can we
Yeah,
just
no, yeah,
brief
you
side
lied.
note?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That there is something
lied.
to
Into the
being.
same content, then yeah, just let
Because if you don't want to fuck somebody because
Well-
they know you're on one,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's kind of loaded, but
Can
it's
be
it's
more
in the
than one
middle.
thing.
I'm a middler on that.
yeah.
good answer. Good
Middle.
Say whoop.
Okay, my
I
ultimate,
spill so much. I'm allowed to say whoop.
my ultimate goal in
Do
life is
whatever
to
you wanna
please my
do.
partner.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yes.
that, Liberty.
You are welcome.
I have a need to constantly
that
try new
joke.
things. A sexual routine would never make me happy.
Medium.
Oh, medium.
You
When Sarah does the cat sound.
thing, and then
You can I read some of these? I'm a
so-
fast
yes,
reader.
go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I was ready to give you the fucking phone, and then you're like, I'm a faster reader.
I want you guys to know that I spent one
All you have
time.
to say was give me the phone. I'm such a sub. Go ahead, take
All right,
the
let's-
phone. You want the phone? Take the phone.
One time on our
let's do this.
podcast, we speed read a bunch of. A girl was like, "This guy sent me messages for a year,
And they'll listen to it.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't gotta do the phone.
and I like
Go
read
tell
the
his
stories.
stories.
Keep doing the
Wait,
quiz.
wait, is this the top one? The last one
that's
you were at?
amazing.
It's gonna say I'm a little submissive bitch at the end.
Assuming I was single, I would like to join an existing couples or polyamorous relationship, sexual and or emotional. Yes or no?
No.
I think you guys read about the same.
What if it was lesbian couple?
I'll get faster. Give me a chance. Bro, I just got here. I just arrived.
That polyamorous song by Breaking Benjamin. I fucking love
Being
that shit.
physically restricted during sex / BDM with clothes attributes, ropes change is arousing. Yes or no?
No.
I enjoy feeling like a prey hunted by predator.
Do I enjoy it?
Do you want to
Do I enjoy it?
Yeah.
No.
You sure?
But I enjoy
I don't
being
have-
a predator.
I don't have any sort of specific fetish or non-standard sexual turn on.
Say it again.
Do you have any fetish or non?
Sexual turn on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yes.
Sarah the phone.
Give
Sarah the phone.
Sarah's back.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Being part of a group of slaves that serves one master or mistress sounds like a life that would really suit me.
No, that's fucking weird.
I would really like
Bold.
to be completely tied up during sex.
No.
I enjoy being kept as a pet.
No.
Okay.
Those last three were pretty fast.
Some people.
I love seeing the fear in my partner's eyes when they know I'm going to inflict pain on them.
Oh my god.
No.
Jesus Christ,
I could barely read that one.
No.
I almost just hit the yes
No.
like 50 times.
See, so this sounds like a BDSM
Do
quiz.
I have to? You want to be famous, don't you?
Put me on the casting couch. Kidding.
but kind of like, well,
I like to be
Maybe.
sexually degraded.
No.
I'll gladly leave everything behind, including moving across the globe if I have to, for the BDSM life of my dreams.
fuck. I remember.
No.
reading that,
What
I'm
the
like,
fuck is that?
That's such a fucking odd question. I enjoy playing a different age than what I technically am.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I would like to be nothing but a 24/7 sex slave.
I mean, that sounds okay. I don't know.
I'll give it.
I'm a little bit in the middle with that.
Give a higher.
Like I don't gotta work. I just go. You just gotta fuck.
Just wait in the room.
Do I
Doesn't
get
sound like a bad
drink?
life.
Can I drink and play video games until I gotta serve you? Or
Real shit. Treating my partner with little or no respect during sex arouses me.
no,
I like being forced into submission much more than submitting spontaneously.
no. What the fuck?
What you mean? What the fuck? Don't be up in your geek
I'm
shaming.
gonna put into this.
I would like it when my partner is completely tied up during sex.
Maybe.
I have plenty of sexual fantasies that I would like to try out more than my kinky peers.
Close to all the way. Yes.
My gosh. Wow.
Are we
find it-
almost to the bottom? Because
we
I want to
are.
know.
Right?
I
All
want
out
to
dancing.
fucking know where we're at.
I find it adorable when my partner acts or dresses childlike.
No.
I could be sexually submissive now and be sexually dominant another time.
Sure. I guess.
I'm willing to pay for porn if it really suits my sexual interests.
Pay for porn? No. There's Pornhub.
I'm saying.
It's free.
Question,
For
it's not
free,
my
bitch.
question.
It's 2021.
It's free. It's fucking free.
In an ideal relationship, my partner would see me as a mere object.
No.
Making my was that a hard no?
A mere object? I don't know. That's a little
You
weird.
kind of liked that idea
Depends.
about the sex in the video games.
Are they gonna?
I'm gonna give it a little higher.
But are they gonna
Sarah's
pay
gonna
me?
do her own opinion.
I'm
of
just-
what you
I'm just
should
thinking
say.
of things like Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo. Like, give me my $10. You know?
Or maybe it's
Do you
a,
deserve?
maybe it's a
$10?
car. Maybe it's you never know. Don't
Maybe it's
Sugar mama.
Uber Eats.
$1 a minute.
Say.
making my partner suffer for my pleasure is one of my best. Is one of the best things in my life.
Like suffer? No, no,
like-
no.
Well, I mean, not like truly, but maybe pretending.
But
to
like,
suffer.
Suffer and
bleeding.
best
You like
things
a
of my
little-
life. That's
like a
kinda-
little, little.
That's like
it hurts so good.
How many more questions are left on the quiz?
Sarah,
Almost done.
can we speed this? If I wasn't drunk, I would be able to be like,
You're
blah, blah, blah,
very.
blah.
Living with a group of slaves is my ultimate life goal.
Living with a group.
Who could say
What?
no to that? I'm like, isn't this normal? Don't
I would
most
say
people
no to that.
Would I want a
Come
group
on, I would
of
like,
slaves?
yes.
No, no, I'm good.
Really?
It's
Is
no
that
big. It's
okay,
no big
whatever.
deal when things I try out turn bad.
No big deal when things
no
that
big-
turn bad. That happens all the time.
So is it a big deal or no?
Here you are.
No, not
I'm
really.
currently
Hey,
in
you
a-
No,
fucked up.
so just
I'm
no,
currently
no.
in a long-term relationship.
Currently?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's complicated, pretty much.
I have
mean,
plenty of sexual fantasies, which would, at the very least, be unethical to execute.
some things you're into. The other person
Unethical.
might be like, I don't know if
Yeah.
that makes me feel
Thing
Like
like
consensual
like the shit I
non-consent.
like's legal.
Oh,
Would your person that you're with like that?
Oh shit, I don't know.
So that's unethical then.
oh.
Just take this
I'm
dildo and
ambiguous.
shove it up your
We're gonna
poopa.
put medium.
I didn't tell my reverend
What?
about it.
What did you want me to do? I want you to take the dildo and put it up your poopa.
Oh my god. If I could not fulfill all my partner's sexual desires, I would encourage them to see other people to fill the gaps.
No, fuck that. What the
I'll
fuck?
go a long way and make my appearance match my partner's desires.
Appearance. I
You
never.
might maybe try. I often behave in animalistic ways during sex. Do you growl?
Growl?
It depends if I put Molly up my asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, we're not bringing
Middle.
that up right now at
And
a
an
time like this.
and
It
an
was
I-
one time.
In an
It
ideal
was New
relationship.
Year's Eve.
But it was your first time.
It was New Year's Eve.
And I was in a hot tub. with-
Easter Sunday.
And it
I
was
was
cold
in
that
we were in a
night.
hot tub, and it was a good time. And at 5 a.m, they're like, "We gotta get out."
Hey, you
of
know
this
what
hot
the
tub. It's
universal
not
line
warm
for it-
anymore."
Go big or go home. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It was Easter Sunday. I just threw hooves with a gazelle.
Once in a while, but
She's answering all the. She knows you that well.
Sarah does.
Answering all the
she's
shit.
just
for you.
answering.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's
they,
like-
You've already
they
said
get,
enough.
They
She's
get
like,
a bit. They
she's
get
like
a bit
smiling
repetitive.
now. She's like, yeah.
I'm like, oh, he's into that.
She's
Yes.
like, I know you. I know
Yes,
you.
he would put a spiked bat up his butthole.
Sarah is she's kind of like a sex therapist. She could be. I'm gonna be like an emotional love
So
therapist.
the quiz
Yeah.
is done. Like, are you like?
Almost.
What did I
This
say?
is
We're
a
one
long one.
question
It
away.
sounds like you're pressing a lot of fucking taps.
I'm-
there.
Can you be quiet? Some people can't see this. It's none of their business.
We're on YouTube right now.
Some can see it, but some can't. Some
What's
of
up,
us are
World
listening.
Star? What's
Some
up,
people are on the
YouTube?
podcast. Some
You
people
know,
cannot.
Like, what does? I don't understand. Like,
I guess it was a little longer than I.
I wanna hear
expected.
some of these
Last
questions.
three.
Can I?
She feels
Okay,
that
there's
confident.
there's the last three.
Read 'em.
She is.
They get
She's
repetitive.
probably
know.
right.
I
Read
enjoy
'em.
being verbally degraded.
Oh,
No.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spit in my mouth.
Verbally
I'm
degraded.
kidding.
Oh, I was
Okay.
like, what the fuck?
Oh my god! I didn't know we had a sad boy in our midst. I like
Spit in
me
my
a sad
mouth.
boy.
She was like licking her
I said
lip.
verbally.
I want to
degraded.
meet more like.
Do we have a
my-
sad boy
There's
in
a
our midst? Do you listen to the podcast? He does. He knows.
how many
Yes.
questions are on?
I want to talk about that.
I've been listening to Little Peep
Can we
all
end this?
week.
Because he wants to talk about sad boys. Let's make this over
Okay,
soon.
here are your results.
All right.
You are 79% vanilla.
I feel
What
like
does that
that's
mean?
true. Look
Hey,
at
that's
me.
You're
just like
playing.
your
Basic,
your
you just
ancestry
like
DNA.
It's
regular.
normal sex.
You like regular sex,
More like
It's
82.
not this.
but you're also 40,
What did you say? 87%?
You're
79.
79% vanilla.
Well, my ancestry DNA is not even 79% vanilla shit.
Are you sure?
You're 49% dominant,
Ooh, that's more than I
Hey,
thought.
that's
Which
more
is-
than 100%.
which is you're 40.
It's less than
no,
100%.
49, 45%.
That's still more than most people in Spokane.
Really?
45% rigor with an R. Rigor.
You want to tie people
With a
in.
hard
it's-
R.
Yeah, with
You wanna
all
tie
the
people up a
R's.
little bit.
But
Yeah.
Would you tie a woman up?
What is that?
You want to
So
tie a woman
rigorous.
up. You wanna
yeah,
put some-
yeah, I maybe a little.
Okay, so
Just
yes.
the hands,
yeah,
maybe?
that's what that is. Yeah.
But I don't want to be tied up now.
No,
No, rigor is
you're
you
the
wanna tie
person that
somebody.
Mike,
does it. A
Mike,
rope
do you ever
cutting.
see the porn where the girl gets like stuck in the window? You know what I mean? And the dude goes and
And their
bangs her
butt's
because
out?
her head is stuck in the window or whatever.
No, but I watch
No.
glory.
Okay.
No, but I watch glory holes here and there.
Okay, cool.
Do you?
They're pretty
But
fun.
So you
in
are
Arizona,
what we say
in
you are.
Arizona, bro, at the porn shops,
It
they had
sounds pretty
actual
legit.
glory holes.
Let's hear the rest of this.
Okay,
No, no.
so maybe for your guys' podcast, I went on a Bumble date where the girl invited me to go and do the glory hole shit at a porn shop, and I was like, so everybody else
Put your
can watch.
wiener in the glory
I
hole.
didn't, bro. I was like, no, I'm not gonna
Pussy.
do that. I would,
Yeah, why?
See, so like Mike,
We will post the
We
rest
got-
of his
we- yeah.
BDSM quiz on our page.
Yeah, well,
The plus one
Why
part.
didn't you put your dick in the hole though?
because
You're invited.
It just
Especially if you know
Vampires,
who's on the
you're
other
invited.
side.
You knew who was on the other side?
It
Oh,
was
yeah, I love
It was her, wasn't it?
supposed to be, but I just didn't.
You really think she would do you like that?
Yeah.
Just really?
And she's just
Just some random off a dating app.
Yeah,
It
and
could
you
happen.
think someone.
bounce
Yes,
her ass
Paul,
off the wall.
goddamn.
Man,
See,
that's
okay, so sometimes, Paul, I'm like, you're too cautious. You worry too much. But goddamn right. That's why I didn't fucking do that
Right.
shit. You know what I mean?
Was it a
I
girl
just
you were
like-
dating?
No, it was like first,
Oh,
second date. Second date.
Okay.
Oh,
First-
so
She
you'd
said,
met her
"Let's go to
before?
this
No,
place."
well,
Like if it was
so-
someone I knew who says, "Yeah, let's go to the
No.
glory hole," I'd be like, "Oh, I'm expecting that
No,
to
no. First
Yeah,
date.
I would love to put.
No.
Yes.
So first date was dome, and then second date was like, you want to go do the glory hole at the fucking porn shop down there? I was like, no.
Oh, she power throated your
cool.
cock on the first
Is this
date.
our
Yeah,
friend that
yeah,
we talk about,
hardcore.
the type 2?
And so
Yeah,
so
this is a type 2 hoe.
so
This
I'm
is
down.
type 2
So,
hoe. This
oh
is
wait,
like-
wait, you got
Oh,
types?
well, okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
there's two types of
okay.
hoe.
So I'm down
Well, there
for
might be more
so
than
I'm
two,
so
but-
What
I'm
are your
down for
two?
date 2, right?
Power
and
throw to
then
that corn
that's the
dog.
proposal for date 2, and I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm yeah, like not glory hole for date 2, but power throat for date 1. Fuck yeah, date 2 is on.
Well, you can see who.
Yo, P or TJ, would you guys do a glory hole if you knew who was on the other side of it?
Yeah, why not?
But how can you know who's on the other side of it?
You stick
That's
your eye
what
up
is
to the
so-
hole, bro.
So, also that.
You get a
Yeah,
dick in your
oh,
eye, stick your eye to the hole. I'm blind.
I'm pretty sure
How do you know
they're
who's
one
on the
way
other
holes.
side
I don't
of the
think you
hole,
can
bro?
go, you know,
How do you
aren't they
know?
one way?
Unless she has a dick.
How do you know?
He said, what did he say? What did he say on
She's
the
like,
hangover?
oh, I meant this. Was
I
supposed to
came
be the
in
other
you,
way.
you
You're gonna
came
suck
on the
my
floor.
dick.
Okay, I gotta go pee real quick.
Oh, you're trying to put your dick in here? I was trying to put my dick in here.
If you knew who was on the other
There's
side of
like,
the glory
I have
hole, would you do
something.
it? What? If you knew who was on
It's
the
not a
other side of a
glory hole if you
glory
know who's on
hole,
the other
would you
side.
stick your dick in the hole?
Hold on.
Or if you had a promise of a person on the other side of a wall, would you stick your dick in there?
Would you stick your dick through a hole in the wall if you knew the person that said they were going to put their ass or mouth against the hole on the other side? Would you put your wiener in the hole?
Well, what's the point of that?
Would you do it if you didn't know who was on?
It seems like it's someone, I don't know. It seems like it's a stranger. That's a kink. I don't know. Right?
Well, the
Yes.
stranger is I
It's
sit on
like
my hand till
Facebook.
it
But if
goes
you
numb.
want it-
and
if you
Pretending
want
you're
it-
someone else.
If you want it to be a stranger, then but if you know who it is,
like
that kills
get a
the
girl
whole-
that colors her hair
Yeah.
all the time. It's like, who is this bitch?
like I don't want to wake up to a blowjob not knowing who it is, so I wouldn't want to stick my dick in a hole not knowing who it is. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, I sit on my hand till it goes numb and finish myself off.
but if you
We call
like
that a
remove like
stranger.
STD scares, that changes the game. I guess I don't know.
We'll put a rubber
In
on.
a perfect
put it through a
world.
hole.
I wouldn't ever want to get my dick sucked with a rubber on.
No, it doesn't feel the same.
I've never had it. I just assume the worst.
Gross.
It doesn't
That
feel.
probably
I,
tastes
yeah,
very
I was like, what
Like,
the
who wants to
fuck?
have a piece of rubber in their mouth? Yeah.
I saw
Someone who doesn't want
I
STD.
saw a
Yeah.
porn. I feel like it was Lala G. I fucking condom on the dildo before she started sucking it.
What is it? Is it like a public dildo?
I don't know.
That's
Public?
sex
Public?
marketing too.
Is it?
So it's like if you wanna,
Why would you
'Cause I
put a
was like
dildo
that.
on a?
then
I was just
put
immediately
why would you
turned
put
off.
Why would you put a rubber on a dildo?
Yeah,
Say it,
yeah.
TJ.
I was immediately turned off. I was like,
Are
no.
you sharing
I'm
dildos?
like, yeah, she looks good. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, no.
No, what's the point? I'm still. Can we figure out what the point of putting? Can y'all tell
Look
us?
at that. Even the sound says it all.
Well, what was the question?
Is the
Are you sharing
cares?
dildos?
what's the point of putting
Dildos,
rubber on a
dildos.
dildo? Are women sharing dildos? Why are they putting rubbers on dildos?
Don't look at me. I don't even like rubbers on regular dicks.
And also me either. That's why I do not use her dildos.
Yeah.
They're the size of my arm. I'm a team tiny dick.
Just like
I do
just,
not want to deal
just,
with her
just
dildos.
the tip.
I can't believe you haven't got dick pics yet.
No one has ever
Just the
in
tip?
my life. No one has ever sent me a dick pic.
Someone's gonna
That
hear
is
this because we have a bunch of perverted friends, and you're just gonna get
They
a.
won't.
Oh yeah.
Her number is.
My Instagram is.
She's like, oh my god, I got my first dick. It was an innie.
Can I tell
All
you?
my
Like,
dick pics Sarah has
I
sent
was-
me of people that sent. Yeah.
because I sent you a message from our podcast page,
Mm-hmm.
and you got back to me, and then I was like, oh, I should probably send Audrey one. Because I didn't know if I should put Audrey or Adriana.
Did you send
and
me
I
one?
fucked it up. Yeah, you
Instagram,
responded.
that was you. Okay, yeah.
But I sent this message, and as I'm sending it,
Yeah.
it shows that she's like 5,000 plus followers. I was like, she's never gonna
I
respond
didn't see
to
it.
me.
Yeah, I didn't
She
see
is.
it.
No, you responded
After
within
a while.
day.
Okay, oh, I feel proud
I
of
was
myself.
I was
have a
impressed
lot of
with you. I was
followers.
just like, holy shit.
I
I
respond.
have
I spend
700 followers, and you're
Want some
fucking
whiskey?
welcome.
Fuck yeah.
No, I try to
754.
respond. I do try to respond to all of it.
Follow me on
But it
there.
is- it is a struggle. But so you, oh, that's nice that he thought I wouldn't respond, but I just didn't see
You're
it.
on the Facebook. You're on everything.
That's how it goes sometimes, you know. When you're very
No longer a
popular like
trio.
that.
No,
yeah.
that's cool.
It's
Yeah.
the crew.
I don't feel like I'm popular
What
in
do-
real
what-
life. Maybe
All right, so we did a weird test. What are we on to right now? What's the
I really
No more
want.
for
I really want the ladies here to tell the story about the little man with the king size bed.
I thought you were going to say the little man with the king size dick.
But
Wait, I want to
was
tell you
not
guys.
inside.
So this episode,
so
we're
he's
gonna-
little all over.
Wait,
no,
so
I want this
Can
story
I-
told
can I talk about
because
it?
I am an avid listener of the Plus One podcast.
Thank
and
you.
I remember
Love it.
when Sarah was explaining that she likes to feel small.
I did.
And
And
then
our
she went to a
platforms to make this
small
bitch
little
feel better
man.
every
So I
day.
was like, I'm really interested in why somebody who wants to feel small would get with somebody who cannot make her feel small.
Can I say that entire episode
Well,
was
you can put your
literally-
knees in your shoes and walk around.
No, so
It was it was the sad boy episode. It wasn't about whether or not she feels small. The episode was.
that's not what he's saying.
I know. Go ahead, Sarah.
So
Tell what happened. Why you were into this
Because
guy.
I think the
I've
importance
dropped a
here
baby before. You got
is
me
that
fucked up.
everybody,
I just cheers.
but I think the importance everybody needs to know, which I love about your show, is you make sure that these guys know you have a chance. There is a
Oh,
chance.
he definitely had a chance.
Yeah, like,
And it wasn't-
but we
and I
are
didn't-
stupid and we fuck it up so much.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
he
saying
fucked
that.
it up, yeah.
It wasn't-
Well, it's true. Can I say something else real quick? I'm married. I've been married for a while, and I have discovered that the aspect of speaking to a woman is a lot less scary when you're not trying to fuck them.
Yeah.
And so,
Yes.
yeah. So,
That's true.
so like I get to watch my friends or my family members all the time stumble over, act like idiots, but I believe men are fucking stupid. I believe men have created a lot of things to impress women, and that is why we have gotten so much shit. So I'm an avid believer in women have been ruling the world for far longer than we understand. And so I love this whole story because from the beginning, I mean, you're fairly new, 7 episodes in, but to go from that aspect of like, no, I like to feel small, and then to have this story of
do
being
like
with a
that.
small
Accept
man,
this person that's
that
small.
means that no matter what the barrier may seem like, there is always a chance if you do it right.
Yeah.
And that's why I like the story.
Me too.
You know, and here's the thing is like that day that I went on that date with him, it was between him and another guy, and it was purely because of how he treated me that I decided to go on the date with him. And it had nothing to do with like who he was or what he looked like. And now on the other hand, when it came down to like I like to explore. I like to find out what makes people tick and what makes relationships tick and why people do the weird things they do. My kink is getting into someone else's kink. Something that someone else is totally into and it lights a fire inside of them. That's what makes me go, oh, and I'm intrigued and I want to know more. And I'm down to dive into it with you. Because I'm not the kind of person that's like, ew, no, or something. Like, I'm open. I'm so open. I'm very curious. So when it came to the point where I was like, I could totally have sex with a little person, like, it was kind of a no-brainer. So
You did that?
when hell
Did
yeah.
you film it?
No.
That's what Kane asked about everything.
Because Kane's next question is going to be, because if you need somebody, I know a guy.
Yeah, no. I was definitely not interested in doing it again. That's kind of what made him lose his cookies.
So you were into it, like
No. I just needed to see what it was like.
So you're into it one time, one
how-
time only.
Wait,
How did he go
yeah,
from
yeah.
succeeding to fucking it up completely?
Yeah. Tell us about that. Like,
Please.
Because
He-
the next
yeah.
day he showed up at the best at the bar right next to the place that I worked.
Not the next day. How the experience.
The next day was how he fucked it up.
experience
It wasn't
of
the
it,
sex
though.
part.
First
wasn't
of
what fucked
all-
it up.
But so the sex was legit with the little person.
No,
It
it
was
was
good
not.
enough. Well, it wasn't the worst
Why?
she's ever
Why?
had.
Yeah, that's what you said. It wasn't the
Was
worst.
it?
you
Was
ever
it?
had.
Yeah, but like, was it like
Because
position?
it's a mental thing. I couldn't get into it because this motherfucker looked like he was 6 years old.
But so
He
like.
slapped her ass. There's a handprint
So,
of a
like, did he
Okay,
have
have
to-
you ever
hand
Did
on
he
her
have to
boob.
like stand up while you
Get a
were on your
4-year-old
knees?
hands
No,
Like how-
man.
like how- like,
I'll put it to you
I'm
like
sorry,
this. No, I will give you the whole fucking
okay,
visual.
cool, yeah,
I was laying on
I'm
my back.
asking for that, please.
I was laying on my back.
I was picturing in my head. I was like, yeah, I
and
could
he
pick.
was on top of me,
Okay.
but his little baby hands were on my kneecaps.
Oh man.
And this motherfucker was swinging in between my knees like an Olympic. You know those little things that go back and
yeah,
forth
the
with the
rings.
Olympic
Yeah,
the
the
thing.
rings. Yeah,
That's what he looked like in between my legs.
Oh
Okay, 70% of my body is legs, and this motherfucker was 4'9".
Oh,
I will
God.
never watch the Olympics the same again.
Me neither, bro. That is
tried.
such a
She
graphic-
tried. She
Okay,
was
so,
done.
so
Hey, me and TJ used to want to go see Bridget the Midget.
Okay, so was it like
Oh, my
was
God.
girth a problem or motion or?
Well,
I remember she said,
Yeah,
I didn't know if his arm was the
but-
size of his dick or his dick was the size of his arm.
Well, because
And I was like-
that is a comedic depiction.
Could have been
for
both.
sure. But like what,
feel like
like,
it was sometimes.
but what was the dream killer? Like, was it like this is whack?
But that's
Like,
the thing.
Was it
because
because
I
it was
listened
funny?
to the episode. I listened
Because
to
it was
it.
funny. Is that
I've
why
heard
it
the
was
story,
whack?
and that's what I want people to understand. The sex is, from what I understand, the sex is not what ruined his game.
It
No.
wasn't.
And that's
it was how he acted.
So
and
stop
that's what-
thinking that
and-
because he was a little person, he didn't hold it down.
Well,
whatever,
wasn't
maybe
it.
it was
I mean,
his
he
after
didn't,
effects.
but that's not what.
But you said it wasn't the worst.
It wasn't.
it wasn't.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
But it was not
something
that.
else fucked it up. How did he fuck it up?
Okay, so
Well, a lot of ways.
he was just too fucking clingy. I don't like a bitch ass man. I don't care how big or small.
Well, like,
you
what was he
are.
clinging to? Just your leg, or
Showed up at her.
My apron strings.
Fucking Mike, man.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh,
Yeah. It's,
okay, continue.
awesome.
yeah. Well, I mean,
He was just
That's it.
clingy.
that was it was. I don't like that.
He's like,
Showed up at her.
And
work.
I
You said
I
he
said-
became a stage 5 clinger.
Yeah. So he started hanging out at the place next door to my work in
Oh, wow.
sweatpants, getting blacked out drunk, and calling me numerous times.
crying.
Crying.
There's a bar next
Don't
to
you
where
shed
you
a
work?
fucking tear.
he's wearing the sweatpants. He's trying to
I can't
flex.
stand. I swear to God, if you cry, you better.
I
can't
cry in
imagine.
every fucking movie ever. It doesn't matter.
Was he flexing
I
with
can't
the
st- I can't
sweatpants
help
like
it.
Nacho
Just killed
Libre
it.
though?
No, he was not.
Was he Nacho
Yeah,
Libre?
yeah.
I don't know. They were like.
Goddamn, pig.
I watched
like a
Big Daddy,
size.
or not Big Daddy, but I'm sorry to interrupt. Y'all go on.
No.
I just
I'm
wonder
just
if he's
saying.
like,
I
was
watched
wondering if
Mr.
he's like
Deeds last
Nacho.
night and I cried for like 45 minutes. It was fucking ridiculous.
Mr. Deeds?
Sorry, yeah. I know. I can't help it. I don't know
What part of
my-
Mr. Deeds made you cry?
All of it. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
Okay, P.
It's ridiculous.
Have you seen The Super with Joe Pesci?
No.
Yeah.
Oh
I've
my
seen it.
God!
Probably
Watch
make me
that.
fucking cry, too.
watch
Super.
No, what part of Mr.
Super.
Deeds did
Yeah,
you
what
cry?
part
We
of
need to
Mr.
get our
Deeds?
shit and leave. These motherfuckers all about to start crying.
He said he about to cry on Mr.
I'm
Deeds. What part?
kidding. She's trying to Irish goodbye already. She already
I have
told
a
me.
thing about. I just randomly
She goes,
leave.
I think I'm gonna leave.
You
I'm
got
like,
stuff
girl,
to do?
We no.
You guys want to rap?
No.
No, she's
She's the
unpredictable, ready to go kind of
She's
person.
Irish.
This is my
goodbye.
crying vibes, dude. This small dick
Are you a
vibes I'm
crying
giving
Ryan?
out.
Do you want to order some pizza or something?
Is that real?
Is it, if there's a place that still
No. We already suffered through the BDSM test. We don't need to do no more long-term shit. That was bad.
There are
It
several
takes
cars
forever
ready
to order
come.
fucking food online sometimes.
Dude,
Goddamn.
yeah. When,
That's why we just leave it up to other people.
Does this complete your
hungry.
order?
Genius.
Huh?
If
Does this
takes an
complete your
hour,
order?
It's like, bro, I could fucking drive there or catch a lift there for less time than
I
that.
could be eating by now, and so I'm sitting here waiting on the fucking punk ass.
But I feel like
Yeah.
maybe a sandwich would help her. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, like maybe a sandwich would help her.
I like how my pictures are back.
I should have brought the remains of my burrito from dinner. God damn it. I should have brought them.
Oh my God, my lip
Chipotle.
quivered.
Why is that?
Oh, what happened
I
from
got
the
so
burrito?
upset right now.
That I didn't bring my burrito?
Yes, and I don't know why. I assume everyone needs to feed me at all times. I'm like, excuse me.
You ain't got no burrito?
Pretzels. We talked about this.
I bought 2 burritos for dinner. I was, yeah.
What'd you have in the burrito?
One
Let's see if you
was-
can make her lip quiver again.
One was pork and one was chicken, and then they both had just rice and guacamole and
Black
some other
beans or
goods.
pinto
I
beans.
didn't get beans.
Nah, P's regular. So P's a regular ass dude. He said, "Oh yeah, I want a Cuban, but I don't want pickles on it or mustard."
I'll
Is that what
take
it
a
is?
little mustard.
Oh,
No,
no.
you
Nope,
didn't.
I don't.
Yeah, he
Why'd
said-
you ask me where to get the best
I
Cuban
said
if you're gonna go?
because I'm gonna go get a regular ass
I know,
Cuban. He
I
says,
get
"Yeah,
it.
but you can't be putting no pickles on that." And I was like,
I'm
"What-
fucking weird, all
Why
right?
don't you
Go
just
to
go make a
2-7.
why don't you just go make a fucking ham sandwich, you motherfucker?
Yeah, motherfucker. Throw some pastrami in there. Yeah.
On the burger
Oh yeah, those are good ones.
Here.
Go,
was,
go get you a
uh,
fucking
out to TJ.
half a ham sandwich and
Oh no, I bought that shit and I made that shit.
Hey, get out.
She just put it together.
I was raised in what's it called? Sheltered lifestyle. Yeah, that's right.
hey man,
So-
That's not what
what's
that
your
means.
what's your
'cause You have
favorite
a baby mouth.
what's your favorite hot
That's not what that means.
What do you mean?
I love having a woman at the table to call us on that shit.
what's your favorite hot dog?
pickles or mustard. I only like missionary sex.
Oh, that is not true.
Cut the crust off my sandwiches. Hey, so what's your favorite kind
I'll
of hot?
try
Have
anything,
Have
just
you
give me
ever
a little
seen a
liquored up
grown man
first.
pull his sandwich out his lunchbox and then the crust is cut off?
What a grown man.
I see this shit
No.
and I'm like,
What the fuck?
and I
That's
just
whack.
shake my fucking head. And I'm like,
Bro,
bro,
you work with
I
a grown
shake
man
my
that bought a
head when-
sandwich.
yes,
and it
I
was
work
cut-
with a grown man who pulls his sandwich out of his lunchbox
With the crust cut off?
cut off.
Bro,
My,
I
my,
hope
it
he
a
listens to this
Thundercats?
podcast
my
Is it a
mom,
Thundercat?
because you are a wiener.
my
I
mom
hope
does
so.
that shit for
with
my
the
son.
thermos.
And
But
He
that's
has
for your
milk in
son.
it.
That's for her grandbaby. That's
Hey,
different.
hey, hold up real quick. Hey,
Eat the fucking crust, kid. You know
guys.
what I mean? I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
why-
no,
why-
grandparents
you know
always
what
show
I
the
mean?
grandbabies more love.
Sometimes,
So, Sarah,
can
yeah,
I
what's
say,
up?
so
Yeah.
I get these women that come in my shop, right? And they're like buying weed for their like husbands or boyfriends. And they're like, well, it has to be this or else he's going to get super upset. And I'm like, are these dudes really sending their like wives to the weed shop and then like bitching them out or like getting all fucking...
Hey, bitch! I said get me the 27%.
No,
I don't
that's
even
not
know
what
what
I
that's
what I
like.
envision
Like,
is
I
like
can't even imagine that.
like I needed 28% THC. Like,
stupid
bitch. That's what I envision.
thunderfuck.
For real.
Like, just,
I can't.
Those
fuck
are the
is
guys
that?
that you know that don't have a license, don't have a car, don't have a fucking job.
I guess, dude.
No, that's what it
Fuck.
is. It's like,
Those are the guys that take their
But they're not-
girlfriend's
no, they're
car
like-
to
they're
cheat
like,
on them while they're
oh,
working.
They're like super particular. You can tell that the wives are super nervous because they're gonna piss off the guy if it's not the right shit. And I'm like, why doesn't this punk ass dude come buy his own fucking weed?
You don't
then?
know those
what I
guys
mean?
though. The guys that borrow their girlfriend's
I
cars. so
try
they can
not
go-
to know those
so
type
they
of
can go
dudes.
fuck
Come
other
on.
bitches while their girlfriend's working.
You know guys like that?
I do.
Do you call,
Still.
Do you guys call them out?
Still,
Dude,
I know
Do you
dudes
like
like
demand? Do you
They're-
demand that
no,
your friends?
they're
be
not my
better?
friends,
'Cause
I
that's
just
what
see
you
it.
should.
For
do.
real, like how do you
No,
know
not
people
my
like
friend.
that?
I know.
If I knew somebody
they're
like
not
that, I'd
my
be like,
friends.
"You a piece of shit, man."
So
I just see it.
do I
happen.
know dudes
You know what I
like
mean?
that? Like straight up, are they still like that? Probably not. But like when we were doing music and all that shit, I'm like, just dude.
Oh, I guess,
This dude lives with this girl. She pays all his bills. She goes to work. He drives around in her car. He has to be back by 7 o'clock, or she'll call the police for still in his car. But he's out doing whatever the fuck he wants to do till 7 o'clock in her car. And I'm like, damn dog, you're a bitch.
Yeah, can I? Can I
Would y'all
share a
put up with
story?
that?
Can I,
Story
okay,
time.
okay, so I drive
Don't even
Lyft,
fucking
right?
ask me that question.
So
Don't. I had soda in my mouth.
damn.
Do not
so,
even fucking ask me that question.
sorry.
Would I
So
put up with
so
that?
I drive Lyft for work, right? So sometimes I'll pick up a couple. You know what I mean? That are going on
Are
a
they
date.
fighting?
You know what I mean?
You get
Yeah,
some
that's
fighters?
happened sometimes, but
Yeah.
sometimes I'll pick up the girl first, and she's like, "We're going to pick up." This happened a week ago. Picked up a girl. She's like, "We're going to pick up my boyfriend, and we're going to go ice skating."
Did you get her number first?
No, I didn't, dude. Because I'm
I mean,
I'm
because clearly
working.
you have a car. Already doing better than
You
him.
have one thing going for you that he
can
doesn't.
already take his
jokes. You guys are fucking funny. I love you guys. You know what I mean? But it's like during
How
the
about we
whole-
don't pick him up and me and you go.
so during the whole lift, she's talking to me the whole time. Like she's got a whole bunch of like it was fun because it was like I had to pick her up, pick him up, and then 10 minutes to where they're going to ice skate. So it just
You saw the
It just
relationship evolve.
no, it was fun talking to her. He wasn't saying shit. You know what I mean? And then I dropped him
Yeah,
off.
because his bitch picked
And
him
then
up in
he-
an Uber, the fucking loser.
And see, so I dig
He did-
this.
he better not say a goddamn
yeah,
thing.
I dig this perspective from another
Get
female
in
because
and sit down. I'm taking your ass ice skate.
and
She's
so
probably
that's
paying for the skate
yeah,
rental
so
too.
that's how I felt about it too. It's just like, man, like
It's nice of her to take
and
her little baby
yeah,
ass bitch.
but
boyfriend.
like. Cause I
You wanna go ice skating, honey?
I asked him
Maybe
questions.
later I'll suck your cock.
No, but I asked him.
maybe not.
No, but during the ride, I asked him
Fucking
questions too,
bullshit.
like where he was from, and he didn't answer because he was salty and pissed off because I was talking. And I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry that I had better conversation with the girl that you're trying to bang tonight as the Uber driver or the Lyft driver, because fuck Uber. I work for Lyft. Then you
and
did.
isn't it crazy?
You know what I
Everybody
mean?
calls it an Uber, even if it's a Lyft. Like, let me call it Uber. Lyft pulls up.
but
and it's
but it is. It's like, man, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's a Lyft, but you know, it's an
I'm
Uber.
sorry. I had better words with her in this 15 minutes than you're probably still gonna get the pussy, bro. I didn't want to spoil
Well,
that
yeah,
for you.
obviously she has
But
no
it's like, dude,
standards.
don't be mad at me because we could have just listened to fucking Five Finger Death Punch or whatever
You
until
should
we
be
got
happy
there.
that
You know
he's
what I mean?
mad.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
You're like,
I'm
bye,
just-
buddy.
Yeah.
Let's find your dad.
Yeah. So thank you for
I have
letting
your
me share
girlfriend's
that.
number saved on
Yeah.
my lip there.
Well, 'cause-
She
well,
left me a big tip.
well,
I'm about to leave her one
'cause,
too.
dude, and she did. She tipped me like $5. You know what I mean? And so it's like,
Think bigger, my friend. Think
I
bigger.
know. It could be.
thank you for letting me share that story,
You're
Sarah.
welcome.
Because I've been off the dating scene for a long time, and I experience it third person driving Lyft.
Dude.
So it's like it's cool to be able to
Terrifying
tell the
place to be.
stories.
Hey
Yeah.
man, when I was doing Uber,
You know
I
what I
told the motherfuckers to get the fuck out of my car before.
Have you?
Yeah.
People arguing. You're like,
No, I
skirt.
picked up. It was. They must have been like
Yep.
freshmen in Gonzaga University. I picked them up and they felt entitled as fuck, probably because their parents was paying for all they shit. Picked them up and the girl was in the back, and she kept doing that. She wouldn't say a word, but she. I looked in my mirror and she's just popping her neck. And I said, "Is there a problem?"
The fuck is wrong?
No, could you like get there a little quicker? I'm like, man, I'm following the fucking. I'm following the laws. I'm going like
You
5
could
over.
drive your own car, bitch.
I'm going like 5 over, but she keeps on going. So I pull over. I was like, man, get the fuck out. She's like, excuse me. And the dude's like, dude, I'm sorry. Like she must have been in a bitchy mood already. And I'm like, get out of my car. I'm doing you a favor. Well, we're going to give you. I don't give a fuck what kind of review you're going to give me.
Yeah.
I'm helping you out. Get the fuck out my car. I'll cancel this shit right now. I don't need no money. I just drove like 4 blocks.
Dude, yeah, that's my mind state too. Is like
I never even thought about like the perspective of the driver.
No, it's just, it-
I meant
I really
One
was just
time.
the drunk bitch in the back all the
yeah.
time.
one time.
Onward.
for Lyft.
Probably pretty fun to drive for, I imagine.
more
you know?
Hey,
money
there was some
for them
dope.
than
There was
you
some.
paid to them.
There was some dope rides.
You did
man.
it in the Cadillac?
Yeah, there was
Oh,
some
man.
dope rides. I picked up some
I
dudes.
would get it again.
I picked up some dudes like they were like in a bachelor party or something. He's like, "Oh, the motherfuckers picking us up in the caddy." They said, "Hell yeah, brother!"
Dude.
And then the motherfuckers gave me like $20 plus the ride, and I'm like, "You motherfuckers paid me more in a tip than you paid for the ride, but I'm not complaining."
Yeah.
And
Hey,
You're like, here's my personal
George
number.
Lopez's son. I told you guys that.
yeah.
but other than
Fuck
that,
Lyft, fuck Uber.
I picked a drunk
'Cause
lady up.
He was humble. His friend was like, you know this. You know what I mean?
I
It's
picked
like,
this
no,
drunk lady
man,
up in
it's cool.
Hilliard.
Whoa.
What's
Ooh, I already
what,
know
what
this is
what's the
gonna be
Hilliard
good.
place that used to sell
Good
the
story.
drink cards?
The special
Oh,
The
K.
yeah,
special
we
K.
went there
So I
before.
picked her up at the
Drink
special
Drink
K,
Special K.
and she says,
Down Crestline.
"Take me to the what's the Peking North? Take me to Peking
no.
North." I said,
Karaoke.
I said, "Ma, but your friend kind of wanted me to get you
Karaoke.
home, and she's paying for the ride." She's like, "Listen, customer's always right." And I was like, "All right."
Listen.
I was like, "All right, I'm dropping your
Anybody
motherfucker."
who says that shit, they're already fucked up.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
wasted.
listen,
I was like,
listen
all
to
right.
me.
I said, all right,
Listen to
I'm
me,
dropping
listen
your
to me.
ass off at the
It's just me and
Peking.
you in here.
And she gets out the
I
car,
have no choice but to
and she walks in. She's like, "Here, I made these." Throws a bunch of weed cookies on my seat. Eat them. It's a tip. And I'm like,
It's a
man,
nice tip.
I don't know what the fuck's in them. So
I
like,
mean,
I was like, I'm not
tips
eating these
go.
motherfucking things. I get called to Uber again, and it says pick up at Peking, and I fucking was like decline that
Oh,
shit.
great.
It's the crazy lady.
Hey, can I segue a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know the ladies are trying to get out of here soon.
Well, I mean, one of them is.
Okay. So if you
Well, I have
my,
some
my
questions.
much
You wanna hang out
sexier
longer?
counterpart.
because I went for 6 hours with these bros one
I
time.
said I was
You know
gonna
what
be
I
here
mean?
for 1 hour, and it's been like
1 hour.
1 hour. Whoa.
Who'd you say that to?
Yeah. Thank
my
you.
mind,
if-
my
if-
soul,
if-
to
if-
my
You said you
soul.
was gonna do something for 1 hour.
You said it was gonna be an hour.
I was waiting for.
Because I have specific questions directed towards your podcast, and I really want to get
Yes.
into
Can we
that.
talk about that? Yes, we're ready.
Because I feel your podcast needs more promotion, more attention, because it's great.
Thank you.
you.
Yeah.
It is great.
And I would
It's
I would
relevant as fuck.
I would love to get into some do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts.
Because-
yes.
If you could just give a brief explanation.
Well, I thought
of
you just said it a lot of times. So
I
like,
did. Because I
very
fucked it up,
short, like,
fucked up, made fun of myself, went
trying
back.
to tell us
Brief.
No, let's hear what he has to say. Brief what?
A
Do's and
brief
don'ts?
explanation, description of what your podcast is for the people who don't know before I ask my question.
Sarah, or you want me to?
you, me, us.
It's a sex and dating podcast, and
Yeah.
we do talk about what will best. Like, we're trying to be advocates for people that are dating in 2021, and we do some do's and don'ts.
Why do you look?
Okay, so
Yeah.
She's looking at you like,
Basic-
no, that's not what that is.
well, no, David.
Okay, so what about
hear it, Sarah.
Basically,
what about
so
Polly?
our
What about Polly?
no, our podcast is
It's-
like
No, we
basically
won't get there yet. I want to hear their explanation.
The listeners are a fly on the wall.
To what
It's a
like
it's a
to hear
listen
about.
in on what it's like to be in the dating world in any capacity in a small town, and it's told by two hungry, funny babes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, and
He said we're
we
gonna do
tell
this
the
like
good
we
and the
will.
bad and the ugly. Like, some of our people just really love us and they send us money to edible planties on Venmo, and then some people are pricks at the
wait,
gas
wait,
station,
wait.
and we tell all the stories of like the good things that happen to us because you know.
Are you from the city?
Why the
Which
fuck
one?
are you interrupting them?
You see that? You see that? I tried to ignore him. I did. I was making fierce eye contact with you. And then
Fierce
what
eye
happened was
I do
Yeah.
understand what he's getting at. He's like, let's hear some as a male
Well,
perspective.
and
do
we're
some
We'll
com-
dating.
get there.
and we're
We'll get there. I
completely
just want.
different,
I want
too.
that moment of explanation because
Yeah.
we didn't start with that.
Well, and
we
the-
started
and-
pretty hot and heavy with everything else.
Yeah, we just hopped in.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you follow our podcast, if you listen to it and you follow the Facebook page, there are some do's and don'ts of dating.
That's
if you,
not what he meant by that.
I know, but I'm just saying that, like, if you do follow it, you will learn what women are after and what men are after, and it is relevant.
Well, it's
everything we talk about is relevant.
unfiltered. It's an unfiltered look.
It's an authentic
into-
look at
yeah.
what it's like at dating in Spokane as a single person, or just as a person.
I don't
person
even
that's
really
on the
know.
date.
We're really funny. I think.
So
We're
you don't
like-
have to be a single
If-
person.
if
just
you're-
a
You don't even
person.
have to be a
I
single
like-
person.
I-
If you're
I'm
in a
not single
relationship,
person.
you're gonna listen to what we have to say, and you'll be like, "I'm so glad I have a wife."
Yeah, or
And-
a husband, or they'll be like, well, maybe. I mean, there's. I, don't know.
I
It's
actually,
not-
I
it's
won't
not
lie.
advice.
I've listened more than once 7 times apparently because I'm all caught up, and I have thought
Thank you.
thank God I'm locked up. I don't have to worry about this shit anymore.
But also, if
'Cause
you're
it's
not, you feel like
it's
a
brutal.
it's a
sense
crazy
of-
game these days.
Yeah,
it's
it's
crazy,
out there.
but I like to
It
hear
is
about it
crazy.
because I know so many people
Yeah,
dealing
you
with
can
it.
kind of like,
And I'm
it's
like-
a glimpse. What
Yeah.
it is, it's a comedic glimpse into the daily lives of people in situationships of some kind.
Yeah.
Comedic in a sense, but it's so real. I love
you.
it. That's my favorite
you.
part about it because even my least favorite episode I listened to, I was like, I can't knock
Which
them
one
for
was
it.
that?
It was the Chris's episode.
Oh, that's everyone's favorite episode.
Why was that your least favorite?
Well,
I
it
was
was
so
different from the
vulnerable in that
others.
episode.
So,
I hated it.
so from my point of view, having your ex-boyfriends live on a podcast talk about what their favorite things or not favorite things is not going to be authentic.
But it was because they didn't want to come on there,
Well,
and they did.
And that's your point of view, but from my listening ears
You're like,
and
this
my
must
experience,
be
I'm like,
made
no,
up.
this doesn't make sense.
Like,
This like a
yeah.
fucking formulated plot.
It wasn't
And
formulated at all. But
Cool,
okay.
but
Like-
for me, you need to learn
Yeah.
as a podcaster now. It's about the listeners, not about what you perceive it to be. It's about
Okay.
what it is.
Thank you for
And
that insight.
and for me as a listener, I was like, this is not real. I want to hear y'all. I want to hear y'all talk about your shit. I want to hear your stories, not with these Chris's at the.
Well, we had no
All right,
idea.
well, they won't be back.
I want you to know. I do want you to know.
No matter how
anyone
bad
that
they
listens to our
want to.
podcast, we had no idea what they were going to say, and we were very anxious about it.
But if you pull a
I
guy
love
up,
it.
if
didn't
me and
know
my
what we were
wife
gonna
break
ask.
up and she's like got a podcast, and she says, "Hey, can you come on the show and we're gonna talk about what you liked and didn't like about
Well,
me?"
and
It's
here's-
gonna my
They didn't know the
authenticity is
questions.
questioned. You
So
two are
Podcast
genuine.
fodder.
You two are genuine. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and we've been doing it for a while now. But I mean, you guys have something special, and I am I'm a fucking cheerleader of yours. I am. I am pushing it. I'm showing
Me too.
people. I'm telling them about it
Thank you.
because
I'm about to write that now. It's
my
get
my big
better.
thing when Mike brought this up, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Do you understand that you guys go for an hour because of Speak? Like you guys go for an hour. We're like almost 3 hours in right now. And if you didn't have a message on your phone telling you to go somewhere else or like you'd want to hang out for more hours. And that's because I was like,
I got
Mike.
them on my phone too. I'm just like,
Yeah, I was like, Mike, let's do it.
Yeah,
This
hey.
is battle of the sexes.
I'm so
Let's
happy about
do
this
it.
right now.
And TJ, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Sarah, seriously, if yeah, like there's
Jump in,
like
Janelle.
there's 1 hour for your Speak, but for the Acid Trip podcast, it's gonna be like a 6 to 8 hour.
Well, we'll be there for that.
We'll literally bring a
but
fanny
like,
pack.
dude,
I'm
are you
gonna be
guys?
there,
You guys are both down
Yes.
for the?
Yes. Audrey asked for permission earlier.
Oh
She
man,
said, "Can I come too?"
Oh, I was like, from who?
I'm kind of part of the deal.
Are you kidding me? Kane right here, he loves anybody who's willing to partake in the journey.
Oh my God.
And he has wait, let me let me speak for you real quick because this is and nobody should
Like,
be.
how long is this gonna last?
This
I
guy,
bring my own acid.
this
that I
guy,
won't take.
this guy has painted
already. I fucking love
the most incredible environment for an acid trip. He has an Airbnb with the fucking just all these different activities already laid out. Where I talked to somebody who's never even met Kane, they're like, "Can I go?" And I said, "I'm sure he would be open to it." And she's like, "Please let him know I want to go because that sounds like the best environment ever to do it in." And then all of a sudden she's going too.
Yeah.
Because he painted the perfect environment for it.
Where is it? We'll get the details.
And it was. I got to postpone it.
It's coming.
Yeah, but
It's soon.
It's fine. I'm going to Mexico next week.
Oh,
So jealous.
Yo, hey,
what are you gonna do there? Is it just vacation time?
I'm gonna do some drugs and suck a lot of dick.
Yeah.
Lay around naked. Swim
Yeah, tell us about what the
naked,
women's
float,
vacation is like.
titties.
Bro, yeah.
I'm gonna
okay.
do all of that.
I don't think she's
Yeah.
being honest, bro.
I don't think so either, but I like
Well,
it.
she's
And our
having a good
listeners are gonna
ass
like
time.
it.
I'm dead ass
I'm gonna be
serious.
home alone.
Hell
eating
yeah.
It's
cans
me
of
and my
corn.
I'm
boyfriend,
not doubting it.
one other couple.
Oh.
We're all basically nudists.
So you are gonna lay around.
So
then.
suck a lot of it.
Is it gonna be
You're being
Same
completely
dick.
honest.
I'm
Is it gonna be a
100%
swinging?
Oh.
No. We don't share.
Sucking the same dick, but
but
a lot
I'll
of
suck a
time.
dick
Oh, the
next
same-
to her
this-
sucking her
Just to get you
Well,
going.
when you
They're
said
both
you're going to be
all-
sucking a lot of dick, you're
one
you just
dick,
mean
one
one
dick a lot of times.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
just all
Okay.
all day,
Yeah, all over that
existing
face.
on-
Yo,
Hell yeah.
yo, I got a story. I've known her for a while.
sure you do.
So she was.
You're not gonna tell the candy story, are you?
I know it's a different story. She was dating this one dude. I won't name his name, but
Sarah,
Love him.
Audrey, you two are awesome.
Wonderful.
Like, seriously,
So-
I just.
yo, wait.
I'm going to be pushing your podcast so hard for everybody because you guys are great.
Yeah.
I fucking love your
Actually
energy and your
listen to
balance.
it.
I'm
It
really
is-
excited to hear what
TJ.
you're about to say.
So I'm with the homie Joe.
Which homie, Joe?
Not
Which
not that
okay.
Joe.
Oh, okay.
I'm with the Mexican homie Joe.
Okay.
You met him. We outside of a bar.
Oh, he's the one that
It's a
loves
bar,
y'all.
It's a bar that's below a building.
He's the one that
There's
wants
a building
to.
complex. You were bartending there at one point, but I think you used to drink there a lot.
He wants to motorboat the
So,
Jugabooms.
There was some dude that used to
Everyone
date,
does.
and he drank a lot. And you're like, oh, the motherfucker, he just went
Oh,
home, and he
damn.
was just wasted. And me and Joe were just like sitting there, like, oh, that's fucked up. You're like, God, she's like, yeah, see, she's like,
like the fucking backwoods, baby.
No, of course not.
Jesus Christ. She said, yeah. Well, he can go home and pass out. See if he can suck his own dick.
Sarah's the one who said that?
Yes.
You've been telling me that story for years.
Amazing.
Sarah says some shit.
He could, and one
Yo,
time,
me and Joe was dying, and he's like, "God damn!"
Oh my God.
well, because one time,
Give me
also,
Knuckles.
One time,
Oh my God.
I posted a picture with me and that same guy. We had gone out shopping or whatever, and it was our shoes. We both bought a pair of Vans, and I was all hashtag relationship goals. And fucking Mike gets on there and writes, drags lifeless body up the stairs. Like, you were, because I posted a picture. And it's like, you knew he was a drunk, and you're like, relationship goals. Gets so fucked up. She
Yo,
drags
TJ.
lifeless body up the stairs. Like,
TJ, me and Joe used to call this dude Bearded Dragon. You know
he
who I'm
was
talking about?
He was such a drunk that when he walked away, he looked like a marionette, dude.
No,
Like,
I
he would walk on
I
his
seen him
tippy
down.
toes.
I seen him like downtown randomly the other day.
He
I was
looked
like,
like a
I'm
fucking
still in awe.
velociraptor.
I've been hearing this story for years, and I
do you
never
know
knew who
you
it
know
was.
who we're talking about? The dude though. Me and Joe call the dude Bearded Dragon, and he walks. He reminds me of my dad. He's always wasted,
Tippy toes,
but he's just
real
like
bad.
on his tippy toes like this. And I'm like,
He looks like a weeble
it's
wobble.
10 in the. I said it's 10 in the morning. Does this motherfucker work?
I didn't even get to my do's and
Did
don'ts.
he work?
Can I get to
I
my...
am leaving, everyone. I am leaving.
He does work.
Audrey, you out of here?
And he
He had a
Oh, I
job.
thought you said you were leaving.
he worked.
When did he work?
Yeah, like
But can we get to some do's
When did he
and don'ts?
go? But when did he? Hold on. When did he work?
He worked.
Because he was at the bar at 10 in the morning until he was wasted tumbling down the street.
Dude,
love to
I've
get some
I've
do's and
kicked him
love-
out of the bar
I
2
wanna get
times
to
in
some
one day
do's
before.
and don'ts.
Tinder
Because
do's and don'ts.
this
Do not
is the
have
thing-
one of your main pictures.
Well,
be
apparently
with
he
3 other
worked.
dudes.
I'll shut
No,
up
this
now.
is huge.
but not just Tinder. Bumble.
No, dude, no.
No, same
I don't-
thing, same
dude,
thing,
Is
same
Bumble
thing.
paying you?
No,
Why do you keep bringing up Bumble?
because Bumble.
Why you got
Puts-
your hands down in your shirt?
Bumble. Because Bumble places
Can
the
we
power
talk about
No.
it?
in the hands of the
Do's
woman.
and don'ts for the
Tinder
dating
do's
scene.
and don'ts.
The woman
Do
has
not
to
have
holler
your
at you
dating
on Bumble.
profile, whether it's Bumble, Tinder, what the fuck ever. We don't care. Do not have you.
I got
with 3 other
JJ.
guys where we don't know which dude you are. Don't have you with a bunch of filters. Don't have you with a fish or a dead animal. Some girls aren't into that.
Don't have you with
Hey,
sunglasses
hey,
on or
whoa,
a
whoa,
mask
Well,
on.
we
But
can't
if you
tell what
have
you
the
look
dead
like.
animal, some girls would be into that, right?
Well, I got
I'm
JD
from
at
the
Farmers
woods.
Only.
Wait, I have a question.
I'm on
Somebody give-
I have a
farmersonly.com.
question.
Farmers only?
What if you think a dude is cute and it ends up being a woman?
That
You're really hooked on this trans shit, bro.
I feel like you might be into it.
that's
It's
never
really a
happened, and
safe
I think
space.
that's your business. Like whatever you're.
Has
Who cares?
No, I've never seen
Would-
different
Things
genitalia.
happen, I guess.
Fernando has a
right?
whole different trans
When
discussion.
I mean, because I'm bi, so and the longest relationship I've had with a woman was nearly 5 years.
I remember my son brought me a
So
picture one day. He
when
goes,
I'm hooking up with a person,
"Do you think she's hot?" And I was
I
like,
expect to see that.
What's
and
going
I've just
on
always
here?
Seen that.
I know what you're up
and he's
to.
like, "Do you think she's hot?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck are you asking me?" He's like, "Because it's a dude." And I was like, "If that's the case, he's hot."
I've done that before.
I'm like, "What do you
Hey.
want me to say?" Like, I'm an advocate.
You're so gay.
I'm
Like,
an
the,
advocate
like,
too.
I don't care for this whole fucking trying to explore the ifs and it because it's like no.
I feel like if you want to have sex with someone, then
Yeah.
you just have sex. with them.
I think the, I
I'm,
think
I'm,
the,
I'm hoe number.
I did the ultimate test
Listen to
for
a
a friend of
podcast.
mine that was
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah.
I
See
did
the
the
different
ultimate
kind of
test, and a lot of motherfuckers are like, "What?"
I think the,
and
I'm like,
no,
surprise, I'm gay
Like,
and straight.
no, I'm like, I'm comfortable with
whatever.
my sexuality, and I have been for I don't even know how.
No, I
many
could say
years.
that. Like I was telling you guys the other day, I was like, dude, I can look at a dude and be like, yo, he's a good looking dude and he could probably nail some chicks.
are we?
That dude over there, he's an ugly son of a bitch and he ain't nailing nothing. But what I was gonna say is,
Do you need my address?
TJ,
Type
the
it
the trans woman on Orange Is the New Black is actually really pretty.
She's beautiful. Are you kidding me? She's not really pretty. She's fucking gorgeous.
You can be hot and be trans.
Yeah.
I don't. What's her name?
No, God, I wish I knew because she was just on Ellen 2 days ago.
Because I saw an Orange Is the New
Wow.
Black and I
I
was
was
like,
watching her
damn,
on there.
she kind of
And
good looking.
No, she's fucking gorgeous. And I love she has a new documentary out and I wish I remember what it's called so we could plug it. But I believe
look
it's
it up
on
right now.
Netflix. And disgruntled, no, it's I I feel like it starts with a D.
No,
but
it was Destination. Sometimes the Kara Thrace from Battlestar Galactica was on that show too.
She was. You're right.
But it was like I like
Love Battlestar
when I saw that I was like, that character is trans, but it's a good character. You know what I mean? And there's a bunch of romance and shit because it's like 10 episodes or something. But
what's her name on Orange Is the New Black?
I wish I remembered.
You sound funny with a cigarette in your mouth.
Oh,
That's why you talk like Joe Dirt. That's when you guess it's Joe Dirt.
it's Laverne Cox, right?
I don't know. That doesn't sound right.
I just think
guessing
it's funny
Who are
that that's the last
Arbiter?
name she
Yeah,
chose.
Kara Thrace.
That cannot be it.
Laverne Cox.
What if
Is
it
it
wasn't
really?
chosen?
She's in
though?
Mandalorian season 2.
Openly
Kara Thrace.
transgender.
That's fine.
Laverne Cox is a very beautiful
fine as
man.
No,
She's
she is a beautiful
she's a
woman.
whole ass woman, and she's fine as fuck. Look at her.
Your spirit is what makes
Okay,
you. man or woman.
do's and don'ts, ladies. Do's and don'ts.
son.
Dating
Do's
app.
and don'ts
Dating
on
app.
a date.
Dating app.
On a first date. Do's and don'ts.
Do be quiet.
Yeah.
Well, for us.
Do pay the tab.
Yeah.
Do offer for her to leave the tip
Yeah, I agree.
because we have pride. We ain't no fucking little bitches. Like, we got pride. We want to split it with you, but you need to be a man and be like, no, I got this. But if you want to leave the tip, you can. Because then the
Afterwards-
girl's like, okay.
Do dress nice.
goes
Do
right to my
have not
server.
a beard that
50
doesn't.
bucks for you.
Do have a beard that
Yeah.
doesn't look like pubes.
Yeah,
Afterwards,
don't have
afterwards, I
14
want to
hairs.
tell a story about that.
Don't expect or demand
Anything.
sex
Literally
or
anything.
anything.
Actually,
Don't expect or
anything.
demand anything, honestly, because
I'd imagine that's a big thing.
yeah, it really
Oh,
is.
for sure,
Because
I'm sure.
Expectation.
even I've had so many different dates of mine kind of throw that out there, like, well, I think I've actually not even kind of throw that out there. Literally look me in the face. I think I've done enough. I think I've done
You have.
enough to deserve a kiss tonight, don't you think?
And you're like,
And I'm like,
you
yeah,
don't-
I'm gonna bend over and spread my cheeks, and you can kiss my bare asshole. Perfect. That's
I'd be
great.
into that.
Thank you for offering.
You can
But-
kiss my
but, like-
entire ass about.
I'm
wanting a kiss
laughing
from
my
me.
asshole off.
LMAH.
So what are the winning features? What are some of the best
Good
first
date.
dates you've been on? Like what are the
One of my best
Traits
first
or
dates.
acts.
I would say one of my best first dates is like the person really listening, being
Yeah.
engaged in what you have to say, compliment how you look.
Yeah.
and that's what I meant earlier about the podcast.
Yeah.
Because like I listened to your content. I heard your content for 4 episodes before I even saw what either of you looked like. And then I was like,
Were you shocked? What was your thought there?
Yeah.
I was
I
more
always wonder
shocked
what
by
people
Audrey.
think.
I was way more shocked by Audrey.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because
sultry, that's
No, I want to hear. I want to hear this. No way, I want to hear this.
I wasn't ready for your physical feature to match the voice that I was listening to. Like
I've
I
heard
wasn't
that
quite
before.
sure what I was
what
going to
you
hit.
think too?
Was Sarah like you
She
actually
has a sexy voice, and I'm like, I got a cartoon
Sarah
grandma
actually
voice, but look
matches
at, I'm
the-
like Jessica Rabbit.
you really have, but I'm also from Spokane.
yeah.
And so
So you already knew who
yes,
I was?
no. Well, when I hear that voice, I kind of get a picture, and I was like, okay. And I saw I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. When I saw Audrey, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's a little different.
Yeah.
Okay, but it didn't change anything. I was just like, okay, there we know. But I'm intrigued with your content, and I know the mass majority is intrigued with appearance. So if you're not putting like, that's why I
good
want to
thing about a
push your
podcast.
show. Your podcast is great.
Thank
It's
you.
so good.
Oh, that's so nice.
But it's so good because I keep thinking, I'm like, where are they going to go from here? And you keep going and you keep pushing. And as long as you
Forward.
don't stop, you're going to fucking win this game.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you.
You are, because I don't know anybody else out here doing what the two of you are doing at all.
There are
And
people
so
that have,
right there in the sense that I don't know anybody else who's doing it, like they're not doing it at all.
Yeah.
But with confidence and honesty, authenticity, y'all are gonna kill this shit.
you.
Don't fucking stop.
Don't stop.
Yeah, keep pushing.
We can't
we
stop.
Will
We
literally
won't
sit
stop.
here and
'Cause
listen to you.
I'll tell you what.
compliment us all night long.
More,
Anyone
please.
else have anything
I-
to say? Mike looks
Can
absolutely
we have some of the
fucking
other
bored out of
men
his
in
mind
this
as well.
group?
No, I hit the
Anyone else have
episode.
something
It
nice
It was
to
like,
say
oh,
about us?
they got
Have you guys-
boyfriends now, and I was like,
Not me.
this
No,
the
no,
show's dead.
no,
The show's
That
dead.
is old.
No, and then it was gone. And then it was like, oh, okay, we're back. And then it was like, oh, ex-boyfriends are here. It's like, what the fuck? And then 7, and I was like, okay, I'm back. But that's what drew
But
me in.
just because-
I
Hey,
said,
hey,
no,
at least,
it's
at least
real.
The dude at
Today.
Speak, the dude
It's
at Speak
real.
thought your ex-boyfriends were funny.
Can I,
What?
hey,
What?
The dude at Speak thought your ex-boyfriends were funny.
You're
at
funny
least.
because we set them up for jokes.
He's like,
Yeah,
they were funny, and I was like, and then I was like, TJ's like, I didn't like that
Oh,
episode.
Riley said that.
Yeah.
We set them up for all those jokes. But also,
okay. So
yeah.
can I ask a question? So I honestly feel like you guys could. It's not like an advertisement, but it's like, yo,
Ooh, I'm excited.
if you want to be like more than a Tinder date, like a 3-date podcast.
No, we set
fodder
that up.
Date,
We
you
did
know
that.
what I mean?
Tinder band
Yeah.
up.
You're late.
Because just for podcast fodder, like,
No, we
yo,
did that.
what's
We-
it? This
we
was
did
cool.
that.
Banned for
And then-
that
We
and
got
yesterday.
banned. We did this. We did this
What?
on Tinder,
Yeah, we had
Facebook, our podcast
Plus
page.
One podcast.
We did this on everything.
Tinder.
So we did this on our Facebook. We said, like,
I'm
take us on
sorry.
a date on
I'm sorry.
Tinder.
It's just
I'm sure you have other
brain.
qualities.
It's just my brain working. I'm
Sorry.
Did y'all
They
get
don't listen.
Yeah.
Tinder
Did y'all get
banned
Candace on
us.
yet?
on our
We don't have
podcast,
guests
no?
on
Yeah,
our
they
podcast.
don't have
Our
guests
guest
like we
is
do.
mainly
Why
us.
don't you guys get her? At least get her on.
I mean, yeah. If we decide to do guests, like, yeah, we're
Our most
We
of
have-
our,
If not, we
a
finna
long
call her. We need to get her on. She's
I mean,
awesome.
you haven't listened to the show.
most of our
Audrey does
podcasts
enough
is-
talking to kill the hour. Like she takes over that shit.
I barely get in.
Yeah.
that's why y'all need like 2.
Yeah, no. For the hour episode, they don't have room for the guests. They really don't.
And we could do longer episodes if we wanted to.
It's
We
about
just-
our
we
experience.
Decided to do an hour a week.
That's good.
I would like to hear
Sometimes
you.
it's
I
like,
would
"You're
like to hear you on 2 times a week. I
We
would
would
really,
like to
I would
do-
really love to
really?
hear.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I would much rather hear the story from both of you specifically twice a week.
Thank you.
It is kind of a long wait in between. People
Yeah.
are like, "Oh my god!" They're kind of like they're
We're chomping at the
teetering
bit. What's
Hanging on the
on.
balance.
They're on
But
the fence of like hanging on
Compiling
or
stories
letting
of
go. They're
2
like,
grown
they could
women
easily,
in
you
this
know.
dating scene a week at a time. That's not enough for an hour. So you either need
And
to
I have
extend the
one- Really, it'd be
episode.
like
But I
that,
will
though,
say,
Or
I go
twice
on
a
more.
week.
I go on more dates with Sarah because I'm like a yes man. If someone
So,
asks me on a
you
date,
tell
I'm like, I will go on
Brendan.
a
You
date.
tell Brendan or Riley we need 2 hours or we need
Riley
twice a week.
ditched us.
Riley
Ah.
left us.
We miss Riley.
Oh,
We got Brennan now, which is cool.
We're just cool.
Or
We
you
like
guys
that.
record
Yes.
an episode at your house.
We did that last night. We recorded an episode.
We did. Someone came
at
to
the
yeah.
amusement
record.
park. That's the name of our house.
If you
Oh.
want a
Amusement
shirt,
park.
our house is called the Abusement.
Yeah.
So if I
We
can
also
get
sell
one thing
merch,
before we wrap up, I would like to get from each of you. We'll start with Sarah. The best.
First. I'm kidding.
We'll start with Sarah. The best way to explain your podcast and why people should listen.
So our podcast is basically a women's version of Seinfeld. So it's a podcast about nothing, but we're so fucking funny and intriguing and real that like you're going to be a part of our life. And not only that, but like the Facebook group is a whole nother entity that's like really fun. That's like there's this camaraderie between us and our listeners at this point that kind of feels like a family, like a secret group.
oh yeah.
It is. It's true.
Audrey?
The group is fun.
What is it? Ask a question again.
So to explain your podcast and tell people why they should listen.
My definition is it is a sex and dating podcast that you should listen because if you're in a relationship, you're going to feel relieved that you're in a relationship. If you're single, you're going to feel a big sense. If you're single, you're going to feel a big sense of like authenticity and like camaraderie and like this shit sucks, but these people are making it funny. And I feel like
You're not alone.
when you're in tragedy, there's like a humor in it that makes it relieving. And so whether you're single or you're not single, that's what like it's
Yeah,
gonna
you're
make
not
you feel
alone.
better. You're gonna feel like these people are talking about things. If you're single, you're gonna be like, these people are talking about things that I wish I were brave enough to talk about, and it makes me feel better because I understand what they're going through. And if you're in a relationship, you're gonna be like, I'm so glad I'm in a relationship. So it's literally for everyone. So when she says it's like Seinfeld,
I love my girl.
when she says it's in like Seinfeld, she's like, it's for everyone. It really is. But to me, ultimately, it's a sex and dating and relationship podcast.
Oh yeah.
But it's experience. It's not advice.
We are not giving advice.
Don't do what we do.
No, I love when you guys disclose that on the show. We're not
Like,
giving
we're
you
not
advice.
here to
We're
tell
just
you
telling you
what
about
to do.
experience.
Don't do what we do.
I'm not a
If
psychiatrist.
I could close by
not a
telling you what I
psychiatrist.
believe your podcast is about and why
Yeah?
people should listen, I would like to explain the Plus One podcast as two incredibly vulnerable and amazing women who are willing to express their journey amongst the dating world, good and bad, no matter what that comes with, the good and the bad. And you should listen because we, as men, we are stupid as fuck. And they are giving you,
Dipshits.
they are giving you all.
Tools you need.
They are telling you what not to do, what
We
to
are
do,
all
what works.
dipshits.
And we still sit here and I get ashamed when I listen to you
How people-
talk on your podcast and you explain the same fucking lines that you have
Over
to
and
hear. And I'm
over
like,
and
these
over
are the
and over.
things I grew up with. If you're not gaining any information, you're not worthy of the pussy. I'm sorry. You're just not.
Dude, such
Like-
Open
such
your ears.
profound
But I feel like my
profound
thing is,
instruction for the
I
young
am
Jedi
trying to help
Padawan.
people. Like, I really want to help men
Alright, shut up.
understand.
Yes. Because that's
I'm
what
not
I
trying
like.
to help no man.
I
Sarah's
like
like, fuck you, but I'm like, let me help you. I want to make you over. I want to find you a girl.
I like that
I
you're
wanna
not
help
you're not doing this podcast to get dates. You guys already get dates.
You do not need
And that's
this.
why like you're here to help other people to make those dates better, to get more dates,
And we're also
whatever it
here
may
to make
be.
fun of you guys. If
Yeah.
you fuck us over, we're here to laugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna roast
And you know what? I honestly believe if people know that there's a platform where their bad date or their mistakes can be
Publicize.
spread to the world, maybe they'll be a little more cautious.
Yeah, don't be an ass.
Yeah, maybe they'll be a little bit better.
I'm
People,
like screenshotting.
and I'm sorry, guys, we are stupid. God,
Try to find what you like. You know what I mean? I feel like your guys' podcast is gonna help people do that. It's like,
Hell
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
We're just trying to be real, and some of this shit
Take the
is
BDSM test. Explore.
Have you guys ever heard the pickup line?
Yes, yes. Don't. Be
Are you
no,
a
no.
cigarette?
No.
You haven't heard the pickup line? Are you a cigarette?
Because I want to get you lit.
Because I
and put
want to
your butt
get
in
you
my-
lit and put your butt in my mouth.
God.
Is that the worst one you heard yet?
I've heard some really bad pickup lines. That is
Say
not
one.
the worst one.
You know what?
Let's hear a bad
Can you-
one.
can
Hey,
you-
you look a little sad. Did
Yeah.
you drop your smile? I have it for you here. I'm like,
Oh my God.
Literally-
Somebody said
was
that
it?
to you?
Where's the punchline?
Whack,
that was
man.
their punchline. Was like,
Oh.
oh, you dropped your smile. Let me hand it to you. And I'm
Sarah,
like, I'm not smiling
what's
right now.
your
If you're
worst
harassing me.
punchline
Did you give me
or
my-
pickup line?
You didn't,
My
you didn't give
worst
me your
one.
number. You didn't give me your number.
How much
Okay,
does a polar bear weigh?
Oh God, no! Enough to break the ice.
My
Are
name
you-
is Sarah.
One time, a guy I was riding my unicycle, and this guy was like,
If somebody
you
said
got-
that to you,
Yeah.
You have a unicycle?
I was in the Olympics for unicycling, guys. I'm a level 12 quirky. But this guy was riding my unicycle, and he was like,
I looked at my wife. I said, "You want to do this? Let's do it, girl."
that's your worst pickup line.
No, that's just how I got my
feel
wife.
like that was the best one. This is wacky. This is best pickup line. It's the one that
Okay, I was like,
It worked.
He said,
Signed.
"Does this rag
Well,
smell
if I
like
were to-
chloroform?"
but this guy was like, I was riding my unicycle, and this guy was like,
If I
"Hey,
could
did you lose
remove
a
the
wheel?"
alphabet, you and I would be next to each other.
Same thing.
Oh, what did he say? Tell us. What did he say?
He was like, oh, did you lose a wheel? I'd like to, I have something you can ride. And I was just like,
What?
Did you
Yeah, I was
lose? Well, it's a
absolutely
unicycle.
What if
He was
somebody
like,
walked up to you and said, "Hey,
hey, I know you
I
lost a wheel. I got something
don't
you
want to
can ride."
fuck
And I was just
anybody else but you for the rest of my life"?
like, that's a great pickup line.
My pussy's so dry.
Sarah's like, I like them sweet. Sarah's like, no.
That is an ill response
Paul.
to that line.
But, but there's different types of girls in the world.
Yo.
What's up? What's your
What-
best
what-
pickup line?
Yeah, Paul. Yes.
Oh, I don't have any pickup lines.
Paul said,
I
"Hey
did.
girl, did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Engage
Why?
this guy
Because your
in
face is
conversation.
fucked up."
Yeah, Paul. What? No, please. Sarah, can you ask the question to
What's
Paul?
your best pickup
I
line?
did. I said,
more
he's,
time. Say it
what's
again.
your best pickup line?
He just
I've never
pulls his
used the pickup
sweatpants down and
line.
says, "Look at my dick."
For him, he's a nice man.
He said, "Let me. I gotta show you my
I come
dick."
from the heart. You know what I'm saying?
Do
Yeah,
Aw,
But-
isn't that cute?
He goes, "Do you want to watch Clint Eastwood movies?"
But isn't that what she said?
He said, "I come from the
jump?
heart."
She was like,
Hey,
"Just
baby,
show
you
it
like
to me.
sandwiches?
Show it to me, right? Didn't
I'm
she?
like, do you want
didn't she
sci-fi
say that?
movies where the
She-
Earth is destroyed in the
Sarah,
end? Isn't
Sarah
love
said
kinda
that
like
from the jump. She was like, "Just show it to me." Right?
Yeah, just let me.
We're
Oh
not.
yeah, she gonna see
You're
that
gonna shock
thing.
me?
They already arranged it.
I'm not gonna shock you.
I got dicks flying and banging
I have
box all the
I have
fucking
another
time.
one.
I do not want to see.
How many planets are in the solar system?
How many?
I'm asking the question. How many planets are in the solar
9.
system?
Unless you,
Oh.
How do you feel about Pluto? 9.
You said 9.
8
I mean,
unless
it's
you
9.
count your
It's
anus.
9. 8 after I destroy your anus.
Oh, okay.
God damn.
You're
Okay, ladies.
Did you know Pluto has a
Your
toxic
face.
sea in the shape of a heart because it got rejected and reclaimed as a planet over and over again? It's like it got treated like a side hoe, and that's why it has like that toxic sea in the shape of
This
a
is
heart.
Saturn.
Paul all cares. I'm like, I don't give a
Or
fuck.
Pluto.
No.
it must be
Poor
super
Pluto.
sad.
Pluto is like a side hoe.
Fuck
Pluto's
Pluto.
like, you're a planet. No, you're not.
You
Destroy.
cold
No, you're not.
bitch.
And it has a big red sea in the shape of a heart.
And it's
Red
cold.
Heart.
Sarah and
cold as-
Audrey, the Plus One podcast. Please tell the people where they can find you.
You can find us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts,
Overcast.
Overcast,
Instagram.
Instagram, Facebook. We have the Plus One podcast. I am the Hater Creator on Instagram.
And I am obsessed with getting dressed with underscores in between, but just start typing in obsessed. You will find me.
Just grow up and learn how to fucking look something up. I'm
For
also-
real.
A lot of people are like, we
How do
can't
we
find your
find you?
podcast. We're on 8 platforms,
So
bitch. If you
you
can't find it,
use
you're
the
too dumb to
words.
follow us. Like, come on.
I love
Also write us in
it. And
words.
your Facebook group is pretty fucking
Our
huge.
Facebook group is scandalous and amazing, and it's like their love connection has been happening.
The Facebook group is pretty fun. The
It is.
memes are great. I just go, but sometimes I see some of the ladies on there like, "What the fuck is
Yeah.
this?" And I'm just like reading through. I'm just like, "Are there motherfuckers that pathetic?" Oh,
It
you
is true.
It's been
Some
20.
boys are
It's been
pathetic.
20 minutes since you responded to me. Maybe you don't want to talk anymore.
Maybe I'll kill myself.
You need the
Yeah.
parental advisory
well,
before
I'll
your
take too many
show.
Percocets and wait for you to give
poured
me a
myself
ride.
a glass of
She
red
said, "Well, I was
wine.
just a little bit busy. I was taking a shower."
Yeah.
Or a shed or who
20
knows?
minutes.
Well, and here's the thing: when you're on the Plus One podcast page for Facebook, if you are a man and you're on that page, you're in the best fucking position you could possibly
You're gonna be
in because
eye-opening.
You're surrounded by disgruntled women that are
They're
so
disappointed.
fucking sick of the bullshit. You're like, you could literally just
act right and
decide
someone
not
will
to
love
be
you.
a fucking
Yeah,
douchebag.
just act
and
right
then you
for
have like
5
a
minutes.
plethora of big titty bomb ass loudmouth cocksucking women
They're like,
at your
yes,
disposal. You know
please
what I'm saying? We
act
like
right.
that shit.
Are you part of this group, Pete?
I just joined about
we
30
need-
minutes
so-
ago.
so-
Maybe pussy eating.
let me
Okay,
in.
so just theoretically,
I just observe.
you could join your group and say,
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to thrash for 60 minutes. And
No, we will literally rip
Okay,
you to
cool.
shreds.
Yeah, yeah,
But
okay.
that's fun for us too. So
Okay,
But it
cool.
might be
join.
fun for you as well.
They'd be like, "Post your dick." Oh, look at that fucking thing.
I want to make boys cry.
I'll be like, where?
That's kind of my MO.
Okay, I'm wrapping the show.
Brutal.
I had a fucking great time. And you know
for
what?
having us.
Honestly, we need to have you ladies back.
We'll be back.
Well, next time I'm gonna do acid.
Yeah. So, well, no, that's for Katie Kane's Concerned Dabs podcast.
But yeah.
That will be
I-
specific.
I have
the
invited
dabs are
all of the
concerning.
brothers. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yes.
acid is a requirement, man. I had to postpone it because most of the bros who
I said I'd do
express
mushrooms. I ain't doing no motherfucking
see,
acid.
So that's not. Yeah. So that's not.
I just,
that,
I
that's
just
not
don't
the
have 8
episode.
hours to commit to something.
not
like
that
that.
Can't you'll get the
8
hey
hours? It could be like
ladies.
16.
Thank you so much.
Kane told me
Thank
8
you.
You were
hours.
amazing.
You
No
got 8
one's
hours to
listening to
commit, and I
us.
was like, I
I
don't know.
wish more people would listen
Maybe
and
3.
tune in and understand from what you're putting out there for.
I hope they do.
You're
Thanks
doing
for-
a service.
We're trying to
And
help
we
people. We
appreciate
are
it.
trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
help people.
It is
Thanks
a
for-
public service.
Beers,
for having
bongs,
us
and
on.
bullshit, episode 30.
We salute you.
And
8.
boobs and babes.
We love
Yeah.
boobs.
Beers,
And
bongs,
boobs.
bullshit.
Jugaboom. Hey, real quick before we end up, you know what made me fall in love with Sarah?
The boobs.
Tell me.
No, it was
Beers,
when
bongs, bullshit, and
it,
boobs.
this is when I knew I was like, I got to talk to this woman. They said a little segment at the end of one of their episodes are broken hearts, and we're gonna glue them back together.
With semen and sad
and then
boy tears.
Sarah yells out, "Semen!" I'm gonna glue
like,
my
"No, sad boy
heart back
semen."
together with semen. And Audrey says, "Sad boy tears." Like, fuck you, Audrey. Sarah said, "Semen." That was amazing.
I'm trying to steal your soul. Sarah's trying to steal your dick. Or whatever. It's what it is.
It's more viscous material.
Whatever. Good night.
Wrap it up.
You saying semen? I'm like, I'm after your whole
Are you
heart.
kidding me? That episode was amazing.
Thank you. That was a good episode. But I'm leaving now. Bye. My Uber's already